entrepreneurs, the dreamers and the doers, so you guys can focus on changing the lives of the people that you've been called to serve. To do that, we build both software and education, have them work together. We don't just support entrepreneurs, we celebrate them. You've probably seen these awards all over on the internet. It's called the Two Comma Club Award, and the background of most successful entrepreneurs, YouTube videos, Facebook posts, their Instagram pictures. In fact, I believe this is probably the most photographed plaque in the history of all time. But the reality is, you shouldn't be worrying about this. In fact, you don't even want this right now. The real milestone, the unsung hero, the one that nobody ever talks about, but actually the most important is this, the One Comma Club, the first $1,000. So here's what we're doing, the One Comma Club Challenge. 5 days, 2 hours per day, one framework, where we're literally going to walk you step by step through, I believe, is the shortest path to get you your One Comma Club award. No, this is not going to be teaching you all the things like creating a product or how to do e-commerce or how to become an expert or how to write a book or how to do a webinar or how to post on social media or even how to put your face on camera. None of that's necessary because to make your first One Comma Club, you don't need any of those things. In fact, they're all just distractions keeping you from your actual goal. I want to really quickly share with you my story, the very first success I had online, because it was really small, but it was literally the thing that changed everything for me. I had been trying to make money on the internet for a long time. I'd spent almost 18 months going through trainings and trying to build websites and funnels and driving traffic and all sorts of stuff, and nothing worked. Everyone I knew was telling me, like, you're crazy, you should stop, like, why are you doing this, go get a job. The only person that really believed me was my wife. And so she allowed me to keep on trying. And 18 months into it, I finally made my very first sale.
My name's Russell Brunson. I'm Nathan Plone, and we're here from Boise, Idaho to show you how to make potato yam.
What's crazy is that first sale for me was only $20. But the reality was that sale changed everything for me. It was the thing that gave me belief. To know that this thing I've been trying for literally a year and a half of my life, the fact that it actually worked, that there was some stranger on the internet who got their credit card out, typed in the digits, and paid me the $20, that gave me belief that this was real. And because of that, every other success I've had afterwards all was based on that one thing because it gave me belief that this would actually work, not for the other people I saw online, but it would work for me. That $20 changed my life. I believe that this thing, the One Comma Club that I'm going to help you to earn, can change your life as well. And once you hit it, we're going to send you one of these because you deserve something you can hold, a symbol and a reminder that says, I did this. On top of that, you're going to get live coaching, we're going to give you funnel templates, offer frameworks, ClickFunnels access to build your funnel, and support from the entire Funnel Hacker community, which, by the way, is literally the most powerful and supportive community on the entire internet. I've been watching as the economy is changing. AI is coming. People are losing their jobs. So if you're tired of feeling scared or letting someone else control your income and your future, I want you to join us for just 5 short days. Your first $1,000 will not make you rich, but it will give you belief. Belief that this actually works, but more importantly, belief that it'll actually work for you. So with that said, welcome to the One Comma Club Challenge. Now let's go get started and earn your first sale.
What's up, Funnel Hackers? Welcome to day number 4. How are you guys all feeling today? How are you guys feeling, by the way, today?
Oh my gosh. That me too. Electric. Afterward, it was like so fun. We're seeing everybody join, like the Facebook groups going crazy. I was like, this is amazing.
Every single name that came through.
We're losing our mind.
Like,
let's go, Andrew. And then all of a sudden you're like, we gotta take a rest. We've been like riding this high for so long. It lasts, how long did the rest last for? 7 minutes. Yeah. And also we're like, what about this idea for tomorrow? This and this, let's do this. And like, oh, we gotta get all these people in. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. So fun.
So fun. Today is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, we have a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. We haven't slept in like a week.
No.
So sometimes some of the ideas coming out are getting a little crazy, but I think you guys are going to love them because it's one of those things like I feel like they're losing their minds and I'm reaping all the benefits. So for you guys, you're reaping all the benefits and it's going to be a lot of fun. So really quick, a couple of things to jump off. First off, welcome back to the challenge. So excited to have you guys here. I talked about this on day number 1 and I look at the world as a funnel and again, 8 billion people in the world, 6 billion on Facebook, 100 million saw this ad, all the way down, 12,000 registered, it gets smaller and smaller. And people who make it to the end of the funnel are the ones who always have the most success, okay? Those guys who are here on day number 4, like you beat 95% of the competition already because you're still here, you're still participating, you're still in it. So congratulations. I'm proud of you guys for being here. And because of that, you've gone through stuff, you built funnels, we figured out how to sell stuff, we've done a bunch of things. You guys are all officially funnel hackers. So if you don't have your funnel hacking merch yet, you need to go get some so you can be matching all of us with our funnel hacking merch. But to kick this thing off, now that you guys are all officially indoctrinated funnel hackers, can we do this one more time? If everyone can tap themselves on his chest and say, I am a funnel hacker.
I'm a funnel hacker.
Yes. Every morning you wake up and that resets you back into state as you go in here, so having fun. So, by the way, who here became a certified partner over the night? If that's you, type it all in, type it all in. What's up, my certified partners? We're so pumped about having all you guys in here.
Can I welcome someone?
Yes, that'd be
Guys,
awesome.
I'm in this group. I mean, I am loving it. And I got to point out just some really cool people. Would that be all right? Yeah? Okay, so can I get these slides? You guys got to see this. We had some amazing people join. I'm just going to scroll through, but the first thing that you do when you get inside the program is we ask you to literally sign a contract with yourself that says, hey, I'm fully committed. I'm going to do all the micro challenges, and we have you commit from here until bronze. And then once you're at bronze, we have you commit from bronze till silver, and silver to gold, and gold till diamond. So what you're about to see is all these people who have taken out, they've signed, and they said, I'm not kidding. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do all the things. We signed the contract as well to say we're committed to help you get there. But I want to point through, look at all these people who not only purchased, but actually went. And we could have actually, based on the number of people that came in, had a lot more of these slides. But I just want to show you all these different people. You can see here on the right, this man from Slovakia joined. Like, people all over the world are joining. And again, the reason why people all over the world are joining is because people all over the world have businesses. And so people need funnels everywhere. So I just want to point out to show you just how amazing this is. Now, inside of the group, there's a woman named Malia. She is not new. She's been here for a while, but she posted this. And I wanted to read this for anybody that's wondering, well, what's it like? What's the support like inside the community? Russell talked about this. Like, we've been around for 10 years. We're not kidding. Yes, ClickFunnels. Yes, the support team. But this is the quality of actual certified partners in terms of mentorship, what you're going to get inside here. So you see Malia, she literally posted this last night. She goes, I just want to give a warm welcome to all the new funnel builders and give some encouragement. When I got started in 2022, I was 27. I had literally $0 in my bank, no income, and I had a newborn 6-week daughter. It was incredibly challenging, and I still did it even without me. So this is before we joined forces and all the micro challenges and everything like that. She goes, I'm now 30. I'm gold certified. I'm the sole provider for my family for now. And here we are again with another 6-week-old baby. I'm back from leave and ready to take my agency to the next level, to diamond. I hope this encourages some of you. And so I know we talk about, oh, does this work for stay-at-home moms? Does this work for this? Like, I just want to show you how real this is, how flexible this is, how you can play the game in whatever way that it suits you. And just to give you a taste of what's on the inside, okay? And then we already have people applying for their One Comma Club award. So we're not kidding. We can't wait to send this to you in the mail. So as you get this, we'll give you more details about how you can apply for this, but especially inside the program, you can see the support that we'll give you to help you to achieve that too, okay? Now, I don't know if you saw this, but this man right here.
No, I didn't see it.
So this guy's already in the program. He's been in for a while, and he hasn't been at the event. And so also the internet's kind of freaking out, right? And so he wrote in the group yesterday, he goes, what just happened? And do you see the response? Russell just lost his mind. That's what happened. I am telling you what, it's been so fun to see all the new people come in, and that generous gift of lifetime. People are freaking out. I think all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my gosh, they knew the support, they knew it was possible with the software, but now to have the capacity with the reseller accounts, everybody is just thinking the game just changed. Yeah. And we have the advantage and the edge that nobody else on any other software, any other thing has, because of what you just unlocked yesterday. So it has been so it's literally like a dopamine hit every time. I'm like, this is awesome, and these are all my friends. It's so fun. Anyway, so we just like he said, the ideas are getting crazier and crazier. You don't even know. You thought yesterday was fun. Watch what's about to happen today. But anyway, we just want to say thanks for being here. Thanks for all you that already decided to join in. A lot more of you joined. We're excited to see all your contracts. But we're just getting started, guys. This is going to be great. So congratulations to everybody that joined, and we're going to have some fun today.
So excited. All right, I'm taking the slides back over. So first off, I want to, as you guys know, the title here is the One Comma Club Challenge is how to learn both AI and funnels so you can create your first $1,000 week. So as you guys know, AI is the thing we haven't talked about much yet. But even with that, you guys knowing what's happening, what's going, you guys have been fired up and excited. And the goal with funnels and AI is using AI to make things go faster, to speed up things so you can get to success even faster. So as you guys know, the 5-day challenge, day number 1, we introduced you to the new opportunity. Day number 2, we talked about how to actually do this. You guys had a chance to build funnels. You saw it. You learned the skill set. You kind of just had a chance to get your hands dirty inside ClickFunnels. It was so much fun to see you guys building. Yesterday was about getting clients without closing, which we spent most time doing that, which was awesome. And then today is AI, the AI shortcut. How do you shortcut your success? How do you get there faster? Things like that. And then day number 5, obviously, is building your empire, going from 1 Comma Club to 2 Comma Club and beyond, which is going to be awesome. So today, though, it's all about the AI shortcut. And today's mission, this is McCall's job. What's today's mission, McCall?
Okay, we are so excited. We have decided to theme today. We've been scheming all night. It's been literally all night. And our theme today is we are calling it the race to the One Comma Club Award. Now, our entire goal and the question that we're going to be answering the entire time today is how do we get you to your One Comma Club Award faster? Now, I want you guys to all remember, and I want you to put it in the chat, when Catherine was going through yesterday of like, okay, how fast do you think you're going to get your One Comma Club Award? Just based off of what you saw, I want you to put it in the chat. Yeah, I want you to just like give it a baseline today. And I want to see.
In terms of days?
In terms of days.
Okay,
yeah.
hours?
In terms of days, hours, whatever you are thinking, right? I want you to put your baseline today, right? Your baseline where you're like, okay, this is what I think is possible for me of how fast I could get my One Comma Club Award. Yeah, just put it in your brain and then put it in the chat. Okay, some people, we got 1 week, 5 days, 21 hours. I love it. 7 days, 5 days, 7 days by Monday. I love it. Now, as we go throughout today, we're going to keep asking you, how has your number changed, right? How fast do you think it's possible to get your One Comma Club Award? And all of our brains are just focused on decreasing that number. We're like, okay, how can we get you there faster? Now, I want to show you something really fast because there's really only 2 ways for us to get you to your One Comma Club faster. For us, right? For you, you need bravery and you need action. Yeah, if you are committed to putting the bravery and the action in, I want you to just write, I commit in the chat. Yeah, because we actually can't do that for you. So technically there's a third thing here that we're going to show you. It's bravery and action that comes from you. Yeah, you commit. If you commit, then we are going to give you these 2 things today.
Oh, you know what's so cool? People are right. I commit. You didn't even ask them to. And like the whole chat is like, you commit. I'm like, yeah, you do. I love it.
I love it. So there are 2 speed levers, and these 2 speed levers are going to be the main things that we're going to focus on today of how to increase or how to get you to your award faster. So there's time and there's price. Yeah. So the first speed lever of how we get you to your One Comma Club Award faster is with time. If we can help you build funnels faster, you can get to your One Comma Club Award faster. Yeah? Does that make sense? If so, right? Duh, in the chat, right? If we can decrease the amount of time it takes you to build a funnel, obviously you'll get to your award faster.
And dare I say, free sample.
And yes, the time it takes you to build your free sample so that you can go and get hit by a bus and then survive the bus and make money, right? It's like, if you can do that faster, obviously you can get your reward faster, yeah? So we say, okay, collectively, what could we do today / possibly give you, what can we do today to help you build funnels faster and easier? Yeah, because if it's easier, obviously you'll go faster. Yeah, now, the second lever we have is price. Yeah, now price, obviously we can get you to your award faster if you can charge more per funnel. Yeah, because if you're charging less, it might take you 2 funnels to get there, or 3, or whatever you decide to charge, right? But if you charge more, you could get to your award faster. And honestly, you could get to all of the different awards throughout the certification program faster if we're able to help you charge more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Just write money in the chat. This is money. Now, the way that we help you charge more is with 2 things. Yeah, we can increase the quality of the funnel, or we can increase the value of your offer or the package that you're offering. Yeah, so I want us to break these 2 things down just a little bit. So Russell, I want to actually turn to you because as far as quality of funnel, who builds the highest quality funnels in the world? I would say that it's you.
Well, me and my team, I think, are the greatest funnel builders who have ever walked this planet, but I'm biased.
Well, let me pause. He says he's biased, but he has literally done $1 billion. And you were telling me this yesterday. How much money have you processed? How much money has people processed through ClickFunnels?
Oh, it's like, the last time I checked, which was last Funnel Hacking Live, like $12 billion has been processed through ClickFunnels. Our clients have processed that much through ClickFunnels.
So not only have you done $1 billion through funnels, you've created a funnel software that's helped other people do $12 billion. So you're like, oh, I'm biased. I don't think you are. I think that the numbers speak for themselves.
100%. And right now, right, as you start out, right, why would a higher quality funnel increase the price of it? I know like that kind of feels obvious on the surface level, but I want to actually walk through like, okay, where did you start? How much did you start? Or how much did you charge when you started? And then as the quality of the funnel got better,
Yeah,
How did
for
you
sure.
charge more and why?
So obviously my situation is a little different because I haven't gone and done clients. I usually do partnerships and things like that. But very first, like when I was first learning this game plan and we were figuring it out and stuff, like when we would build a funnel, my goal is like if we can make 6 figures during a launch, right? Like that was like always the goal. And sometimes we hit it, sometimes we didn't, right? But as we got better and better, we started learning like the nuances and what made it work and what made it work better. And eventually it's like nowadays, like for me, if we don't make at least $1 million during the launch of a funnel, it was a failure. Like that's like the baseline. So, but we know we've done it so many times, like it's not guessing. We just know here's how you build a funnel that's going to be able to be capable of this amount of sales. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like you can charge more because of the value, because you just know how to do it better, right?
Yeah.
Like you're, it's like getting a doctor who's like a brand new beginner versus someone who's been here for 20 years versus someone who's a specialist, right? And the specialist is going to make more money than the person who's a beginner because they're better at it and they just get, so for me, it's like, I could charge more or I get equity or things like that because the quality is good. Right? I know ahead of time I can be very confident saying, hey, if we bolt this business on, I believe we can get a spot where it's making an extra $1 million a month in your business, and then they'll pay way more than that because we have proof, we have case studies, stuff like that.
So like expertise, experience, like all of those things increase the quality. Because like you said, like somebody who is a better doctor, a more experienced doctor can charge more.
Yep.
Yeah. So are you guys with me? Do you understand this? Like if we can increase the quality of the funnel that you're building, we can increase the price.
I love it.
Yeah, you with me? Say yes in the chat.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. The next way that we can increase the price of your funnel, the amount you're charging, is the value. Yeah. Now, what we mean by value is of the package that you're actually offering people. So this is where it comes to the hit by a bus plan, right? So if we say, okay, if I get hit by a bus, you need to go redesign your funnel. That's one thing that you're offering these people. And so you can charge a certain amount, right, for just funnel design. Now, one of the ways that we can increase the value is we say, okay, well, instead of only funnel design, what if we also add, copy? What if we also add, us doing more things for you? I know we talked about Corbin yesterday, where he does a whole bunch of different things to provide his clients, like as a retainer, right? He does their copy. Maybe he does their ads. He does, newsletters for him. He does this. He does so many different things. And the more things you do for somebody and the more things like you take over in their business, the higher you can charge, right? The more you can charge.
Because the more valuable you are.
Because the more valuable you are, right? It makes them more money.
Think about if somebody hired you as an employee, like hire as an employee, and like, oh, I'm your employee, I can do this one thing for you. Great, that's awesome.
Yep.
But if you can do 2 things for me, or you can do 3 things or 4 things, you're way more valuable, right?
Yep.
Especially if you don't have to pay 4 different people. I'm paying one person to do 4 times as much stuff. And so that's how you increase the value. It's like, man, I can solve more than one pain point for you. One pain point is worth one thing, 2 or 3 is worth a lot more.
Love it. Yep. I'm replacing all these different things. So the way that we're going to do this today by pulling these levers is like Russell said, today is AI day. So AI will be involved in helping you and helping us help you decrease the time, right, of make it faster for you to build funnels and increase the quality and value. Yeah. If you're with me, I want you to write yes in the chat. Yes. You're with us. It's going to be amazing. So now, as we dive into AI Day, when it comes to AI, most people who think AI is not for them fall into one of these 3 categories, because some of you are already sold on AI, right? If you're an AI person and you're like, okay, I love AI, you can write love in the chat. And if you're like, AI, you can write in the chat.
How do you spell
If it's them, they know.
Yep.
They know.
Yep. Okay, we got some loves and we got some ahs.
Okay, good.
Right? So if you are one of the people, chances are you fall into one of these 3 categories. I want you to tell me which one sounds like you. So first, we have non-techie Tara. Non-techie Tara is worried about building her AI skills. So she thinks, I'm not good with tech and I'm a slow learner. She sees AI and she's like, I don't know if I can do that, right? I absolutely can't. So if you are a non-techie Tara, I want you to write Tara in the chat. Awesome. Okay, we got some Taras. Yeah, now we have left behind Larry. He's worried about all the rapid changes happening. I think there is an AI update that comes out like every day, right? So
maybe hour,
maybe minute. Let's be honest, right? The world is changing so fast. So Left Behind Larry is worried about all the rapid changes happening, and he thinks to himself, AI is a huge opportunity, and I feel like everyone's taking advantage of it except for me, right? You feel like the world is kind of leaving you behind. Yeah, if this is you, I want to write Left Behind Larry. And I'm going to be honest, some people who love AI are still feeling like Left Behind Larry. They're like, I don't know how to use it well enough to keep up with the people who are crushing it with AI. Yeah, that might be you too. Next, we have skeptical Sarah. She's confused why AI even matters. She thinks to herself, I don't really get the hype, right? I've used ChatGPT before and it's not very good, right? She's like, I'm trying to plug it in to, fix my text messages and it puts all these weird punctuation marks. And it's like, thank you for saying that, Father. And it's like, I'm talking to my dad. Why do you keep adjusting this, right? She puts things in and she can't get high quality stuff out. And it's a little bit frustrating. Yeah. If you're skeptical Sarah, I want you to write Sarah in the chat. Or you're seeing what other people are doing with AI and you're like, why are they better at this than I am, right? Why do they get an A+ when I get like a C-? Yeah. Now, all of these people, they think that AI isn't for them because they think that AI is too hard to learn, it's too time consuming to keep up with, or it's got too much hype. Yeah, but the Taras and the Larrys and the Sarahs, the problem with all of these things is, or their way of thinking, is that the AI training that they have been given hasn't been connected specifically to a clear and simple and easy way to make money. Yeah, that's why AI is a little bit frustrating. So can we show you some clear, simple ways to use AI to make money?
Race to the 1 comma club.
Yeah,
Speed it up.
Let's write speed it up in the chat. I love it. Speed it up. I love it. Okay, so we're going to start with this by handing it over to our dear friend Russell,
the chief funnel nerd, funnel hacker in the world. So now I'm going to show you guys how we use AI a little bit differently. As funnel hackers, it's not so much like we're using AI to figure out a recipe or figuring out, asking questions about how to get to the grocery store. Things I see a lot of people using AI in, every single day. We're gonna look at it a little bit differently, okay? I had a chance to do a VIP session this morning with all the VIPs, and I had a chance to go a little bit deeper in here. In fact, all my VIPs, if you were here right now, type in VIP in the chat. I want some of my VIPs. They got a lot deeper dive on this, and so if I had an hour, I'd go really, really deep to you guys. But I want you to just understand a couple cool things, because this is going to shortcut everything for you, and it's going to open up a really cool opportunity for you in about 10 minutes from now. So, first thing to understand, this is how most people use AI, right? They go to ChatGPT or Claude or Man or whatever one you're using, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, Chat? Quick question for you. What's the directions to whatever?" And it'll be like, and it gives you something out, right? And for most daily tasks, it's pretty smart, okay? But when you go and you're like, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you write me a really cool video sales letter?" It's like, "Sure," and you're like, is that good? Is it not good? I don't even know, but that's the it just gives you whatever it is, okay? Now, we have to understand the way that AI is built and how it works, right? AI has the ability, and what it's done is basically goes out and it scrapes everything on the internet for free, the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, like the crap, the garbage, and whatever it can find, and it brings it all back together, and then you ask it stuff, and it spins that up and blurts out something, okay? But what AI doesn't do is it doesn't go behind paywalls. It doesn't go behind the scenes. Like, there's stuff it does not have access to. It does not have access to my books, for example. Like, those are behind a paywall. Like, you can't get to that. It doesn't have access to my courses. It doesn't have access to tons of different things, right? And so when AI, by default, you ask it to do something, it's going to give you the best it can do based on all the crap it got that's free. Okay. And so you have to always look at it through that lens. That's why you'll go and say, "Hey, write me a video sales letter, write me a webinar, write me whatever." And it comes out and you're like, it kind of followed the structure, but there's no heart in it. There's no soul in it. It feels, bleh. Have you guys ever felt that before? If you've ever had something come out from AI and it felt, bleh, type in, bleh, in the comments.
Now we're talking.
I'm curious how you guys are going to make bleh come out. Yep. Not yet. Bleh. Yeah. Okay, anyway, but that's what happens, right? And so most people like me, I started using it. I'm like, AI sucks. I hate this thing. Like, every time it comes out, it's garbage. It doesn't sound like me. It doesn't feel like me. I don't like it. And so I stopped using it, okay, for a long, long time. And then I had a chance to go and I spent some time with this company in our world. They do $1.5 billion a year. And what they're really good at VSL. So it stands for video sales letters. And they're really, really good at it. And Again, they do $1.5 billion a year. They crank out 5 or 6 new video sales letters every single month. And so when I was there, I found all the video sales letters. I started funnel hacking. I was like, look at this one and this one and this one. And they're so cool. I'm watching. They're like 2 hours long. And I was like, AI doesn't have access to these. They're videos. AI is not going in and transcribing them. It's not free on the internet. Like, it's an ad, so they're not going to pull that anyway, right? But for me as a funnel hacker, like, this is gold. So I found all these video sales letters. Exact same video sales letters are making these guys $1.5 billion a year. I transcribed them all. I took all this, and then before I asked ChatGPT any questions, I went back and I created a brain. Okay, so I took all the transcripts. I'm like, here's 30 video sales letters that collectively done $1.5 billion this year. I put it all into AI. I'm like, there it is. Now you have the gold. Now you have the secret sauce. I did the funnel hacking first. I found the things. I brought them back to you. Now I go back into AI and I was like, hey, AI, go look at everything I just gave you. That is what makes money. Now write me a video sales letter based on that. And guess what it does? It comes back with gold. Okay. I showed the VIP class earlier. I showed them the video sales. I wrote, after that trip, I came back and I wrote a 50-minute long VSL, 50. I told them it took about 4 or 5 hours for me to transcribe all of the VSLs and put them into my brain. And then it took me 1 hour to write a 50-minute VSL. This is like a 80-page VSL, right? And as it's writing it, I'm watching, I'm like, this is good. Like, for me to write something like this, like the copywriters work at Agora, I think their starting wage is like $250,000 a year, up to like $1 million a year for these copywriters. So like, I basically took their best stuff, plugged them into AI, and then AI learned it all and then wrote this thing. Okay. It writes a 50-minute VSL. We produce it, we put it online, we start driving traffic to it. And in my world, whenever we create a funnel, like the goal is like, can we spend $1 million a month profitably on this funnel? If so, we can scale it to the moon, right? Like that's like when you know you've got something, you put $1 million in, you make $1.5 million, make $2 million back out. Like that's winning. Like in the level of the game we're playing, that VSL right now, we're spending $1 million a month profitably on it. Okay. And it took me an hour to write with AI. You guys getting this? So cool. That's the secret. AI in and of itself is kind of dumb, okay? But if you as a funnel hacker will spend the time and the energy to go and get the context and plug it in, then it gets really, really smart.
Well, the crazy thing too is like, if we talk about like speed and quality, right? Kind of talking a little bit about the speed levers that we talked about before. If we talk about speed and quality, like you said, it would have taken you 6 months to write the VSL without this. And it's like, okay, with the brain, with AI before, you could have written a VSL in the same amount of time using AI, right? Where you're like, oh, I could do this in an hour instead of 6 months, but it would have been trash. Yeah. Right? I know you tried that. You were messaging me and you were like, literally trying to write this with AI and AI just can't figure it out, right? When all of a sudden you're like, okay, so if I want to keep the speed that AI could give me, but increase the quality.
You need a better brain.
You need a better brain.
Nice.
Right? You got to have a better brain. And if you don't have a better brain, like the speed actually doesn't matter because it's turning out crap. And then a lot of crap is not giving you stuff fast. I love it. You know what I mean?
It's giving you faster crap.
That's
crap. Called diarrhea.
Yeah.
That was not planned.
That is what we call diarrhea. That is the quote of the day. Crazy.
Type in diarrhea in the chat. Just kidding.
No. Too hard to spell.
All right, you guys all getting this? Okay, so I want to tell you another cool story. So ever since then, I've become mildly obsessed with this because I can become the greatest, even greater, like copywriter funnel like in the world if I can just start doing this. And so the way I started is I created on my desktop, I made a folder and it was called like AI swipe files. And then I made a folder, it was like VSL files. So I took every transcript, all these VSLs, and I put them in a thing. And I was like, I want to do this for everything. So then I started doing it for webinars. I started finding my own webinars, got them transcribed, I put them in this folder. And I started doing it for other ones, like all the other webinars I've done 10 million, 50 million, 100 million. I got those transcribed and I put them in there. And I started doing email sequences, like what are the highest converting email sequences of all time? Pull them all out. And so I have this folder on my computer and it has like, I don't know, I'm saying probably conservatively 10, 15, $20 million worth of swipe files from all the greatest ads, emails, webinars, video sales letters, challenge video, like everything. I was telling the VIP, like I'm transcribing every single day, probably 10, 15, 20 pieces of content marketing every single day to add to this brain of mine. And it was on my desktop initially, but then I was on a flight and I had my laptop and I didn't have access to my brain because I wasn't there. I was like, how can I function without my, So then I made a copy of there and I made a copy of my laptop. But I started adding stuff to my laptop to that one, and then I got so frustrated. So I built the software for myself, and I started like putting it all in there. So no matter where I'm at in the world, I can have it. And then what's cool is then my team, I started training my team on it. I was like, hey, you guys want to write? You need to write better. Like, you're doing social captions, you're doing emails. And so I gave them access to this thing. And so this has become this internal brain. And so McCall had seen me bragging about this during an internal team training where I was showing people and training my team on how to use this. And last night at 4 a.m., she woke up and she was like, doing the McCall thing, like freaking out. And then my phone started buzzing at 4 a.m. like, Russell, get up, wake up, what's happening? And I was like, oh no, like her house better be on fire or something, 'cause I am so tired. And so I'm listening to these messages and she's like, hey, what if we made this offer for certified people even better? I was like, that sounds great. What do you have? And she's like, you know, that brain thing that you built? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what if you gave it to all of them? I was like, no. Like,
I was there. I can attest that did happen.
He was like, listen,
this is accurate.
I was like, this is my advantage over everybody. This is how I'm winning.
I have to tell you, I have asked him for the brains. I'm like, yeah, what if you gave it to somewhere where I could access it? I've asked him for this. And he's like, we have to keep it with the internal team. So like when you're here with ClickFunnels, because I don't live in Boise, he's like, when you're here, you can use it. I know, yeah. He's trying to make everybody move to Boise. He's like, when you're here, you can use it. But have you ever heard how Christopher Nolan, who wrote The Dark Knight, he has single scripts he goes around to people with. So he takes the actor, he brings them to a room and makes them read the single script because he doesn't want it to leak. He doesn't want it to get out anywhere. So they literally have to go into Christopher Nolan's room to read his movies. And they are in the movie, right? It's like Batman, Christian Bale has to go to this secret room to read the Batman script, right? So that it doesn't leak and it doesn't leave anywhere. So all of a sudden Russell was Christopher Nolan-ing me. And he was like, listen, McCall, yes, like we're friends. He's like, you can use this when you're in this building, right? You can use this when you're in this building because even my internal team, like they have to keep it in one location because it's so valuable, right? Because this brain, the cool thing is like with AI where it's got all the crap and stuff, it only has the good stuff. Mm-hmm. It only has the good stuff. So any question you ask, it won't give you a bad thing. So I'm like, okay. 4 a.m. I'm like, what if we gave them your brain? And Russell said no.
Yeah.
So
pick it up. So how did we convince you?
Well, it was, I was tired, 4 o'clock. By 5 a.m., they kept messaging me and talking to me. And I was like, oh man, if we did, we could, potentially we could. But obviously I have to be careful. I'm always adding stuff. It's a growing library. It's not shrinking. Like it's every day we're adding more context and more ideas. We're also now starting to train it. So like we transcribed every Harmon Brothers 3 to 5 minute video sales. Like everyone, they charge customers $500,000 to write one of these. So we transcribed all of those, add it to the brain, but then now we're turning it into skills. So I turned all the Harmon Brothers videos, it turned it into Claude skills. Now there's a skill, it's called the Harmon Brothers. So like if I want to write another Harmon Brothers style video, I just click a link, add the skill, and then I say, write this thing, and it writes it like I'm a Harmon Brothers writer. Like it's insane. It's the reason why we are producing so much stuff and getting so much stuff out, and making so much money right now, and we're leaps and bounds amongst all of our competitors is because of this thing. So I'm scared to share it. But they kind of went back and forth and said, what if we did something where people had like sign an NDA, they like a non-disclosure, you can't share it. It's just for certified people. That way it's in the family. It's people who are using funnels in ClickFunnels to build other people's stuff. And so, so based on that caveat, we came back. I was like, well, I liked you, but it doesn't fit on the stack slide. We're out of space, so we can't really do it. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. And I was like kind of complaining. And then the designer's like, well, what if we just moved it there? And I was like, well, then that ruins the footer of the thing. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. And I was like, what are we going to call it? I guess an internal thing. What are we going to call it? And they said, well, what if we call it? Oh wait, sorry, before we named it, they're like, what if we move like this? And I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool. You guys think that version looks pretty cool? So this is a new bonus that was invented by McCall at 4 o'clock in the morning. And by 5 o'clock, she convinced me. About 10 minutes before we went live, we designed a logo for it. So now it's got a name. We're calling it the Funnel Hacker Brain, having Russell Brunson's funnel hacking in your pocket. That way you don't spend the millions of dollars a year I'm spending funnel hacking every single funnel, every single ad, every single VSL, every single webinar, every single everything. You just have access access to it for you and for your clients. How many guys would be interested in that? If so, I'm very scared. This is not something you'll get tomorrow because I got to clean it up to make it so that other people can see it. But we will be doing a launch, little event for all the certified partners. We have signed an NDA, and then after that, we'll give you access and train you on how to use it, how to plug it into every area you're using. But this, realistically, I could sell this. Like, we have a $250,000 a year mastermind, and we don't give people access to this. So I could sell this for, I think I could go to most of the gurus in our world and charge 250 grand, and they would all in a heartbeat give it to me.
Can I say one thing too? So McCall's messaging him. We're in hotel rooms next to each other. She's messaging me, wake up. I'm like, oh my God, okay. I wake up. She tells me I'm awake. Now we're conspiring. How do we get this dude to say yes?
We bullied him into this.
We literally did.
You're welcome.
But I want to say something that pushed him over the edge in terms of saying yes. Because again, she said yes. Literally, his top coaching people don't say yes. And one of the things I said, Russell, though, you need to remember who these certified partners are. And again, we're in the program together. So I've helped build this program. Like, I'm with these people, I train these people. I was like, these just aren't marketers. They aren't just entrepreneurs. They aren't just even funnel builders. These are people who literally have spent hours and hours becoming experts, not only in your software, but in your marketing. Like, when you go through the certification program, his books become you. Like, you internalize them. Like, every single thing that you've done, like, you basically, we train you to become as close as we can mini Russells, right? Yeah. So that you can go out into the world and change the world with funnels. And I said, these are people who have put in money investment, time investment, and who have chosen to become certified under your name and your company. Like, if you look at all your coaching groups, all the projects you sold, all the mini communities you have, if there's one community that we should trust the very most, it's these people, because they carry our name. Like, that is them. And then he said, dang.
Right.
And that was it. And he said, okay. And so like, that's the trust that we have in you guys coming into the certification program, where, again, because you buy into us, we buy into you. Yep. And so, like, I can't tell you what a big deal it is that we convinced, and maybe 5 a.m. had something to do with it. No, like, if it was noon, he'd be like, I'm at a better mind state.
You've got no sleep.
My wife's like, go back to bed. I can't tell I say yes. I'm so tired.
They won't shut up, these girls. I'm like, sorry, you invited us here. So
it's true. It's your fault.
Anyway, so continue on.
I say what's cool about this too is it's always growing. This is something that's like, we're pulling in the greatest marketing of all time, and I'm scouring the internet for it because I need it for myself, for what I'm doing, and so you guys will have access to it.
It's also the thing that I was thinking, if I can tell you what I was thinking in my brain that started this whole thing off, is the first thing is obviously, like, how can we collectively serve you more? And the second one was like, okay, like, anybody, and you're going to see this today with like all of our trainings and things, but we were like, anybody who hasn't joined us in the certification program yet, like, Russell has this vision of how do we take all of these people off the market, right? Like, how do we truly push them over the edge to say, I'm not just like a funnel builder, I'm a funnel hacker, right? This is the identity, right? You are a funnel hacker. How could we take you off the market? And I was like, ugh. If we made them, these Russell people who have your brain, would it push them over the edge? I want you guys to just tell me in the chat, like, if yesterday you were even like, oh man, like, does it feel like it's pushing you over the edge, right? Where if you have access to Russell's brain, how much more can you accomplish?
And respectfully, Russell's brain plus Russell's friends' brains, right? It's not just Russell.
For real.
Russell and friends.
Yeah. Well,
it's a super brain.
The crazy thing is, like, I mean this with all respect, all due respect. It's actually better than Russell's brain in real time, because Russell uses it to make his brain even better, right? Yeah. It's all of your best stuff, right? It's your best stuff that, sometimes how you're like, I had this really amazing thing 3 years ago. What exactly did I say, right? You have now compiled, which is why the file is so important, right? Because, like, your top coaching clients, the reason why, like, they pay for access to you, absolutely, but they don't have unlimited access to
all the stuff
and all the best stuff. You know what I mean?
Stuff I forgot about this.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
So yeah, we convinced them.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Merry Christmas. I will come to my senses soon, and this will not be a forever bonus, but this is the today bonus. So you guys, like we said here, you get access to the Funnel Hacker Brain. This will be a couple weeks for me to get cleaned up and finalized and in a spot where you can use it. But you'll love the software's insane. You log in there, you grab stuff. We're connected to AI as well, so you can go in Claude or whatever and just be like, hey, go in the Brain and grab this, and it'll go and find stuff, pull back. But again, we're going to make you sign an NDA. So that's kind of the game plan for our current certified people. From the past, people that joined yesterday, you guys will get this. It's a guarantee for all you guys. For those who haven't signed up yet, what we're going to do is we're going to actually take, I think, like a 10-minute break, because when we come back, Todd Dickerson, my co-founder in ClickFunnels, the genius behind everything, is going to be here. We're actually going to show you guys the new AI features inside of ClickFunnels that'll speed up your time. We're going to show you guys a really cool AI tool that'll give you the ability to increase your value and charge more, and a whole bunch of other things. So we're just getting started today, but I want to give us a 10-minute break so we can reset, but it also gives you guys a chance who haven't signed up yet, who have been sitting on the fence. If this Funnel Hacker Brain AI didn't push you over, I don't know what's going to, but we got 4 or 5 more things that are still unlocking. So we're going to keep on trying, but we want you guys in this program. We need you in this program. We know that you need to be in the program, and so we're doing everything possible to get you here so that we can serve you, we can change your life, and then also by doing that, you can change the lives of the customers and the clients that you're serving, which comes back to the core mission of ClickFunnels from day number 1. So that is it. So with that said, you guys, we're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll go back in 10 minutes. Todd Dickerson will be here. We're going to go deep into AI stuff, and it's going to blow your mind.
Join?
Oh, yeah. The link, it's right there on the screen. Looks like onecommonclub.com/go. Everyone type in the chat, onecommonclub.com/go. If you signed up already and you're in there, let everybody else know, like, you signed up, join us with us, like, let's get everybody as a community together in here so we can, when this challenge is over, we can all keep working together over the next weeks, months, years, and beyond. So thank you guys. Take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back with Todd Dickerson when we come on back. Ready, set, go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So excited to have you guys here as we start diving deeper into the rest of AI Day. I'm excited because the person I'm about to introduce you guys to he's not always on the trainings, live events, all sorts of stuff. He's usually back home. He lives in Atlanta, and he's usually back there coding ClickFunnels. I've had a chance to meet him the very first time. How long has it been now? Man, 14 years? 14 years ago. We met doing a side project together, became friends, and then eventually became business partners. He is the one who, behind the scenes, literally coded the entire ClickFunnels by himself, the original ClickFunnels. And we had another partner named Dylan who did the editor, but Todd did the whole entire back end. One of the smartest people I've ever met, one of the coolest people I've ever met. He's been the best business partner and one of my closest friends. And so he's also responsible for what he's built for you guys to be able to do this opportunity is because of the hard work and sacrifice and effort he put in. So with that said, let's put our hands together for Todd Dickerson.
Let's go, Todd.
What's up, guys? This is Todd.
Guys, Todd, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is exciting.
It almost it's like, how could we do an AI challenge without you?
Yeah, absolutely. When I heard y'all were doing an AI challenge,
that's what you're saying. You're saying, absolutely. How are you guys doing an AI challenge? Like, why am I not running this show? Oh,
Todd's
my God,
like some of us dabble in AI. We do little verses. Todd's like, I coded like 400 different things last night in AI. Like, he's
all day
on the front edge of every day.
Yeah. And he's like, and I don't know, casually did 17 other things too, so no problem. Okay, well, guys, I'm so excited because I'm about to pick your brain. I've been looking forward to this so much for our certified partners, just to let you know more at what's at our hands. So can I get these slides up here? Would that be okay? You guys, so what McCall and we convinced Russell. Then we went to our next victim, okay? We went to our next victim with Todd, and we said, what can we do next, okay? Because our whole purpose is this race to the One Common Club. How quickly can we get you to this One Common Club? And yes, the money's exciting, but we're talking about this. The faster we can help you to make money for this One Common, you even talked about this with your $20, right? That first one. Once you believe and you can look at something like, I can do, the world changes for you. So we want to break down these false beliefs of, maybe I can't do this as quickly as possible. So that's what we're going to play today, you guys. So again, you get access when you join the certification program to Brother Brunson's brain, plus all of his other friends. Okay. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be amazing. But again, we want to talk about how that brain gets you faster to your One Common Club award. It's just going to increase your quality. It's like Russell's with you, helping you build. But what we want to ask Todd's help for now is, how can we increase that or decrease the time? So Russell's brain is going to help us make sure our funnels work better. They have more quality. They have more better stuff coming to the brain, so we get to use all your experience. But dang, I mean, when we look at a funnel, you guys, it's like, okay, we have the funnel here. We have all the words on the funnel. We're building it out. Russell's brain can give us strategy, but at the end of the day, it's still us clicking the buttons. You guys were with me 2 days ago, right? When we were doing, click this button here, do this, here, do this. And so when we're like, okay, that's great. Like, we got to build the words. We got to actually build it. Like, we're grateful for the brain that can help us, but how can we actually get this done faster? And that's when we said, we know a guy.
Yeah.
I think we know a guy that could help us with this. So, Todd, you've been cooking up something pretty exciting, all about how to decrease the time that it takes to build. Could you?
Absolutely.
Will you tell us, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we've been working on this stuff behind the scenes for a while now, trying to figure out how we can make it faster to build funnels, easier to build funnels, bringing in the best knowledge and content and stuff, which of course the brain unlocks even more than ever, which I'm super excited about. But basically what we wanted to do, or what I wanted to do, is to bring the ClickFunnels AI as it is today to your funnel builder community, to the certified consultants, with early access to everything, right? So all the features that we're testing, we're using in real time.
Yeah.
We're calling it ClickFunnels AI Labs. So we get to give it to you guys before anyone else.
Okay, so I'm going to be nosy.
Yeah.
I see you have a computer hooked up here.
I have a computer hooked up.
Show me. If you guys want to see this, you need to go crazy and say, show us. I need to see as many shows as well as possible. And maybe he'll show us. But yeah, I think as somebody who, as they're getting this set up, I was around just after it started. So it started 2015, right? And I discovered ClickFunnels 2016. So I was not the very, very beginning, but I'm pretty close. So I literally have been on the software for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I've watched the updates happen. I've done all of this, and every single year, even before AI, I was like, oh, that's so much easier. Oh, that's so much easier. Oh, that's so much easier. And now that AI is here, it's like, oh my gosh, this is just like so fun to play. And so I personally feel so excited as someone who has played the manual game, right? Which you're even saying, don't talk about manual. I coded for my whole life, right? But like for me, right, the manual game, I've been playing the click this here, do this here, and I've been teaching that as well. And so I just like, my brain is just like so excited to learn what's possible. So so you guys ready to see this? Yeah, if you're ready, put ready in the chat, because I'm excited to see what rest you can give my little fingers here. Does that sound okay? Okay, this is going to be great. We're going to get
ready. Lots of readies.
Okay, woohoo! Okay, I think your screen's up. Can you guys see his screen?
Awesome.
Okay, so give us context. What are we looking at right
definitely.
now?
So like going in on this, we basically wanted to make it easier to get started, bring in and build an initial prototype of your funnel just right at the gate. So there's a couple different modes that we're putting in front of people right now. We have research mode and quick mode. So in research mode, you'd be able to put something in about your business, and it's going to go out and it's going to do deep research on your industry, on your market, on probably the ideal avatar. And we're training this thing in real time based on our data.
Are you saying it's funnel hacking for them?
It's funnel hacking for them.
Let's go!
In real time. Getting aesthetic and design aspects that you've been talking about from competitors in the industry, bringing in those best practices for you right out the gate.
So cool.
So give me something to run with. Like, let's just build some type of product. What kind of business?
We have been like a running example has been a woman who is a fitness instructor who is trying to sell an app. Do you think you could help us with?
Instructor trying to sell my fitness habit tracker to my community of women.
And for those of you that don't know, he just voice spoke to his computer. That's what just happened.
I got tired of typing.
Okay, I love it.
So,
okay, somebody
I don't even type anymore.
That's a fun AI tool.
Okay, so I see. Okay, so read it again. What did you put in?
So I'm a fitness instructor trying to sell my fitness habit tracker to my community of women.
Awesome. Okay, now you teach me. Do we need to put in something more than that?
You can. The more context you give, as you guys have been talking about, the more context you give, the better results you're going to ultimately get when you're building these things.
Right.
And especially if you have all the research you've already done. Let's say you've gone to the brain, you've researched it all, you've pulled it out, you've got your prompts, you've got your ideas. You just switch over to quick mode instead. Drop all that context in there. It'll have everything that you've been researching, all the copy, all the details about your business right out the gate. But for someone who's just experimenting with it or like, not really sure exactly what I want to do.
Let's just play. Maybe you're like, I don't know anything about this. This is literally all I know. And this might be helpful too for those of you that you got responses on your Facebook page, right? Like people respond, I want one. And you wrote back, okay, you're trying to get more leads, you're trying to get more sales, or you're trying to get more appointments. And let's say somebody wrote back and say, I'm a fitness instructor, I'm trying to sell my app, so I guess sales, ... So this is all we know, this is all you know. So let's see what's possible with the AI and kind of what we can play with here.
And it looks like we're overloading it already on the servers apparently. So let's just reload it here for it. But
live demo.
Yeah, I know, live demo. Hey, it's a live demo, right? So if we don't get the research initially, we can also just jump in and do the quick mode and go into it. But I'm going to run it again and see if it pulls pulls it in this time.
Awesome.
Oh, someone's asking you this, like, what platform is this? This
So
is
this
inside
is
of
Literally
ClickFunnels.
inside of ClickFunnels now. And again, this is labs access for you guys. This is literally no one has used this besides our internal
so
team
let me
at this point. Yeah.
So let me explain what that means while this is running. So because you can see, you could read it right here. AI is analyzing competitors, trends, and successful patterns. We're saying thank you so much for doing our job for us. So what he just said, again, this is called AI Labs. So if you're just a regular Joe Schmo on the street, you went to ClickFunnels.com, you signed up for a trial, and you have ClickFunnels. When they go into this, they're not going to see this. Is that what
no
you're
one else
saying?
is going to see this.
Literally no one else.
You guys get access
This-
before everyone else.
So what will happen is when you become a certified partner, certain special things are going to happen to your ClickFunnels account. Not only are you going to get ClickFunnels, but depending on when you joined, you'll get those 25 reseller accounts or those 50, right? So you'll get that special reseller account. And then when you join, you're telling me that we'll also add in this AI feature.
Yeah, and as we're building new AI features, certified partners get access to it before everyone else.
Okay.
So this is just today.
Okay.
Imagine where we're going to be in 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now.
Okay, I really love that this is doing research for me.
So it did some initial research, and I kind of pull up here if I want to and dig into the research. It talks all about the habit tracker industry, how it relates to women, AI personalization, like important things to know, kind of the target avatar, 25 to 45 year age, urban professionals and busy moms. Like, so it's done all this research.
These are great things you can give your client during the Hit by the Bus webinar.
Yeah, when you're going through your free sample and showing the effort that you put into it, here's your effort. I love it. Okay.
Yep, you've got all of it, right? And it's like, here's some other industry-related products like Calm and Strava and Peloton. Honestly, I don't have to worry about too much of this, though, because AI's already done it for me.
Okay.
Now it comes up to like funnel types and these kind of things we can adjust, right? Because it depends on what you're actually going to build for the offer and how you're pushing it through. But kind of gives you the opportunity to adjust these things that it researched.
Okay, so wait, hold on. You got to remember.
Yeah.
I'm not a coder. I'm a manual girl. So will you click back for me? Like I need you to I want you to pretend like I'm in first grade. Because that's my tech brain for those one. Okay, so it says research complete. I see that little check mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what you just did, now there's different things, market insights, customer avatar, funnel type, design inspiration. So what you're seeing here with those, that's what it just pulled up for me.
Yes, that's all the research.
If I click, so right there's market research. Could you click on the other ones like design inspiration? Okay, so this is what they're saying. Look for this. Okay, so remember we talked about different ways, like go find your competitors, different things like this. Awesome. Okay, so that's what we're seeing here.
Yes,
it's pulled up all of that. Okay.
Make it Control Z, make it a little bigger.
Oh, yep. Let's see. We can zoom in a little bit for you guys.
Oh, there we go.
Bit. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Now, could you push the X for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so after it does this initial research, I can talk about like, okay, and where it says funnel type, talk to me about that right there.
So funnel types is giving you ideas for different types of offers you could make. So
For
it's
how to sell the
app.
app.
Through selling the app.
Nice.
It's saying, how about we let people opt in and then do a webinar selling them on the habit tracker.
Okay.
So, and this is where we're actually training it more on Russell's brain specifically for the real strategies that you're doing, because it's not hooked up to the brain yet completely, right? So these are more generic ideas from the industry. So you could be like, well, Russell says I should actually probably sell it like this.
Yeah, we can go to the brain, ask the brain, and then put the brain here. Okay, very cool. Okay, click the X for me. Okay, so now, so we can click on all these, and then where I made you go back, you'd push on continue. Okay, now
continue now.
Okay, now what are we looking at here?
So now this is just a brief summary of what you saw on the other page, right? So it's saying, okay, who is my ideal customer?
Okay,
we figured out this is who we think they are. This is their goal. These are some of the pain points.
I'm guessing if it's wrong, you can change it or you can add something or things like that.
Yep, you just click to edit and you can literally just change it in real time. Anything that
because
you want to
what this is doing is now this is gathering information for its reduced to time, hopefully build us a funnel situation.
Exactly.
Okay,
the more context we build early on, as Russell was saying, the better your results you're going to get from AI. So this is just spending a little bit of time ahead of time, just dumping in as much context as possible.
And could I just do a quick interjection? Yeah. Imagine you're doing the if I got hit by a bus plan. You will be shocked. You will be shocked how many people don't know these answers about their business. Could you agree to that?
100%.
Russell has people in his $25,000, $50,000, $250,000 programs, and he asks these questions, and they're like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. You're like, what do you mean you're not sure, right? So imagine when you're doing the hit by the bus plan, you're like, I've done extensive research, and I've learned a lot about your target avatar, what this is, and you start to do it. And oftentimes they'll be like, wow, you know your business, my business better than me. I can't tell you how many times people have said that, because a lot of times people just they're like, I'm just going to sell stuff. And they just try. They haven't taken the time, or they don't have the skills like you do with SWIPES to even know what to look for. And so for you going to them, I think you'll be surprised how many people say, you know my business better than me, and how amazing that we have this tool.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to you. So we're looking at this. It shows us our ideal customer. Okay, then where do we go next? What happens
absolutely.
next?
So it talks about their objections and stuff here too. So all this is going to get incorporated basically when we do some copywriting here.
So cool.
It obviously suggested we were going to do a webinar, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now, but you can adjust and be like, actually, I don't want to do a webinar.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so pause.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Todd!
I hadn't seen that part yet.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Russell hasn't even seen this.
So you're telling me, so for everybody that went back to their Facebook and said, do you need more leads, more sales, or appointments?
Yep.
So if they said leads, we would click opt-in.
Opt-in,
Yep.
If they said sales, we'd pick sales, right
Yep.
there. If they picked application, you'd pick application. Or they picked appointments, you'd do that.
Yep.
Dang.
Application.
Okay, and this bridge funnel, this video series, webinar, you'll learn all about those and when to use in the science certification program, but I just want to give you guys context for like where we are in the thing of this. Okay.
This is almost too easy.
Right? A little too
So,
easy.
okay, but we do know, right, that our friend, she wants sales.
Yep.
So can we click sales?
Yeah, we can do
Is
that. Yep.
Even though it's against the recommend?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely,
okay?
absolutely.
Okay.
We can adjust it to anything we want here, and
Okay.
you know more about your business. And if we had put more context in early on, that's
Yeah.
where this is going to really be able to. Make
Okay,
better
awesome.
recommendations. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we're just going to press generate. And what this is doing is
Cool.
this is just design inspiration.
Okay.
So it's like we looked up those competitors, right? Strava was
Yeah.
one of them, Calm's one of them, Peloton. And this kind of gives you like in real time, it went out and just kind of.
So these
figured out
aren't
what they look like
random design inspirations.
No, these
are
are
other winning apps.
from your
That's
industry
cool.
Dang,
specifically.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very, very cool. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so I can come in here and I can kind of be like, you know what? Maybe Calm is appropriate for my industry.
Well,
so.
and maybe if I can pause, right?
go ahead.
If you guys are like, oh, I'm not quite sure which one I should do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys know how to find what the winning pattern is in terms of colors. What
Yes.
do? You go out and find. They already gave you 6 examples, right? Go out and see, is there common colors amongst all of these? And it's like,
Exactly.
oh, you want to know what? It looks like even if you can even see here, right? There's a lot more blues and purples
Mm-hmm.
than there is that orange, right? So you're like, okay, well, maybe I'm going to start as this is my base design and I can go from there and tweak.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I don't know which one to pick, you do know which one to pick because you have swipes, right? And we're finding the winning pattern. So this would be the winning pattern amongst paint.
Yep,
Right?
absolutely,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
So maybe we'll pick, I don't know, Peloton or
Yeah,
does
sure.
that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys feel good with Peloton?
Peloton sound good?
Okay. Hey, let's pause. Are you guys freaking out? If you're freaking out, put "Go Todd" in the chat. Go
you're
Todd.
like, "This is amazing."
This is amazing. Go
think-
Todd. Go Todd.
I feel like people keep asking, what software is this? What software? It's ClickFunnels. This is the site of ClickFunnels.
Yes, this is
ClickFunnels.
This is ClickFunnels. Which
This
when
is
you join
AI.
this certification program, you get for free for life.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is all, this is like the AI stuff we're talking about. Like yesterday or day 2, we talked about manually building stuff, which is still a great skill set to know and understand, but this gives you the ability to start doing it faster. That's like someone said, how's this getting me in my one column club faster? You can do 20 of these for your clients now in 5 minutes versus having to manually build 20 of them. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
For those of you that got
absolutely.
12 responses, think how quickly it is that you're going to be able to build those 1-page 12 free samples
Yes,
with
absolutely.
this software.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
And you don't have to stress out here either. If you decide you want to change it to look like Calm later on, we can do that with AI too.
Love it.
So we'll see
love
that here in
it.
just a
Okay.
second.
So we're not locked in.
We're not locked in.
Okay.
No.
Phew.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So you
Okay.
don't have to worry about that too much. So we're going to just click generate funnel and see how it goes.
Awesome.
So we're jumping into, this is the ClickFunnels funnel builder, which
This should look familiar, right? Because they played. Oh, wait, what's happening?
it looks a little bit different than it did yesterday or
Yes.
the other day when you were demoing, because there is a completely new funnel builder UI.
It is
With
building the funnel, you guys.
Faster time to market, less clicks, the
sales
whole
page,
thing has
checkout
been
page,
made
thank
over.
you page.
Yeah, so this is what you guys are saying. Remember how on Tuesday I said, click this button. It will create a new page. What it's doing, it created a sales page and then an order form page and a thank you page. So right here on the left-hand side, tell me what's happening where it says, Jen,
Yep.
what's going on?
Because we gave it all that context, it just went and started building, right? So it's building a sales page, it's building a thank you page, it's doing a checkout page. Right now it's analyzing
Oh my
requirements, figuring out the
gosh.
structure of the page that it's going to do. It's coming up with the design aesthetics that we were talking about, and it's starting to build those in real time.
Guys, I knew calling Mars from our friends was a good idea. I knew that. Thanks for letting us bully you guys.
Right,
This is awesome. Okay, so this is building, this is doing that. Now walk me through, because for like when we did this page the other day, we didn't even do a sales page. A sales page is a little bit more intensive in terms of like
Right, copy.
writing you want to put in, because you want to make sure you're kind of convincing people, which the brain will help with that.
Yep.
But even for our simple page the other day, we only built one page and it took probably about 30 minutes. But for a sales page, even for me, right, and I've been building funnels for a long time, and
Right.
Russell, I'd be interested to know, like a sales page for me, if I really want to make sure I get it right in terms of like writing the right words and
Yeah,
having everything,
copy.
I allot anywhere from like 1 to 4 to 5 hours, like a whole day to build it out.
Absolutely.
So I can see it's generating, like, give me an idea. Oh, it's already one out of 3 is done.
Yeah, the checkout page is already done.
How long should we expect to, am I in the 1 to 3 hours phase?
No, you're in the 1 to 3 minutes phase.
That is feeling good to me. That is feeling like something I want to be a part of. Okay. And here's what's fun. Again, if I can give context. This is so fun because I have my smart brain friend here and my smart coder friend here. My genius is I can find patterns. Like, that is my genius. I think that's why I've been able to make money. That's why I've been able to be successful. Absolutely. It's because I find smart people like you and I'm saying, what are they doing? And can I model that? And can I make a framework so it's repeatable, right?
Yep.
And so as I'm looking through this, I'm like, dang, like, the thing that's so fun about this, about AI, is when I'm thinking about all the frameworks that I've made are all like your .com secrets books, right? It's like, oh, this AI isn't breaking anything. Like, frameworks are true. SWIPES is true. We are just we're expanding our ability to increase the quality so that our research is way better, and we're decreasing the time to actually fulfill on this.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. And we talked about Malia at the beginning. Did you see her? She had a baby and she just had a 6-week-old. She's like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna come off of leave. I'm ready to go. How much is this going to help Malia? Like, I'm not kidding you. And for those of you being like, oh, where am I going to find clients? What do you do? If this takes, 1 to 3 minutes, if this takes 20 minutes.
And what's cool about this too is you guys see it says generating images. Like, it's building images, it's creating the funnel, like it's doing custom stuff. Like, and you'll probably see the first version might not be perfect, but it's just so you'll be able to edit along, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
And just to be like, you want to know what? Like, Mondays is a day where I just know I'm gonna create like 10 free samples every Monday. I'm just going to, and it's like, okay, all I need to know is one sentence about their business that I typed in, generate 10 free samples, and then use your hit by the bus plan. And there you go. There's your clients for however long you want, right? If you want one client per week or whatever, and you're like, okay, great. Let's just say, I remember in that first section, we teach you how to charge 3 to 4 figures each. Yep. And you're like, dang, let's just say you close a third of the 10, right? All of a sudden, which is a little bit of not your work, the AI's work, we've booked out our clients for the week to month, depending on how much you want to play the game. But, oh my gosh, okay, this is so awesome. Okay,
Thank you page is done, checkout page is done. Yep. And sales page generates so many images, that's why.
Yes, images take a minute to generate, so you're generating 10 different images right now for the sales page that, of course, you can change later, right? So it gets back to but it gives you such a good starting point.
Well, and what's going to be great about this too, like speaking, because what this isn't going to do, right, is this isn't going to be like, let's say the fitness instructor's woman's name is Caitlin, right? Yeah. Like, it's not going to put Caitlin's face on there because they don't know who Caitlin is. But what it is going to do is going to say like, oh, of all these sites I did, I know, like, I found the pattern, right? And so we need to have an image of Caitlin, like, doing an exercise. So what you can do is go to Caitlin and say, hey,
take a picture.
If you don't have it, but or a lot of times they'll have images, or you go to their Instagram, you'd be like, hey, which picture of Caitlin looks the most like this? Yeah. Or if I don't have it, can I use AI then with Caitlin's face to create it, but now what the image needs to be on that left-hand column, what that one needs to be.
When it comes back to the labs feature side of this, those are the types of things we're building in right now.
Oh, so my gosh.
Instead of having to go to another tool and do it, instead of having to connect it, you'll see more and more of those features start to be
as you start to develop it. I can just just add Caitlin's face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one thing I want to stress too is, like, you guys are having a chance. You're the first people to see this live. I started seeing this probably 2 months ago, and then every week I get an update and I see it, and every week it gets better and gets better and gets better. And it's like, what you're just seeing right now is the worst version you will ever see.
It's awesome.
And using AI to code this, like, every week it's like 10x is an improvement, and the next week 10x, and like it keeps getting better. So it really does. This is the worst it'll ever be, and it's insane. Okay, sales page is done. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, let's get like time, like what, sub 5 minutes?
Yeah, probably about 5 minutes. Yeah,
oh my
right around there. Yeah, absolutely.
Someone said, can I go
my business brain is like, watch out, I'm coming for you. Okay, so it's all done.
Yep, absolutely.
I love it. So, okay, and just so that I just want to make sure everybody understands that text up there. What is that? Is that just like telling us what it's doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of summarizes what it did, right? So it comes up here. So it tells you, let's see, I'm going to scroll up a little bit, right? So it tells you the business opportunity as it understands it.
Okay.
restates some of those market insights that we talked about earlier, the
I
ideal
see.
customer. And then it talks about the funnel strategy that it actually used to execute. So if you're talking to your clients and you want to be like, this is the strategy that we use, like it's already kind of spelt it out for you.
Oh my gosh,
the
you
design
guys.
direction, right? It talks about how like the aesthetics and the terminology and that kind of copy side. And then what you actually got, right? Your sales page, your checkout page, your thank you page, and how you can actually see it and play with it.
Dude.
Let's look at something. I want to see it.
Yeah,
Right,
okay, so
so-
preview. I mean, wait. Do they want it?
Do
if
they
you
want
guys
it?
want it, put show me in the chat. I mean,
Show
are you
me
guys
the
still with
funnels.
us? I'm personally losing my mind over here. I mean, like, if you're not, this is so exciting. This is so exciting what this means for the world. Okay.
So we're going to click, you can click up here or you can click the preview the funnel
Okay.
button and you can expand these different previews and
Cool.
kind of get an idea what it looks like here. I'm trying to zoom in enough so you can actually see it. But yeah, you can see this is kind of a call to action for a trial,
Awesome.
for your habit tracker.
Dang.
You want to abandon this one?
Very cool.
Breakouts.
Oh my gosh.
Screenshot. Of course, you'd replace that with your real app probably,
Cool.
but even if you're designing things, right? Like it kind
Yeah.
of gives you ideas and placeholders.
Very.
Track
Oh,
what
they
actually
made all that graphic.
matters,
Okay,
all the
and here's what I
actions.
like about this, right? Like you said, like this is the worst version of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's what I think is so awesome about this is that you can go through and you can be like, okay, based on those other patterns I found, like, cool. You're not looking at a blank screen.
Yeah.
And you're also not using a template.
Right,
That's the other
right.
thing. Because we
100%
talked about that. Like
custom
templates are great if they match your research.
Sarah
That's
just said,
enough.
this took me years to do this kind of stuff.
Yes. So
Exactly.
this is what I want to say though. Like start if you go up to the top and you're like, oh, this just got me 80% there, if not 90%
Yep.
there. And I can be like, okay, great. I want to tweak this headline. I want it to be a little bigger. I don't like the font of that button. No
Now,
problem.
Todd, you can do that through AI too,
You
right?
can actually do it through the AI conversations
show me.
here as well. So I'll just click a couple of the other ones so we can see, like, let's see how checkout did here. Kind of put a big picture of the preview of the app and
Cool.
connected this. Of course,
We have set up
this account's
payments.
not actually set up to collect
Okay, cool.
payments, but you can kind of see what that does. And then let's see, there was a thank you page too, which is off my zoomed out screen right now.
Okay, that's
But
okay.
if we jump in and actually go into the editor here.
Yeah. So let's say, cause I'm like, okay, for me, I'm like, this is 80% of the way there. Love it.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to like,
You want to add a header? I feel like it's missing a header.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, exactly. Or that header. Oh, true. Like at the top. I love it.
right?
Okay.
Let's add a header at the top with
So how do we do that?
Logo. I'm just going to tell it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So you went to the left-hand side.
Yep, went
And you
to the
said, let's
bottom
add a header and put a logo in the top left.
Yep.
And it will do it.
We're going to see how it does.
We'll find out.
We're about to find out.
Find out live.
Like, so you can do this. You can tell it to make it 2 columns. You can make it 1 column.
Dang.
You can replace the image with a video. Like you can do all these things that maybe are a little technical, especially when you're learning the editor the first time.
Totally.
Like one of the most powerful things about this to me
Yeah.
is the fact that you've got AI generation, but you also have the power of the editor.
Yes.
Everything that's created can be customized and tweaked inside the editor. As you see, you can still click your section settings. You can come and reset the
my
colors and kind of
gosh.
override it and set it to like this. Like
Yeah.
I can do any of the stuff that I might want to do with my design that it's built into my style guides.
Yeah.
and
So
stuff.
this, I mean, I'm not kidding you.
yeah.
This does like so much of the work for you.
So we're still like one of the issues we're having right now is image throttling. So you're going to see if more people
Teach
are
what-
using this right now.
Oh, that just means a lot of
It
people
just
are
means
using
APIs
it.
getting
Oh.
used by a lot of people.
Okay,
right
no
now.
problem.
So let's just say, let's add a header as a placeholder. And we'll try that again. So if you get those little errors, you pretty much can ignore them and just send another statement
That's
right now.
so awesome though. Well, and again, like this is what I think is so powerful because when you go inside the certification program, all the things you said, right? Like we teach you swipes, but we go deep, right? So like in terms of image creation, like do you guys remember that when we were doing that funnel, when we were recreating that funnel of Russell, on the left-hand side, there was an image of Russell in a computer. He looked really cool. It was like green, right? And like all that stuff. We literally show you how to use tools to create cool images like that of your clients. And so that's what I think is so amazing about that. Like you combine that manual knowledge with this, right? Like this gets you as however close. And like you said, it'll just get better and better. Okay, you 80% there, 85% there, 90, right? Like all these different things. And then you can combine it to be like, oh, oh, I actually know exactly what I want this to look like here. Whip it up, put it on in.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
And as you can see, we have a warning about like it may make unintended changes right now, but you can also restore the version.
Cool.
So if it does make a mistake, you just say, hey, go back to the other version.
Okay, so I know you said like this is where we get to have all the edits, the updates. So like walk us through like what's your guys' plan right now in terms of building this out? Like is like paint us a picture of like what you're building, how you're working on it.
Absolutely. I mean, my goal is to ultimately have all of our best practices across all of our data. So if you think about it, we've got more funnels in our system and more opt-ins and more page views and more stats and more data than anyone on the internet.
Well, we just talked about that. Like
right?
you processed $12 billion through ClickFunnels. So that's a lot of funnels you're pulling from.
This is the base level right here. We're in the process of actually training the model to use that information to be able to crank out designs that are based on the highest converting pages, the highest converting like templates that we've used in the past,
That's awesome.
the best practices, the best copyright.
So you're leveraging the intel from every single person on the ClickFunnels platform to make your funnels better and better and better in real time.
Of course. Yes.
That's another reason why you should be using ClickFunnels and none of the cloners.
Dang.
Yeah,
Hey, could you put my slides back up? Would that be okay? Because I all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I do have some questions for you. Because all of a sudden I'm like, because I think I'm thinking about time for everyone, but I'm thinking about time for me, right? Because I also have little kiddos at home, and my whole game is how do I play bigger with less time, right?
Yep.
So it's like for me, I'm like, okay, I know the frameworks are real, I know the frameworks are true. So how do I do the frameworks faster and better?
Yes.
So I'm thinking about like we learned swipes yesterday. So so like when in the very beginning we typed in like, oh, I'm a female fitness instructor trying to sell my app. Now I'm trying to think about like each of these steps. So for structure, it's all about sections, rows, and elements. So if I were to say as well, like if I were to add the sentence, like let's say I had already done some research even, and I'm like, no, I know what I want my thing to look like. Or maybe I'm trying to recreate or whatever. Could I be like, oh, I want 2 sections. I want the first section to have 2 columns.
Yes.
And in the left-hand column, I want an image, a button, and a headline, and this.
Yes, absolutely. You can put that in right out the gate from the beginning, right? You can give that context into it right out the gate.
Dang. Okay. So, and then for words, like let's say, we'll have all those things too, but same thing. We would just go back to that other place and say like, oh, I actually don't like that headline. Can you give me a different one?
Yes, absolutely.
What about like font? Like if I'm like, oh, I don't like that font. Can you switch it to Arial?
Yeah, you actually can. As you can see, like in that default design that it spit out, we're actually using multiple fonts, multiple settings. It adjusted the fonts for the template. Like it made a guess based on our design inspiration. So
dang. And same with images. Same thing. I can be like,
images.
I can be like, I don't like that image, or make it with 2 columns in this. I want this font with these sizes.
Yeah.
I know on a big background image.
Yeah, you can do that. Yep.
Okay. Same with color, I'm assuming.
Yes, absolutely. So we can go through and as you saw, it didn't do a great job like trying to nail Peloton's design in this one. So we can go in and be like, no, actually make everything purple and black.
Yeah.
Right. And then have a pass through and it'll update all the colors.
Okay. And what about like, instead of purple and black, like one thing we talk about with the framework is it's important to be exact. So if I was like, no, like I want the footer to be the hex code number 2D2D.
Yes.
2D.
It can set, absolutely. It can set all the color codes. So we're working towards making sure it does every single thing that can be done manually in the editor can be done by the AI.
Okay. And now this is the one that I feel like I'm most excited about because this is actually my least favorite step because it has less to do with design. It's more like, oh, are the buttons hooked up correctly?
Yep.
So talk to me about that. Like, because when we did Russell's, right, what the button needed to do was actually open the pop-up.
Right.
So if I typed in like, hey, can you make sure the button in the top section on the right-hand side that is green, whatever my hex code is, OC392, whatever. Can you make sure that opens the pop-up?
Yeah, you're going to be able to do all of that right now. Yep.
Oh my gosh, you guys can't see my face. I'm going like this. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, and then I'm assuming spacing, no problem.
That one's easy.
I want this to be padding. X, this padding, this specific amount of padding.
Those are some of the things we're dialing in for the defaults right now to try and give a better default too,
Dang.
Are you guys okay if Todd over delivers? You guys fine with that, or
does this feel okay? You
if
guys?
Todd over delivers?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I see people saying like, who has access to this? Oh, so you're telling the only people that will get access to this, that will get this turned on inside of their accounts, are certified partners.
Yes.
Just today. Everyone ClickFunnels have a chance to use it, but we have 2 versions. There's like the one that's active and then the one that's got all the new things happening.
Yeah.
Certified partners get access to the new things, the new context.
Yeah.
They are the beta testers, and then it eventually gets rolled back out to ClickFunnels as a whole. But as of today, I don't even know.
Yeah. So for example, today no one else will have it, but as we roll out like the latest features, they'll get first access. So for example, example, you guys will have access to some of those features where I was like, yeah, they're coming soon. Yeah, you'll be
They'll get them first.
They'll be the first ones to use it. Yeah,
Oh my God. I mean,
And
are
we
you
get
guys
feedback
feeling
from them,
excited
right? Like,
As our
about
certified
this?
partners, you guys are our beta testers. You have a
You
chance to
have
get
to agree
stuff
to help
months
us-
before everybody
yeah.
else, which is
It's
cool.
awesome.
help us dial it in. Tell us how to make it look better. Tell us how to make it
my
work better.
gosh.
Like, that's what we're hoping. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing that I think is exciting. I feel like AI compounds on each other, right? Like, oh, you can hook up the brain with this and this with this. And I think like the updates and everything, it just really will just get better and better and better. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. Okay. Can we pause for a second? Are you guys seeing,
This
again,
is a funnel nerd's dream.
I'm like losing my mind right now. Okay, if the objective of today, right, was race to the 1 comma club. Race. Are you seeing already how with Russell's brain and ClickFunnels AI, do you think that you will be able to reduce the amount of time it will take you to get your 1 comma club award? Yes? Are you with me?
Increasing the quality and decreasing the speed.
Increase quality, decrease
Usually
time.
you can't
Yes.
get something faster and better, but now you can get something faster and better.
And better. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Can I go back to my slides? Would that be really fast? Because what I want to like make sure that this is sinking in for you. Okay, like if you haven't been building funnels for a long time, maybe you should be freaking out because this is amazing. But if you have, you really are freaking out. Okay, so what we have right now is that Russell's brain, the Funnel Hacker Brain AI, that's going to help us build every single piece of copy, every headline, every video script, every whatever, and also strategy, right? Like we can ask it, like, what do I need to do here? What should I do here and there? And then when it comes to actually building it, we have ClickFunnels AI to actually execute on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, think about it. You can design like your entire script for your landing page in a text file with the brain and then copy it over and builds it out.
Guys, I mean, like, I feel like we should say, I mean, we got to give Todd a big thank you for this, right? Like, let's say thank you to Todd.
Team's been working on it.
This is awesome.
It's been a huge effort.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we've unlocked here, you guys, is ClickFunnels AI.
Yeah.
It's all for you. This is amazing. Okay. Well, listen, I have also heard that we need to do a little something else, because I heard that ClickFunnels AI isn't the only thing that you've been working on. Is that true?
That is true. I've been working on another thing actually for a couple of years now.
Oh, it's been years?
It's been years. But
what is it?
I've been using it by myself. Sorry, I haven't shared it with the world.
You've been
until
hoarding.
now.
You've been a little selfish. Okay.
Yes, but it is now ready for the world.
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to let McCall come and pick your brain on this
Yeah,
one. Is that okay?
absolutely, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. Okay, everyone, if you want McCall back on, put McCall on the chat,
McCall,
guys.
let's go.
You can't get rid of me. I'll be back in a second.
Awesome. Welcome back, McCall. Do you have a
Thank you. I'm going to switch
seats? Yeah, absolutely. Whoops, sorry.
Gotta put the light back on. There we go.
You guys having fun yet? Because we're having a good time and we keep adding more stuff.
Oh, no, you're
The
gonna
first
keep
couple days was dropping price every time more fun. Now we're adding more stuff, the more fun we have. So you guys are having fun. We're gonna keep adding more stuff, right? Today you already got the Funnel Hacker Brain to AI. You got the AI Funnel Builder, and then we keep on going from there. We got some more cool things to unlock today, and we're gonna start right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Listen, guys, we were trying to switch around chairs. We're so good.
The most hardwired.
Wasn't gonna work.
What's it gonna work? So it's gonna be great. Okay, so I'm so excited about ClickFunnels AI.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so amazing.
It is.
So now, yes, Todd has been working on something else that we're very excited about. As we talked about, like our race to 1 comma, right? We have this combination of things. We just talked about time. Right now, I want to talk about value. So I want you guys to just brainstorm in the chat with me really fast. What are some of the things that we could add to your Hit by a Bus plan that would make it extremely valuable for your people? Why would they hire you for more than even just funnel building? What are some ideas? Awesome. Yep. Okay. Great. You guys are putting together your Hit by a Bus plan fantastically. Yep, we got emails, we got ads, avatar videography, social media, strategy. Awesome. So with this value add, newsletter, content, Rainmaker, I love it, right? All of these things, you want to kind of think of them as like add-ons, right? So we have our funnel building, and then like, what can we stack on, right? Russell calls it an offer stack. Like, what can we stack on that people will pay us money for, right? What things could we replace in their business? All of that. So I see some of you have started talking about this. What if we could also get our people traffic? What if there was a way to help them get people actually to the funnel, right? Do you think, tell me in the chat, if there was a way to take their leads that are randomly on the internet and collect them in a single location and help them get them to their funnel, do you think they would pay more for that? Do you think? Absolutely. Yes or no in the chat? Yeah. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. All day.
So incredibly valuable.
The lifeblood of a business.
It's literally the lifeblood of a business. So we are going to talk right now, as Todd's up here, we're going to talk about a very specific type of traffic first. But before I pass it over to Todd, I actually want to talk to Russell about this really fast because he is an expert at this type of traffic. He's used this a lot. Yeah. So one of the ways that Russell is gathering leads is what's one of your biggest traffic gatherers?
Not one of, but the biggest one is my email newsletter.
Tell me why.
Yeah. So as you guys know, well, you're on my email newsletter. You probably get emails from me every once in a while. So what's nice about it is if I want to drive traffic, I have to go to Facebook and give Mark Zuckerberg money, or I have to go to Google and give Larry and Sergey money, or I have to give people money to get traffic. Okay. When they join my newsletter, I don't have to give anyone else money. I can write something to my newsletter, I click send, and it goes out to people, right? Now, if you just have a newsletter where you just spam out promotions all the time, people unsubscribe and your newsletter dies, right? And so the best thing is like, how do you create an email newsletter that provides a lot of value? And so a couple of years ago, in all the different brands that we own, we decided like we want to go and actually get somebody to write a really good email newsletter once a week that goes out. So we have like this really good, powerful like newsletter that goes out, and then other times of the week we can sell things throughout the week, but there's one really good newsletter. And so we found a writer. He's a really good writer, and we were paying him $5,000 per brand per month to write the email newsletter.
How many brands do you have?
So we have, I think at the time there were 5 he was working for.
Okay.
So it was one guy. So he was making $25,000 a month off of us. But, and each week he sent one email. But what he would do is the whole week he'd have to go back and he'd research. He's like, what's happening in the industry? What is the unique articles? What are the hooks? What are things that are exciting? What's in the news? What's on YouTube? So he'd go through and find all this data, compile it together, and from that, write this really powerful email newsletter that we then send out to the audience. And so someone would get it. And it's like this value packed thing they get on the weekends. It's like, oh, and there's the links to videos, there's articles, and there's just this really cool thing that our subscribers loved. But it was expensive. Again, it's $5,000 per brand per month because of how much work he had to go in to kind of do the whole thing. And so that's kind of like what we've done for a long, long time. And, obviously Todd and I are business partners in everything that we do. And so he sees the P&Ls. He's like, why are you paying this guy so much money? I'm like, because he's writing these newsletters. If there was a way to make newsletters easy, we wouldn't have to pay him that much money.
Okay, so
that's where I'm going to stop my story.
Yes, pause. Russell, no ruining surprises.
Sorry, I'm getting so excited.
I love it. So, as we all collectively thought about like, okay, how do we serve these people the best, right? We want to give you guys like the highest concentrated hit by a bus plan, basically, right? So instead of saying like, okay, randomly, what things could we add to help them add to their hit by a bus plan, right? We thought about the very best hit by a bus plans. And as we talked to Russell, we said, okay, if they had to add one thing, what could they give their people that they could explain to the client while they're presenting the hit by a bus plan? This will be an extremely high value add to your business. Because remember, during your hit by a bus plan, you say, if I got hit by a bus, if I died, here's what I would have you do to build your business bigger, right? So one of the things that you would tell them during your hit by a bus plan as you're presenting it is you're like, well, you need a way to collect leads. And the very best thing to have to collect leads and to drive traffic to your funnels, to your business, to your website, actually is a newsletter. So what I would have you do, if I got hit by a bus and I couldn't help you, the thing that you should do based on my expertise is you should have a newsletter. You should have a newsletter that goes out every single week that's extremely high value so that your people stick around with you, right? They
build relationships with you.
Yeah, they fall in love with you. Yep. So you're telling your clients this. You're like, you got to have a newsletter, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, man. If you get hit by a bus, I should totally do a newsletter, right? Because Russell paid $5,000 a month per brand, right? And if we just think of per brand, per client for you, right? If you're the homie that he has now hired to write a newsletter, all of a sudden he's like, oh, I got 5 different clients, right? So all of a sudden you now know what to put in your hit by a bus plan to increase your value. Where I know Carson was charging $3,000 a month. It's like, why is he able to charge $3,000 a month? Well, Russell was paying $5,000 a month only for the newsletter. Yeah. If you replace that, right, how much could you increase your price? How much faster could we get you to that One Comma Club award? Now, it just sucks so bad that newsletters are so hard to create.
All the research, all the finding, the writing, the organizing, the curating. It's a lot of work.
The reason why more people don't have newsletters is because it's freaking hard to create a newsletter, right? Including your clients, right? Where you're like, listen, a high quality newsletter is what you need. But there's just not a lot of high quality newsletters out there because they're so hard to create.
Until now.
All right,
Todd, tell us about the side project you've been working on.
Yeah, absolutely. So this side project is all around newsletters, right? So as we've talked about, that's been a big backstory. We've had lots of different people over the years that have tried to kind of launch newsletters, but it's a lot of work to maintain on a regular basis. If you like forget to write the newsletter in the morning, like whatever, like it's just a full-time job kind of to keep cranking them out. And even if you're utilizing AI today to write your newsletters, like it's not fully automated. You got to go still like research, bring in context, bring in articles, bring in details, set the tone, talk about the past issues, talk about who you are, your context, and all of that, right? So the idea was, what if we could just build a platform that automated all of that?
Yeah, I like how you're thinking, Todd.
Will you show it to us?
Yes, I will show it to you. You want to jump in and see a screen share real quick here?
Yes, let's do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. So we decided to call it Daily Draft because it is going to help you draft your newsletter every day, right? Whether it's daily, weekly, you can set the schedules, you can set the times, you can do all of that for yourself. So I'm just going to jump in. I think I'm logged in here. So I'm going to jump into an account here. And you can see, for example, in this one, I've got 2 different newsletters, Spine-Align Weekly for chiropractors and Wrestler Weekly.
Yeah, we started this yesterday. Todd's like, let's do it. I'm like, I'm going to launch a wrestling newsletter. So this is my wrestling newsletter we started setting up. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. So I'll jump into Russell's actually. Let's see right here. If I go in, I can see how it's all set up. I can see my subscribers and issues, the sending schedule, everything that we want here. But you know what would be more fun maybe is actually to walk through a brand new.
Can we create a new
You want
one?
to just create a new newsletter?
Okay.
Nicole, what do you have?
I am going to, my name is going to be Shelby. I'm now Shelby. And I am a fitness coach that helps people lose weight. I was going to say lose pounds. I help people lose pounds.
You lose LBS.
Yes, we lose LBs.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm actually going to put in a topic and I'm just going to kind of have AI suggest a name. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But in this one, I'm just going to click for the sake of the demo and continue through, get it to generate a tagline and a name for my newsletter.
I like that.
Weekly heartbeat for the fitness breakthrough. I love it.
That's better than Shelby came up with on her own. So,
And then I'm just going to set up my email and name. So this is going to actually be able to send through your ClickFunnels account. So if you have email set up in ClickFunnels and broadcast and all that, you're going to end up syncing it. So you can just set it up in ClickFunnels first and then put whatever you've got running for your domain through here.
okay, so can I ask you a question? So if I'm the person building this for my client, would I put their stuff in one of my reseller accounts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
So
cool.
you would have them set up in a workspace and with their custom domain for their business and everything else. So you just come in here and put Shelby and whatever her domain is.
Awesome.
It's in ClickFunnels. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. So once you've got that set up, we can literally just click next and pick a sending schedule for our newsletter.
Again, I was paying the dude for a weekly newsletter. You could do 3 times a week or daily, and it's not $5,000 a month.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. So in this one, let's just go ahead and do a daily newsletter since we can, right?
Love it.
And it kind of spits out some different keyword ideas for you. And ideally, you're going to come in here and kind of dial these in for what your specific newsletter is going to be about.
Yep, I hate workout trends. Kill that one.
You hate the workout trends. You don't want the latest trends.
Wellness. I love wellness news. Let's keep all the rest of them.
So what we can do though is as we're dialing it in, of course you can press AI and AI will suggest some more for you, but I can click right here to preview the keywords and kind of see what kind of articles and news is going to come up based on the keywords I've got in.
Okay.
And this is important for mine because I'm a wrestling newsletter, but I'm like an NCAA wrestling collegiate, not like WWF, WWE, like fake
different type of
wrestling, right? And so I was like, when we did mine, I'm like, kill all the WWE, WWF, like The Rock, like all those guys, get rid of all them, and then like put in all the real wrestling. And so we have finessed it and just started pulling in like the actual stuff I want my newsletter, not the stuff that I don't want my newsletter.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So let's say I was because can I add my own keywords?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can put
So
any
let's
keywords
say
in you
Shelby, Shelby, is a fitness coach only for women. How would we make sure that I was getting stuff that was targeted towards
So
women?
you literally could change all these keywords to be like, women's fitness.
Oh,
as
love
an
it.
Example, then we can click some AI suggestions and it
there you
kind
go.
of adjusted some of them.
Oh, love it.
Some of them you might not want. So you like the generic workout routines, you can
Cool.
delete some of these.
Or could we just add female at the beginning of them?
Yeah, you could add female
Cool.
word at the beginning of all of them.
Cool.
And as you can see, it's trying to update the keyword preview just based on the keywords that you added. So
Cool.
we're changing it and it's gonna show in just a second here. like new preview keywords around it. So,
okay, so let me ask you a question. So the things that it's previewing, see what articles match, are those things that are already on, they're already on the internet.
These are already on the internet. So what we're going to do with these newsletters, one of the best types of newsletters to do in an automated type fashion is what we call too long didn't read, TLDR, right? So what we're going to do is actually format our newsletters in a way where we're going to go find the latest news in the world around these topics, around these keywords, or of course we can target geographic regions, domains, anything we want. I'll show you some of that in a second. But basically we're going to build a newsletter based on whatever has happened over the past week. So it's always timely, always relevant. It doesn't fall behind. You're not doing the generic content week over week or whatever. It's always based on the latest stuff.
That's cool.
And I want to show you this because this is important, right? So you see some of these previews here. I can come in and say more of this, less of this. So over time, you're going to be able to train your newsletter on the type of articles and content that you want, and it'll reject the ones automatically that you don't want.
Let me tell you something that in my mind as now funnel builder, not Shelby, why this kind of newsletter is so cool, because now I, as funnel builder, am not a fitness expert, and I don't have to think of fitness things to say.
No, you don't have to make it up. You don't have to come up with it. You don't have to go
and
ask
I don't
AI.
even have to ask my client. Like I can get the stuff from my client, and then it's not a lift for them either, right?
Nope.
Imagine if your newsletter guy didn't have to ask you any questions. He was just like, let me take care of this, and we'll just send your leads your way. Cool.
So good.
Yep, all day, every day. So once we kind of have this dialed in, we can go through and play with this for a while. Obviously, there's a lot of options here. We can pick categories, like technology probably does it. Maybe you don't want technology related stuff. You just want to focus on health and sports, right? So we're going to kind of do that. We can dial in, just like we were with the AI funnel builder, like we can dial in our target audience, right? And I tried to make everything in this product have the ability to just have AI do it for you, right? So you can always override what AI does. That's like kind of the guiding principle. We're drafting with AI. We're coming up with concepts with AI, but you can always override it and make it dialed in for your specific product or industry, right?
You know, it's an interesting thing too I love about this. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Something that I have found, just like in consulting in general, that makes something feel really high value is like you could do some sort of onboarding call with your people, right? Where you're asking them stuff that you're going to put in their funnels, getting their branding stuff, whatever from them. And you could ask them questions. You could be like, okay, so we're going to build your newsletter. So I want to make sure that we're dialing this in so it's really specific to you. No, for real, you're just plugging in, right? And the AI can even tell you what questions to ask. But you're like, oh, so that we make this really custom to you, it's like, what do you value in a whatever, right? You can ask them some questions and then you can put it into the actual newsletter so they feel like it's really specific to them.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to dial that in here in a second too. These newsletters, we're going to be able to send prompts along as the AI is generating it. So you can put that context in every time the AI generates the newsletter. You can talk about who you are, your value props, all of those things are customizable. So you can dial it in. But first up, we're going to pick curation mode. So manual is what it sounds like. The tool will do the AI things, but you're going to tell it when to do it, what articles you like, just fully manual. Hybrid is where AI is going to go ahead and suggest, it's going to find the articles, it's going to analyze it, but it's not going to just send it automatically for you. It's going to be sitting there waiting for you to edit, curate, dial in, put your own spin on before you press send. And automated is what it sounds like, 100% automated. And the way you can do this is you can kind of set it up where AI might draft your newsletter at 5 a.m. every single day and not send till 9 a.m. So it gives you like a 4-hour window to adjust the newsletter, come in, review it, make sure you like the tone, make sure you like what it's doing before it actually just automatically sends out. But if you sleep in that day, it'll go ahead and send for you. So you don't
I love it. Here's my question. So curation mode, forgive me, I'm new at this. I've never built an AI newsletter before. It's so fun. So curation mode. So because the type of newsletter that we're building is like snippets and amazing things from different articles, right? And we're sending out like the best of the best. It's like the top tips in the news for female weight loss, right? I say, okay, this is the type of newsletter that I'm building. It's the too long didn't read. It's like the very best stuff. Curation mode means which articles are going to compile or be put together, glued together to create my specific newsletter. Is that correct?
Exactly. And it also means like whether or not it's going to just do it for you or you're going to need to step in and help it.
Awesome. So because if I like, women's health, I'm going to say, okay, well, the first time I might do it manually and I might say include women's health every single time. But if I don't like females health daily. If I'm like, that one sucks, cut that one, right? I can say, don't do this.
And you actually can dial in. I didn't go into it, but there's source domains. So I can come in here and say, like, for example, only get news from these websites and don't ever get news from these websites. Or I can say only get news from the top 10% of domain ranked websites in my industry. So there's all kinds of like other settings. Like it would take me forever to go through every single one of them, but you can really dial in exactly what kind of content's getting curated and scraped in real time.
Cool. And you can ask your client too. It's like, okay, are there specific things that you want to include, not include, or would you like me to take care of that for you? Right.
Absolutely.
And then if you need to take care of it for them, the AI does it for you. And if they have preferences, it sounds like you're really hands-on, which is also increasing the value.
Absolutely.
Okay, keep going.
So next up, we've got the writing persona, which is what I was talking about, where it's important to have Shelby's tone of voice, right? Like, how does Shelby talk? What does she like? What does she not like? Does she have kids? Does she not? Like, and you can go in there and actually dial in the writing style and tone right here. And of course, we can actually, instead of FitPulse Weekly Editor, we can name it Shelby, and we can upload an image instead of having an AI image, or you can AI edit and have AI generate images for you, right? All built in inside of this. So we can do that. It saves it. And we've got images it did too to show off. So I'll go ahead and scroll down to that. So it kind of came up with a newsletter icon, as we call it, like a favorite icon for you. And it came up with a header for your newsletter. But if you don't like it, you can press regenerate, dial in a prompt around it, come up with exactly, maybe I want it to be illustrated. Maybe I want it to have other information about my business in it. It'll do it all for you.
So I don't have to be a designer.
Nope.
I don't have to be a copywriter. I don't have to be anything. It just does
nothing at all. It'll all do it for you right here. You don't have to be a prompt master either, right? When it comes to AI. The next one here is called article image style. So your newsletters will have images sometimes associated with articles, and you can dial in how you want those to look. Do you want them to be photorealistic, illustrated, abstract, cinematic? Like you can do all of that, dial in these things exactly how you might want. And of course, we also let you do custom prompts. So if you're a prompt master and you know exactly what to put, just put that right there.
Can I tell you what's exciting about this as well? I think about Stephanie Dove Blake. Like if Stephanie Dove Blake was about to get 1,000 chiropractors, on a newsletter subscription thing that she is doing, right? She's like, pay me $5,000 a month and I will create your newsletter for you. The cool thing about this is, let's say none of the chiropractors had a preference, but you're like, I don't want to send out all of the chiropractors clients the same newsletter just with like different faces on it. We can go in, you can make them all look different.
You can do that. You can also put it for like geographic regions maybe. Maybe you want to focus on news around Atlanta or around Boise, right? Like you could have the newsletter dialed in specifically for that target audience in that industry.
Cool.
And you can curate what they're getting and all the details around it.
I love it. So it feels really custom. And then what you can do, right, as part of your free sample that you're giving people in your Hit by a Bus plan, what you would do to present it to them.
Here's an example of a newsletter.
You could even generate one for them so that as you're pitching your stuff, you're like, hey, as your Hit by a Bus plan, if I got hit by a bus, I'd probably create a newsletter like this. And you show it, it's got their face on it, and they're like, wait a minute, please don't get hit by a bus, right? So I want to do a really quick check-in in the chat. So remember, the purpose of this is for you to be able to increase your price of your services, right? So if you have a price in mind of whatever you are going to charge for your funnels to get you your One Comma Club award, I just want to brainstorm really fast, like how much do you think you could charge a month? A month, for the newsletter. If Russell was paying $5,000, I'd probably say don't start with $5,000 a month for these people, right? But how much do you think you could increase your price for your newsletter? I want you guys to write that in the chat because I want to talk about one other thing before I hear about all of your amazingness. The other really cool thing that this does, I want to come back to Carson and I want to talk about one of the amazing things that he has, which Russell talked about yesterday, which is stickiness, right? It's amazing to get somebody to pay you one time, but as many sticky things as you can add to your services, the better, because they'll pay you month after month after month, right? It's like the reseller accounts. If you're providing their software, they're like, oh, I'm not just going to pay you one time and then abandon it, right? They're like, oh, I would pay you every month. The cool thing about a newsletter is it's recurring. So all of a sudden they're signing up for your services and you're like, I would love to do a monthly newsletter. And after you do the first month,
you must pay me monthly.
You must pay me monthly, right? So we're making sure, Todd created this amazing thing to not only increase the original price, but increase the amount of money that you're making over time because it becomes sticky, right? The stickier your thing can be, the better. That's why we added the reseller accounts. That's why we're adding the newsletter, which is so fun. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else you got?
Yeah. So I'm seeing all kinds of questions, so I'm trying not to get just too distracted. But there are things like when you're dialing in the keywords, you can put your websites as well, right? So if you have specific content of your own stuff, if you have a blog, if you have news that you're putting out, you can put that in there too. So you can base it on your own stuff as well.
I love that.
So that is definitely possible. So now that we saved those
Let's
preferences,
create an issue.
Yes.
we're here, right? This is the dashboard. It's telling you your sending schedule. We have auto drafting pause. So it's kind of telling you every day at 5 a.m. it's going to draft one and you're going to review it and you can kind of send it out if you want to when you're ready.
Love it.
Over here on the side, we just got quick actions around subscribers, editing some of those settings we saw. We can edit the design of our newsletter. So we can jump into this visual editor. This is kind of the structure that we're going to send out in the default too long didn't read style.
Cool.
I don't want to run through it too fast, but we have like what's in this issue,
I like
latest news. This would be like featured story images that are going to get generated. It talks about rundowns, why it matters to your audience. Again, if you give the context of your audience and who the newsletter's for, it'll be able to actually write references and explain. It'll come up with a quote of the day around or quote of the week around your industry that's out there. And it'll insert other articles that are like lower value articles based on its estimates.
It looks so clean.
Yeah, and then I've got some really cool features that I'm pretty proud of too, like these little just like reviews for the emails. The reason why these are cool is engagement with your email is what causes deliverability to go through the roof, especially with Gmail and those things. So the more clicks in your email you can get, the more Google will rank you and show up in people's inboxes. So there's things like that. We have built-in polls. Every issue, it'll come up with a new poll for you, and you can actually survey your people. Like, what do you think? Is this your favorite or is this your favorite?
Here's the fascinating thing.
Click, more people get it.
So what Todd is saying right now, if I were you, I would go to the replay and I would clip that to add to your hit by bus plan, right? So it's like everything that he's saying is the benefit of the client you're selling this to. So if you tell them like, here's what we can do at the bottom of your newsletter. We want to make sure that your emails get delivered, that your deliverability is amazing, right? Because it does amazing things, right? Clip what Todd is saying to add to your hit by bus plan. The same way that we do with swipes where we have like code words. It's like every single thing that he's saying, all the benefits of the newsletter you are going to use to sell your client how much ever you're going to charge to do this newsletter. Right?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Cool.
That's exactly it. And of course, styles wise, I won't go through too many of these settings, but suffice it to say, you can change anything you want, right? I want it to be purple. I want it to be like this. I can basically come through, dial it out like you would expect inside our ClickFunnels editor. So yeah, you can come up with exactly what you want.
I love this interface too. It looks so easy.
Right? It's super easy. Change some colors, change some default settings, like you got some cool styles, but we also have layouts. So layouts are the structure of your newsletter. So I said the default is that TLDR style. You don't have to do that. You can do something else, right? And you can actually build custom layouts and structures for your newsletters as well. And they're all done in what is essentially the AI native version of writing. It's like a text format that gets converted into a pretty newsletter on the fly. So you will come in here and you'll be able to preview what this looks like with your template and your structure. And if you like it, great. If you don't, go ahead and build a custom one just for your specific newsletter and dial it in like you like.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So with the layouts, me as the funnel builder, is that like the only easy one to do for me? Is the funnel builder is the one that you told me? So like, should everybody start with that one?
I think you should start with that one, honestly.
Cool.
And it works in every industry, which I think is a big part of it.
Cool.
Like, because every industry is interested in news. And if you can curate the news specific to your people, you might say that like, there's too many of these types of newsletters. There are, I don't know, 1 million AI newsletters on the internet right now, but every one of them is targeted to someone slightly differently, right? Maybe you're targeting people who are doing AI development, maybe AI copywriting, maybe they're doing sales, maybe they're doing whatever. They're industry specific. So you can still take the news that's around your topic and just have it customized for your specific audience. And inside the layout here, you'll see these custom instructions up here at the top, and that's where you can really help dial that in. Cool. On top of the persona aspect, you can come in here and be like, my people are trying to learn this. This is really valuable to them. And oh yeah, by the way, do a subtle call to action for this product in every single newsletter I send out. And AI will do that for you automatically.
Okay, can we see building the newsletter? I want to see that.
Right.
I'm excited for it.
Let's
grand
let's
reveal. Check out what this is going to do now.
All right, so now that we're here, we can come in and we can just draft immediately. We don't have to wait around for the schedule. We can just go ahead and draft something. I'm just going to click go with AI. I'm not going to try and fill in every little detail.
Yep.
And this is going to take, depends on on how many articles we're pulling in, how long it takes to curate it, somewhere around 5 minutes. So we do have a little bit of time just to kind of wait, but you're just going to see it sit here and update. You can see it's already found a couple different articles.
And the guy that I was paying $5,000 a month for took him 5 days to do this. So
Yes.
he's done in 5 minutes.
Here's the fun thing too. So if we remember this hit by a bus plan, right? So the cool thing is that there's two people that this benefits, right? It obviously benefits the client and it benefits you. If we talk about first why it benefits you, it's the stickiness and it's the increasing value, right? You can charge more for even that one time and you can charge more often.
Yes.
Right? You can charge month after month. So the cool thing is now with your hit by a bus plan, you are explaining the benefit to your client. Now, the client, what you're telling them is, I love how you had the phrase yesterday, and I'm sure before, Russell, of like found money. Let's say they wanted to keep their website and you're like, we're going to do a funnel at the same time. It's found money. It's money that they didn't have before. Now all of a sudden we have found leads, right? Who's going to say no to like, if I could generate leads for you, would you like that? Right? So if we think about what the newsletter's purpose is, really with a funnel, we're like trying to sell them money, right? With a newsletter, we're selling them leads, which obviously leads to money, but it's saying like, oh, well, if you could generate 10 more leads a month, right? Even just with this newsletter, how valuable would that be to you? I think that's so cool.
Absolutely. And it keeps them engaged with you. They're reminded of you all the time.
Yep.
And the open rates on these newsletters are usually extremely high. People just get used to looking at them, glancing at the latest news, getting some insights and going on with their business.
Clip it for your hit by bus plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, so if we switch back over, what you're going to see is it finished getting the newsletters really fast here. It may still be pulling in some more articles, but you can see that it suggested some themes for your newsletter. It kind of goes in, it's like, here's some themes based on these articles that we found today. Here's some maybe coverage gaps if you wanted to manually go back and update and adjust anything. It gives you some insights. And then it gives you a suggested narrative flow for your entire newsletter based on the articles that are relevant today.
Cool.
And then down here, we have some cool little features where I'm going to generate an AI subject line, some suggestions for my subject lines, and we can actually split test subject lines because I like to do everything very data specific and know what's working for the highest open rates.
Love it.
But it gives you like performance suggestions, things that you might be able to do to really dial in this or dial in this newsletter even better. It looks like the page just refreshed itself, so I'll refresh. But yeah, so it pulled in, let's see, 13 different articles right here. It rejected 2 of them based on those insights that we had given it earlier. Like we're only interested in this stuff. So it found a couple and it was like, those aren't really relevant. And then it really recommends 9 different ones out of the 13 that you should definitely put in your article. 3 that it calls must includes, 6 that it calls should includes. So you can see here, it looks like it finished those pipelines. And here we're generating images for every single article that's relevant to your newsletter in real time. And earlier where we were talking about how you can adjust those prompts for the image styling and details and stuff, that's basically where that gets set up and where that's pulling from here. So it looks like it just refreshed because I think it's done. And yeah, so anyway, it's still pulling more articles. So it'll sit here and it'll pull as much as it can before you actually draft it. And we don't have to wait for it to finish for the sake of the demo here, but you can see it's pulled in the 10 best workout apps of 2026. It's pulled in something about heart disease and stroke kills more people, right?
Incredible.
So it's kind of giving you all kinds of stuff. And over time, again, you have things like this star, you'd be like, this is great. Nope, don't like it. And as you tell the AI what you like and don't like, it'll get better every issue.
Cool.
So it'll be like, all right, we don't like talking about apps. So no longer talking about fitness apps. Future issues won't include that. So it's going to learn over time what you like and what you don't like. And then as soon as we're ready and we think we got enough issues, like we can go ahead and hit draft with AI, and it's going to start using Claude, which, as you said,
the greatest
writing,
writing.
your favorite one for writing. So we definitely are using that one. It definitely is great at copywriting. So
Yeah.
So as this is creating, as the funnel builder from start to finish, how long is it going to take me to create a newsletter for a client?
I mean, we did it in real time right now. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Dang.
You're probably like 1 hour setup, maybe get all the stuff
maybe
in
to
there,
get all the
and then it's
correct
done, and then
Yep.
5 minutes a day.
Cool. Yep, 5 minutes a day. And honestly, once you dial it in and you're confident that the quality is where you like it, it's gotten the right type of articles and all that, it can just be autopilot. It can be 100% hands off.
So I don't need to redo this every month.
No, you don't have to do it at all. Once you're dialed in and once you're confident with it, like, you may want to, for your clients, go and spend 5 minutes once a week and just glance and be like, yes, looks good before it goes out. But that's up to you.
Okay, so if you think about how much you're going to charge them a month to do this newsletter, and you're like, okay, well, for 5 minutes every week, how much am I getting paid per minute now to generate these newsletters?
$1 million a minute.
I know, it's crazy. Dang, that's
cool.
so awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's still generating. It takes a few minutes, like I said, but it's
So while it's generating, should we tease up what we're,
Yeah.
The obvious question that people are asking. So Daily Draft is a new tool that Todd built. It's a separate standalone company we're launching. Right now, if you go to dailydraft.com, it's $97 a month per newsletter that you are going to be running.
Yep.
But we thought...
Which is a steal, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Once again, I paid $5,000 per month per brand. So it's like...
Per issue.
Yeah. Which, $97 a month is insane. So we will be launching this. You will see ads for it. It's going to grow. It's going to be a really cool tool. Competitors that are kind of similar to this charge that or more. But we thought, we're here today. Todd's here today. I can twist his arm. How many was like, if you're in the Funnel Builder certification program, that this became a tool that you could use for your friends, your clients, yourself, and you didn't have to pay any extra money for that? How many of you guys would be interested in that? If so, type in "I love Todd" in the comments.
I love Todd.
Somebody, one of the comments said, "Russell used to be my favorite. Now Todd is." I was like, "Oh,
AI tools.
Take it over.
oh man, everyone loves you, Todd." So you guys,
Awesome.
I love
are you
Todd.
willing to do that, to put in your brand new baby, your new company, and give it for free?
Just
for
give it away to everyone?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well,
Okay. So how does that work? How many newsletters can they do? Like
I think what we need, everyone's got 25 to 50, depending on when they got in workspaces, right? Like I think each workspace needs a newsletter. Ooh. Mm-hmm. But that's a lot. That's 25 up to 50 different newsletters accounts.
So if you're charging $100 a month per newsletter, that'd be $2,500
it's
a month.
the same as the 25 ClickFunnels accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing math over here.
Yes, 25 times 97 is $2,425.
So $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
If you were to have this, your pay retail on the site, or if you had 50,000, it's $5,000 a month. You would be paying for this.
Yeah.
So that's times 12 months is $60,000 a year. So you want us to give you a $60,000 a year bonus because we love you. Is that what you're telling me? You guys want a $60,000 a year bonus for free because we love you. Is that what you all want?
a lot of yeses.
It's a $60,000 a year bonus, but once again, you guys wrote in the chat, like how much could you increase your own prices that you are charging forever, right? As long as these clients are staying with you, how much more could you charge and how much more often could you charge it if you had this tool, right? So it's not just like, oh my gosh, I got a free thing. It's like, I have a free thing that now is going to generate me more money than I could without it.
Yeah.
So cool.
All right. Can we throw, Todd, the newsletter's done. Can you throw it back up? Now you can see what it actually looks like to see if you actually want this or not. Our $60,000 year bonus. All right. Here's the newsletter.
So it came up with a subject, add 4 years to your life. Yes, really, maybe.
Great subject line.
We can adjust it, but right here, we're seeing the newsletter header image. It also created an issue image for the header. We can turn that on or off. And again, if we want more headlines, we can split test them. And actually, it'll send, I don't know if you knew about this, it'll send the headline to 10% of the audience traffic. Whichever headline gets the most opens after 4 hours, it'll send to the rest.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can actually over time dial in and figure out what headlines are really getting the most opens for your newsletter. And here you can kind of see what it generated, right? So you can send a test email to yourself, obviously, and see it exactly. But here we've got...
Welcome to FitPulse Weekly.
This week, we're diving into game-changing longevity research that reveals exactly how much exercise adds years to your life. And then it shows what's in this issue, the 90-minute weekly routine. And let's say I personally kind of like emojis in this context, but if you're like, I don't like emojis, add it to your prompt. It'll no longer put emojis into your issues, right? So you can dial in all that kind of stuff. Coming up with a quote of the day. It's never too late to start moving. And then here's the latest issues. So here's the articles that it thought would be most valuable for your audience based on everything we've got in this one. And it says
makes a custom image for it too.
Makes a custom image, so
cool.
no copyright infringement or any issues like that. It's all completely generated on the fly. It talks about that. It talks about key points in the actual article, and then why it matters to your people specifically that are in this. And that, of course, is based on your prompt. So it'll dial in relevant context to your people. Here's another issue that it did an image for. So generally this style does, I think, 2 to 3 different articles with images. And then instead of just having like an endless list of images and articles, it has trending research. So it'll link to other articles that had been found that it thinks are supporting to the main topics of the newsletter. It'll add those in there. It'll add quick hits, which are, again, other related things that it's pulled in. And you can click, obviously, to go to any of those. And then this is actually writes on the fly an industry insight article. This is actually 100% unique AI generated content that's always thematically based focused on the articles that are actually in the issue. So going back to the unique content being generated, and here are our cool surveys, which I'm going to actually click one and see if I can open it in another tab. Oops, actually I probably can't with this keyboard, sorry. And I'll open it in a second here. But then you've got wrap up, so it kind of has a leaving outro message from Shelby
And it's from
at
Shelby.
the end. And did you like today's email? Yay, yeah. So that's it. Like it generated the newsletter on the fly completely. But before I go any farther, I can see a couple things here. I can send now and I can send the issue, but upgrades required. Of course, you guys will never have to worry about that because you got upgraded accounts. But I'm going to click publish to web so we can demo what this actually looks like on the web, because beyond just a newsletter, you have an entire newsletter landing page, like a blog with every single issue of your newsletter publicly available for SEO purposes, for getting more content. For
So you just
finding more-
over-delivered to your client even more?
It's like you're delivering them
over-deliver a
two
lot.
websites, right? You're like, I'm going to
Yes.
build you a funnel and I'm going to build you your own newsletter site.
Blog.
Yeah,
Yep.
blog. That's amazing.
Yep, and you can see it here. It's the exact same content we were just looking at, all on the page, all SEO friendly with optimization, so Google can hopefully find it. There's the survey. Now I can show you the poll now that we're on the website. I can show you here. I voted on this. You can see the results percentage-wise. How are other people voting?
Cool.
That kind of thing. Yeah, and then I can even go, if I go back here to the home page, you can see I can dial this in with styling options and headers and all that, like you would expect. But people can opt in right here to your newsletter.
Cool.
I can even set teaser permissions. So like I could just show like a teaser here, and it requires opt-in to actually view the whole article, which is a great strategy to get people to actually opt in instead of just viewing your free content forever free.
Cool.
And yeah, I mean, that's a quick little run through of
Dang.
all the core features, I think.
That's amazing.
First
Okay.
off, Daily Draft's insane. Second off, the fact that you guys all get Daily Draft because you're a certified partner for free times 50 accounts is
That's a lot.
amazing.
It's wild. Guys, so in the chat, just coming back to this race to 1 comma, it's like, will this get you there faster? Yes or no? Is it going to get you to 1 comma faster? Yes or no? Right? Will you be able to charge more and more often? Yes or no? Right? If it's literally yes. It's crazy. Right? And you can start to think about how you're building on things to your Hit by a Bus plan, where you tell them, oh, if I were you and I got hit by a bus, I would build a newsletter. Right? How cool. Can we get this slide back up really fast? Because I know
A couple more. We're not even done yet today. We got some more cool stuff to keep blowing you guys' mind. If you're okay with us over delivering some more.
insane. Yes. Okay, so
We've just unlocked. Todd,
wanna
you want
do
to do the official
oh,
unlocking?
yeah.
Todd's unlocking the
So if I
bonus.
click the right button,
Yep.
and we're on
Daily Draft. We unlocked that bonus.
Incredible.
That's awesome. Which then this next slide, boom, now Daily Draft is something you guys can add to get traffic into your funnels, to build relationships with their list, their newsletter. And it's just an amazing tool you guys can use, which is awesome. So with that said, you guys, let's give Todd a huge round of applause. Let's tell him how much we love him in the comments. This was an insanely cool give that he was willing to do. And yeah, just really excited. Thank you,
Awesome.
man, for everything.
Thank you.
So
Thanks for having me. This is exciting. Love it.
Cool.
We're
Can't
going
wait
to
to
head
see
out,
what
and I
people
think you
build.
have a...
all right, I've got another special guest, another special
Yes.
bonus that we're going to be bringing in here in a second. So thank you, McCall. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate it. All right, you guys ready for some more cool AI stuff? You guys excited for this? So again, the question, if you come back to my slides, the question is like, what are other things we can do to increase the value we're providing our customers, right? So giving them an email newsletter is an insane way you can increase the perceived value of what they're, not the perceived value, the actual value of what you're doing, which means you can charge more, you can do more. But there's other things you can also do, okay? Earlier, I think McCall or maybe Catherine asked, like, what are things you could do that you could give your clients to help them get more, to increase the value you're offering so they can pay you more and you can make them more successful. And I saw a list of 1,000 things come through, but one that came through, like probably half of them, you guys are saying traffic. What if we could offer traffic? If we can add traffic and ads, wouldn't that be even better? Are you even more valuable as a funnel builder if you can help them with ads? Okay. And so the question was like, well, how do you do that? It's kind of a scary thing. And so, you have to go learn ads. You have to figure out how to run Facebook and Instagram and Google. And it gets kind of scary and confusing. And for a long time, like we never went deep in any of the certification program offering this because it was like a whole black hole of like, you have to go learn these things and they're changing all the time and all sorts of stuff. And then probably about a year ago, one of my friends, he created this new software tool and he showed me a demo of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was the first time in my career. I'm not someone who actively runs ads. I have people on my team that run ads and those things just, they're more technical for me. They're overwhelming for me. How many of you guys ever get overwhelmed when you have to think about doing ads and actually running ads? Yeah, I'm the same way. Like that was always overwhelming. Like there's just too many things. You can pull the slides down now. Those parts always like a little overwhelming for me. And so I never did. I always hired somebody. And my friend had this really cool tool. And the very first time the very first time he showed it to me, I was like, I think I could actually do ads now. I could do the creative, I could do everything. And that was kind of it. And so I had a chance to play with him. It was really cool. And over the last year or so, I've been watching him develop it, and he's getting better. He's got tons of customers, everyone using it. And I thought, as we were preparing this, I was like, one of the holy grails, if you can provide traffic to your clients, like it's one of the things that will increase the value of how much you charge them monthly more than anything else. And he has this really cool tool. So I thought, how cool would it be if he came and showed you guys this tool? Maybe it's something you can use inside your arsenal. And so I'm hoping, let me get a thumbs up my team, is he's here. He wasn't able to make it in person, but okay, he is here. So I'll give you guys some real quick context. He's someone who's had a lot of success in the marketing world. The first time I think I saw him, one of the first times was at Funnel Hacking Live, getting an award, and I started getting other awards, started showing up everywhere. He's a great marketer. He's a great person. He treats his customers amazing, and I have a lot of respect for this guy. And a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I called him and said, would you be willing to come and do a demo to show everybody this? And he said yes. And so we're going to show you guys a really cool tool that'll give you guys the ability to be able to offer traffic services as well, so you can increase how much you guys charge to your clients. And so with that said, I want to introduce you to my friend, Blake Newbar. Blake, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, super glad to have you here, and grateful for you being willing to share this, because as you know, we were talking back and forth, like everyone who's gotten the certification program, like they're building funnels of people, they're doing these things, but this is what the one piece they don't have, and I didn't know how to teach it or show it, and until I saw Rocketeer and how you guys made the software, I was like, this is something I think anybody could actually do and add as a service. So thanks for being here. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit, and then maybe show us behind the scenes of how the software works?
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, guys? My name is Blake Newbar. I've been in Russell's ecosystem since day one. Literally changed my life, changed my business. He has this saying called "Do what Russell." Well, we have this saying as funnel hackers called "Do what Russell says," and legit, if you do what Russell says, your entire life can change. Okay, I was brand new to marketing, didn't know anything, had no traction, nothing was working. Found Russell, and my entire life literally changed. So I bow down to you, Russell, the king of funnels.
That's too funny.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here, guys. I want to show you something that I think is going to blow your socks off, literally. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and, if I can share my screen here, I don't know if I need permission.
Do we need to get permission on our side, you guys? Okay, they say 1 second. They're turning on the permissions.
No worries. Anyways, yeah, I got something really excited to show you. I think it's going to help you with what's been going on the last few days. It's going to be really exciting stuff. And yeah, I'm pumped. Okay.
So, how we going?
All right, let's see here.
Okay, they give a thumbs up.
We are good. I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Boom, there it is.
All right. Okay, everyone good? We see my screen? Throw in the chat. We can see everything? Okay, great. So you finally have everything you need to become a funnel building genius, literally becoming a certified partner. That's how my career took off. Okay. And if you haven't become one yet, I think what I'm about to show you is going to push you over the edge. But you might be wondering okay, well, now what, right? Well, the second a business has their funnel set up, what's the very next thing they need? It's no surprise anymore, right? We've been talking about it the last 45 minutes. They need traffic. Okay. They literally need traffic. But for the longest time, ads were really complicated. Paid media is the way to scale a business from zero to hero. Okay. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever tried to run Facebook ads or ads in any nature, it makes you kind of want to pull your hair out. It is insane how complicated it is. It's like learning calculus blindfolded. Okay. And we got to a point, my business partner and I were like, there's got to be a better way than going through this process. So we went out on this journey and we created a software called Rocketeer. And if you want to think about Rocketeer, just think about it like the ultimate ads made easy software that can literally send traffic to any website within minutes. Okay. That is not an exaggeration, within minutes. Okay. And the best part is there's no experience needed. We made it for people like us. It gives people like you and me a chance, okay, to go to businesses or launch our own offers and actually get people to see it and purchase from us, which was the biggest headache for the longest time in this online space. So it levels the playing field completely. So if you feel like I don't know how to run ads are scary, this is why we created this software. Okay. And this is inside of Rocketeer. I'm going to actually go into a demo of this in just a few seconds. It's really cool, really easy. Okay. But before I do that, I want everyone to understand something very simple. ClickFunnels and Rocketeer is like the ultimate combination for success. If you can think of like ClickFunnels as like this insane supercar, okay, like the world's greatest supercar, and I can vouch for that. I've been with ClickFunnels from day one. Think of Rocketeer as like the turbo fuel to make this thing go like 1,000,000 miles an hour, okay? Because every single funnel that you create for a business or a client needs traffic. And if they need traffic, what better way than using Rocketeer, which is hands down the easiest way to deliver it, okay? And a business doesn't just need traffic once, okay? That's what we're talking about here. What are other services you can provide to increase your revenue? Well, the beautiful thing about traffic is that they need it every month, all year long, constantly, okay? So month one, you could be charging 2, 3, 4, all the way for an entire year, year after year after year, okay? So I don't know about you, but I do some dream math sometimes. When we had our ad agency, I was like, wow, if we like charge $2,000 a month or $1,000 a month and we get 5 clients, what does that mean for a year? It's literally life-changing money. And that's how we started viewing it, because you can now have recurring revenue when you offer traffic for someone. And trust me, businesses will be begging to pay for this. With Rocketeer, every funnel you build becomes a monthly source of income. So if you're building funnels for a real estate agent, for a doctor, for a dentist, for any type of local business, for an attorney, for an online marketer, a coach, a consultant, I mean, literally you name it, okay? You can now charge by using Rocketeer, all right? And if you're wondering like, Blake, does this work for every type of business? Yes. If you need customers, which is the point of business needs customers, okay, it works for you. These are actual businesses right now running ads inside of Rocketeer, from fitness apps to weight loss to jewelry. I mean, you name it. We have life coaches. We have custom travel tours. We have action figures, email marketing softwares, real estate loans. We even have a person, I can't even make this up. They're selling animal tracking flashcards, and they are running ads and having success. So if you're wondering, does it work for every type of business? The answer is yes. So you want to see a demo? Let me know in the chat if you want to see a demo. Just type in the word demo. I'm going to dive right into this if you want to see one, okay? All right, I see the chat funny. Let's jump right into Rocketeer right now. So here we are inside Rocketeer. All right, pull my screen up. All right, this is Rocketeer, okay? This is the actual where it starts, the survey, and we are gonna create a campaign. And all you have to do is click this button right here. You tell us where you wanna launch ads. We're available on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, we have some secret platforms and some really cool stuff coming in the future. You click continue. You tell us, hey, what type of campaign do you wanna launch? And remember, guys, I'm not an ad expert, and this thing made me become an ad expert because it does all the heavy lifting for you, okay? So you tell it, like, do you wanna do a standard campaign or a retargeting campaign? So I'm gonna do a standard campaign. It's the first time I'm gonna launch a campaign. Let's just do this. And here's where it gets really interesting. Now, my business partner and I, we had a Facebook ad agency for like the longest time. And one thing we learned about different types of clients and customers is that when you set up a campaign for an e-commerce store versus a software versus a real estate agent, there's different settings and knobs and buttons to kind of twist, pull, and turn. And as a result of that, it can make it difficult to set up a campaign. You just don't know exactly what to do. So what do? We made it simple. All you have to do now to set up a campaign is tell Rocketeer what type of offer you're selling, and then that's it, and it's completely done. So let's say, for example, I got a client who wants to market their book online. Okay, maybe it's an ebook. I'm gonna go to info product because it's an ebook. You can watch a video here. This is Ace, my business partner. Okay, he will teach you more information about Rocketeer throughout the entire software. Okay, I'm just gonna select this campaign. And then right here, I'm just gonna say, okay, do I wanna generate leads for this ebook or make sales? Let's say I want to generate leads. I just want more people. I got a client. He has an ebook. He wants more leads. I'm going to do that for him. So I'm going to click on continue. Now it's going to recommend a budget. Okay. $5 all the way to $100. And of course you can do a custom amount, whatever you want to do, whatever the client's comfortable with. I'm just going to do $10, make it simple. Click on continue. Special ad categories, basically everyone's going to be no to this, okay, unless you're doing something political or social, okay? But the answer is just no. It's just Facebook makes us do this. And then you're just going to name the campaign. This is cool. This is the one I named for Russell, so we're going to keep this going. All right, and that's it. So that is your whole campaign. You click this button, create campaign. Rocketeer takes all that information, okay? It puts it through our algorithm, and it creates the perfect campaign for you, okay? And that's it. You're done. The campaign is literally set up, okay? So the exact mechanisms you want set up for that specific business are what they need to be. The last part of this is just creating the ad. So we're just going to go through this again on schedule. I'm going to run these continuously. You can do a start and end date. Like, let's say you had a client that's like, hey, John, I want you to run ads for me for my Black Friday sale or my Cyber Monday sale. You would pick a start and an end date to run those ads. They start at a certain time, they end at a certain time. Perfect. Most people will probably want run continuously, so we're just going to go ahead and select that. Click continue. Here's where you target your audience. Now, with a lot of new updates with Facebook, they made it really easy. So a lot of times you can just leave this completely blank, which makes everyone's life easier. But for whatever reason, okay, if you're doing a local business, you just click on the local tab here. You type in an address and how many miles you want to target. So let's say you're running ads for a coffee shop. And I don't know, how far do people go to get coffee? Well, if you don't know, you can click on here and see the average amount of distance people will drive for coffee. And then you just put that right here and the address of the coffee shop. That's it. Okay. Now, since we're doing the ebook, I'm going to stick with this. I'm just going to select United States. Let's do male 18 to 63. And let's just say for whatever reason, they like soccer. That's going to load up. When that loads up, I'm going to indoor soccer. Cool. That looks good. All right. You'll see over here, I went on Mascot Buddy. All right. As long as this says good, you're in great shape. You can continue on forward. Okay. Now we have the ads. Okay. So you have 3, 5, 7. You can launch as many ad creatives as you want. I'm just going to start with 3 for the sake of the demo to show you how simple this is. It's going to load the 3 ads on the canvas. I'm just going to start on the first ad. And here we're going to go through the ad wizard and just knock out ads like gangbusters super quick. Okay. So here, this is really cool. You'll see the star in Rocketeer a lot, and it basically means it's a popular ad style for the campaign I selected. So if you recall, I said I'm going to market an ebook for a client. Well, what do you know? Turn pages into profits, and you can see we have a ton of ads. Okay, these are not just like random ads. These are professionally written ads by our team of world-class copywriters have created these ads, okay? And they templatized them for you, okay? So just rest assured you're getting amazing copy. So I'm gonna click on view right here, okay? There's Ace again. He's gonna teach you more about this template. You can see real world examples about it for inspiration. And then this looks good. This turns pages into profits. Yeah, I'm selling an ebook for a client. I'm gonna do this one. Here, you can customize the ad, really simple. Anything in bracketed text, you just change. So in, I don't know, 2026, right? I'm just going to go through this real quick. Niche plus accomplishment. You might be like, I don't know what that means. Well, don't worry. We put examples just in case you can see what we're looking for. And by the time you're done going through this in a couple minutes, you just click save and continue. And now you have your ad copy done off the table. Okay. So look at this as like a paint by numbers. We're just going to go through this. It's like Legos, like building a house. Well, the next question, a lot of business owners and myself included, every time we launch an ad, I'm like, dude, I have no idea what we do for the visual. Do we do a video? Do we do an image? If we do an image, what kind of image do we do? I literally, like every time we launch an ad, it's always the mystery. So we wanted to completely eliminate that. And what we do now is instead of you having to decide what type of image to do, you just pick from the different visual style concepts that we have in Rocketeer. So maybe you want to do a before and after image. Maybe you want to do a comic strip or an infographic. All you have to do is click on one. Okay. You get instructions on how to do it. It's super easy. Okay. You see difficulty level easy. You get examples of what an ad image looks like when someone selected grab a prop, and then you're done. Okay. I already have some ready to rock and roll. I'm just going to throw one up here. Let's just do this guy. Sure, that looks good. And boom, now we have our visual, okay? See where I'm going with this, how easy with this? Like in the chat right now, do you think you can do this? So just going through this entire thing, save and continue, you're done, okay? Now the headline, same concept, right? Different styles of headlines. We have a ton to choose from. I'm just gonna select one that's like recommended, again with the star. Cool, this looks good. Unveiling the secrets behind dating online, right? Maybe it's a dating ebook. Save and continue. Okay. And you can see it's building out the ad over here. Okay. Now the button. Now, because we know the style of ad, we're going to recommend the most prominent buttons that should go on the ad itself. This is going to be a download. It's an ebook. Maybe I do a download for the client. Save and continue. Next, we put our URL. Where are you driving traffic to? That goes right there. The display link, that's if you want to put a nice little branding link like right here. It's totally optional. I usually leave it blank, but some people like to do it. And then save and continue, okay? And then just name it. Computer. Save and finish, okay? And that's it, you're done. Your ad is done. What I like to do, because I'm super lazy, all right, I just delete these. And then what I do is I clone these, okay? So now I can have a bajillion ads right here. And then all I have to do is edit them. And then when I edit them, I just change something about it. Maybe I change the image, maybe I change the text, maybe I change the headline or the button. So by the time I'm done, I have 3 unique ads. All right. Then I just move on to the pixel. If the pixel is basically how we track ads, how well are our ads converting? And this is why you do a pixel. So if you're like, Blake, dude, I don't know how to make a pixel. Don't worry. Ace is there again to guide you on how to set up a pixel in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Once you do, it's going to pull up right here. You're going to select it, click continue, and then you're done. That's it. Okay. I click this button right here, launch my ads now. I confirm it. This sends over to Facebook and I now have a live campaign. All right. So how cool is that? Now, let me show you what's even cooler about Rocketeer. When your campaign is live, which let's just pretend I just launched that, okay, you're going to see it right here on your dashboard. And I'm going to go ahead and click on view ad sets inside of this. Now I'm going to click on the results. Unlike Meta, if you've ever been inside any ads manager in the world, it's pretty miserable when you're looking at the data. They give you like an Excel spreadsheet, and I don't know about you, but I cannot look at numbers like that. I go insane. So what we wanted to do was turn that whole data environment into a very visual experience. So at least people like us can really understand what's happening. So not only do you launch ads in Rocketeer, Rocketeer tells you how well your ads are doing. So you're not guessing like, does $6.89, is that good or bad? Don't worry about it. Up at the top here, we're going to tell you how well your ads are doing. You can view more stats right here if you want to see all the different stats of the ad. You can delete ads, clone ads, pause ads, add new ads. I mean, you name it, you can do it inside of Rocketeer. Okay, it's literally limitless on what you can accomplish. Okay, so Rocketeer works for absolutely any type of business, no experience needed at all. You can get campaigns live in minutes for clients, all right? It's predictable monthly income, which I don't know about you, that's the number one thing to turn a business on hyperdrive is getting that recurring income. So one-stop shop, super important when you're going and getting clients. If they know that you can do it all, it's the biggest relief as a business owner. Okay. When we hire people and they can just do it all, we're like, oh, this is great. Like it makes our life so much easier. So it makes you a one-stop shop as well. And it works even with small budgets. Okay. So with Rocketeer, your customers will be begging to pay you to send traffic. It's basically like the easy button. All right. But wait, okay. Wait a second. If it's okay if I show something else, that's not all. Okay. Here's the best part. You're going to be one of the first. I hope everyone's paying attention right here. You're going to be one of the first in the world to see this. We have not shown anyone this. Okay. I've been honored to be on here today with you to reveal it for the first time. And I can't be more excited to talk to you about what we just introduced inside of Rocketeer. Okay, so if you recall how easy it was, in the chat right now, like type in, did that seem easy? Type in easy if it seemed easy to launch ads. Like I literally just went through a campaign in like 5 minutes. Okay, if that alone seemed easy, let me know in the chat because I'm about to blow your minds by making that easy 1 trillion times easier. Okay, let me show you what we've been working on. We have now implemented AI in all of your ads will be powered, created, and monitored using AI, which basically takes you, like, you know what it's like? Instead of you driving the car, you're like in a Tesla right now and it's self-driving. And you just kind of control, you facilitate it. You're not over there like holding the wheel and pressing the gas and turning on the turn signal. You're just sitting back. And when you want to take over, you can do that. And that is what we have implemented now inside of Rocketeer. So check this out. Here we're on the dashboard, and if you call that manual builder, well, guess what? When you click on create right now, you are going to go to an actual AI builder. And instead of setting up a campaign the way I showed you, even though that's super easy, and you do have that option to continue to do that, all you have to do now, go to your client, get the URL they want to send ads to, and tell Rocketeer what you're trying to do on that page. So for example, let's say I get a client, Social Profit Machine book. This is one of our offers. All right. And I want to sell more physical books, not ebooks. I want to make sales. I click this button and I'm done. Literally, I'm done. There's nothing else I need to do. My ads will now be created. When it's done, it brings you to a screen that looks like this right here, where you just click view campaign. You can see this is my actual website. These are the ads we will be running to. And then once you click on that, it's going to bring you to your actual ads. So we just created 2 ads. You can see very good copy. This isn't like traditional. I don't know if you go through AI, sometimes you just get some wonky text. Okay. This is really good copy. Our entire algorithm and system has been set up for 6 months. We've been training it, working on it to take that URL, take all the information on that URL, formulate it into marketing terminology, and create amazing ads out of it. Even the images. Okay. Social Profit Machine. That's the name of the book. Okay. Profile visitors to equals hidden gold mine. The entire concept of the Social Profit Machine is to teach you how to get profile visitors and turn them into revenue. I did not tell anything to do this. I put in a web URL. That's it. Okay. And what's cool about this too, if you're like, wow, man, that's cool. It's so easy. Like we even split test the ads. We tell you which one's doing better. You can create additional ads. All right. So like, let's say you're like, dude, I want 4 ads. Okay. Click on the button right here. And then we ask you, would you like to create an ad with AI or the templates? So you saw the templates already, but let's say I want to use AI. So I select AI. Look how cool this is. These are all the different ad concepts and frameworks that have been tried and true, tested again and again and again to deliver results. So you get to go to your client now, and instead of you sitting behind a computer going to Canva and designing an image and maybe outsourcing copy, if you're scared and don't know how to write copy, like I'm terrible at writing copy, like horrible. Okay. You can now go here, all right, and literally select one of the actual visual style kits, and all you do is click on it. Like, let's just do a raving review. Okay. And I click next, and it's going to go ahead and build that. And when it builds that thing, okay, it's going to make that image right here. All this is doing right now is doing the exact same process it did before. It's going to the client's website. It's going to find raving testimonials. When it finds those testimonials, it's going to formulate it into ad copy, headlines, hooks, and images. And when it's done, it's going to place it right here on the canvas. How cool is that? Okay, like I'm not doing anything, but I kind of look like an expert with this because of how good the software does it all for you. You can edit ads, you can do all this stuff, change the copy, upload images, videos. You got headlines, buttons. I mean, literally you name it, you can do it. And then once you're done and you're happy with everything, all you do is click next, okay? Look how easy this is. No longer do you have to build a custom audience or who you're going to target. We're just going to use AI targeting via Facebook and our algorithm to send to Facebook. Done. That's it. That's targeting's done. Like I don't even have to tell what customers to go after. It's going to do it for me. We're then going to make a recommendation based on how many ads. So since we have 3 ads, we're going to recommend $25 a day. You have carte blanche to say, no, I want to do $5 a day. Sure, go for it. Click next. Launch my ads now, start or end it. All this should start looking pretty familiar. Okay. Select a pixel, probably looks pretty familiar again. I'm just going to select a pixel, click next. Okay. And I'm done. I am done. The entire campaign is created. Here are the 3 ads I just made. Okay. Here are the settings. Here's the campaign. Here's the audience. I did nothing. Okay. I clicked like 4 buttons. All right. And it's got perfect ads written for the Social Profit Machine book that we have, ready to rock and roll. I click launch campaign right here. I click launch my ads now. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. There's nothing else I have to touch. Okay. And that's the beauty and the power of AI, which is what we're learning here today, right? Is like, how can AI make our lives easier? Because I don't know, I saw earlier in the presentation, like, are you kind of the scared person? I'm kind of the scared person with AI. I'm like, oh God, there's so much AI happening every single day. And then when I realized that we can make everyone's life easier by implementing it in a software to make such a complicated topic now simple, I started to become the person that was no longer left behind Larry, I think it was. And I'm like the excited person now. It's like, I can't wait to see what AI does. Okay. And that's it. So I got to tell you about Rocketeer. Let me stop sharing my screen here.
Yeah, we can see you.
You can see me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you about Rocketeer. I got to show you Rocketeer. But that's like not enough for me. I feel like I would be doing it and Russell, you have full carte blanche on this one. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if we didn't give them Rocketeer. Ooh. So I have an idea. If this is cool, we were thinking for anyone who became a certified partner. Okay. So you've got to become a certified partner, which that's where I started. That was the launch pad to my career. I was thinking, would a month be good? Anyone in the chat, free month or 2 months? Would that be good? What about 3 months? 3 free months of Rocketeer, which is a huge value. We charge differently for the manual builder. We charge differently for the AI builder. I think we give everyone everything for 3 full months. Is that cool with you, Russell?
Dude, I think that'd be cool. I think a couple things, like when you first demoed this to me, you showed me the first demo similar. I was like, this is amazing. I feel like I could do it. And then when you showed me the AI one, I was like, This is insane. You just give them a link to the funnel you built or give them a link to their current website and it does it all for them. So I want you guys thinking about this. Like, again, we talked about when you're trying to get clients, like increasing the value, like coming to them from your, I got hit by a bus sales call, right? And like showing them like, hey, I actually built 5 ads for you, 10 ads for you. Like imagine how it blows their mind, like having this as a thing. So I think 3 months is insane. I know this is your company, it's not mine, but I would also like to like match that. So if you're willing, like I will pay you for them to have an extra 3 months on top of that. So basically if they could get 3 months free from you, I pay for 3 months, they get 6 months. That gives them enough that in 6 months from now, they've made enough money that like the monthly fee for them continues Rocketeer is like, it doesn't even matter, right? It's just like, it becomes free at that point because it's making them so much money. You cool with that if I match it?
Say less. So everyone knows I grew up in the ClickFunnels ecosystem my entire life. I mentioned this earlier. My life was changed from ClickFunnels. And I can't stress enough that being here right now is the first day to the rest of your life. I would gladly add 3 additional months. Let's make it 6 full months to use this entire system. And again, I'm not holding anything back. There is no tier pricing on this, none of that. You get full access to everything we have. And here's the best part. Here's what I also do, Russell. Over the next 6 months, every additional feature we launch, we're going to include that as well.
So cool. Oh man, so excited. Okay, how about this, guys? I want to give this bonus with a deadline though, because I want you guys moving. I know that, in fact, I saw some in the comments while you were showing it that like, I've been in this training. I do not want to be a certified partner. I don't want to build funnels for other people, but like I'm buying this for myself because I want to do this stuff for my own business. I want my own, ClickFunnels account, I want my own Rocketeer account, like just for myself. It's like, even if you're never planning on building a funnel for anybody else, you still need this, right? So let's do this. So they get 6 months of it, but let's say if you buy before midnight tonight, if you wait till 12:01, we go back to the 3 months. And then if you buy the next day, we'll just get rid of it all. That way, it's putting you guys a little uncomfortable pressure for you guys to go figure out how to do this. Because again, one client pays for this thing for the rest of your life. And after that, everything is just pure profit for you guys. You have to understand that. I'm sure, Blake, when you first got started and came into the ClickFunnels funnel hacking world, it was probably scary the first time you invested in something, right? But like now you're, 9-10 years into it. Like how has that initial, investment transform your life? I'm curious.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I saw a presentation. Your event literally it changed my life. I remember it was Myron that had this presentation and he's like, it's a little uncomfortable at first when you're investing in something, right? Like I even get that moment of like, oh gosh, I don't know, you get a little bit of that buyer's remorse. But then I saw something very pivotal to me. I remember Myron being up on stage and he was saying, he had this like cool story about these baby eagles falling out of a nest, right? An eagle falls out of the nest, mom comes up, mama bird comes down, saves the eagle, puts it back in the nest. Baby eagle falls out of the nest again. Mama bird comes down, grabs the eagle, puts it back in the nest. And then one day the baby eagle falls down, but then just starts flapping, right? And like starts going up. And the point of the story was you have to feel like you might be going down a little bit to go back up sky high. And I remember that I took that and I ran with it. And as a result, our business was able to go from zero, from nothing, from just getting started. I was building funnels for clients, hoping someone would take my services, to accomplishing every single ClickFunnels award imaginable. And it's because you have to invest in yourself. That there's no way around it. So as scary as sometimes it might feel, where it's like, I don't know, it is 100% the one and only decision to take you from where you're at to where you want to go.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate it. First off, thanks for building Rocketeer because it's an insanely cool tool. Thank you for giving these guys 6 months to be able to use it for their clients, for themselves. And thanks just for being awesome, man. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. A lot of people, if I was to message them, a week 4 challenge, like, hey, would you be willing to let our people have your software? You're gonna be like, no, that's insane. But your heart is so cool. You're just like, yes, let's do it. I want to serve them just like work for you as well. And so just grateful for you, Ben, being willing to share that. So everyone in the comments, if you can tell Blake that you love him, you're grateful for him, you're pumped for him, you're grateful he made this cool software, that'd be amazing. And Blake, man, if I can ever do anything for you in the future, please let me know, man. Thanks for hooking up all of our people in such a really cool way.
It's my pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
Very cool. All right, everybody. So with that said, let's throw our slides back up. This offer stack keeps getting better and better. I think this might be the greatest offer in the history of all time. Here we are now. So you've got everything. You have the ClickFunnels lifetime access. You got the funnel builder certification program. You got the agency accounts. You got offer seekers. You got Gear. You got the trading funnels for equity. You got the Rainmaker Labs. You got the AI funnel builder. You got Daily Draft. You got the funnel hacker brain. And now you guys also have 6 months of Rocketeer. But again, we call this an exploding bonus. It disappears. It explodes explodes. It goes from 6 months down to 3 months if you do not buy before midnight tonight. People are asking, midnight what time? East Coast, West Coast? Why are you waiting until the last second? Just go get signed up right now. You don't have to wait till midnight, like, should I do it? Like, you know you're going to do it. You know you want to do it. You know you need to be here. You know this is the community. You know this is your peer groups. This is your new career. This is like everything you want is here in this one spot. Why would you lose that? Think about the energy, the excitement, everything you've been feeling for the last 3 or 4 days. Like, you know, on Friday, this is going to kind of dwindle a little bit. This weekend, we have a Money by the Weekend challenge. Monday, we have one last big old show. And then like, if you're not part of this, like, you're kind of on your own. I hate that because it's like, I know, like, you guys have transformed in the last 3 or 4 days. And like, you have the skill, so you have to understand, you know what it's like now. Like, you will, for the rest of your life, if you don't take advantage of this, thinking about it. Like, what if I would have done that thing? What if I would have done the thing? What if I would have done it? I remember, before we launched ClickFunnels, so this is over a decade ago. I was doing this event. It was a little mastermind event. We had about 100 people in the event, and it was the very first time I was able to show people ClickFunnels. So I did the whole event. In the very last session, I'm like, "Who here wants to see ClickFunnels?" And what are you talking about? So I opened up on the big screen and I demoed it. I moved things around. I drag and dropped, and people were freaking out. Right? It was the first time anybody publicly had seen ClickFunnels. About 3 months after that, we launched ClickFunnels, and the next decade, you know what happened. So last year's Funnel Hacking Live. There was this lady that came up to me, saw me in the hallway. She runs up to me. She's like, "Hey, do you remember me? Do you remember me?" And I was like, "I recognize your face. I can't really remember." And she told me her name. And she's like, "I was at the event when you first showed people ClickFunnels." I was like, "Oh, like, yeah, I vaguely remember." Like, yes, I do remember. I remember doing that. I remember you being there. Yeah. And she's like, "It's really hard for me." She's like, "I'm here right now." She's like, "I was there before everybody. I was the first person to see it. And I didn't do it." And she's like, "It's 10 years now. I'm coming back and I'm seeing what happened. I'm seeing thousands of people winning 2 Comma Club awards and changing their life and building companies and like all this stuff." And she's like, "And I missed it." And she's like, "Now I'm here. I'm 10 years late, but I'm trying to figure it out now." And I think about her, and I was like, man, I wish I could go back to her 10 years ago and like sit down with her and be like, what is it going to take for you to believe me? Okay. You know, the Chinese proverb, like, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Like, that's how she felt. And then I was just like, what would I say to her? Like, what would it be like? How could I have gotten her to get uncomfortable a little bit to take that? And then imagine her life for the next decade. Like the trajectory of her life would have changed forever. Right. Tony Robbins, talks about, he has an event called Date with Destiny. Right. And the premise of that is you come to this event and it's the Date with Destiny where before your life's going this direction. And by doing this event, it shifts you by 3 or 4 or 5 degrees. And then you look at your projection 5, 10, 20 years in the future, how much different your life is. And for her, it's like, she told me, she was tears in her eyes, just like, man, if I would have understood this 10 years ago, imagine where I'd be today. And I don't want that for any of you guys. You guys are here today. There's a community waiting for you. Your new peers, your new business partners, your new friendships, like they are here. They're all waiting on the other side of this decision. And if I could give it to all you guys for free, I would, but we'd go bankrupt, software would stop working and everything would fall apart, right? We have to charge because that's how the economics work for us to continue to develop and to create and to give you guys offers like this. But I have never, in the 25 years I've been in this business, made an offer that's even a fraction of what you guys have today. And I hope you see that. It's because I'm trying to create this thing because I know what we can do with you if you will take that leap of faith and join us. If you don't, I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't want to see you in a year from now or 5 years from now. Sometime in the airport, you run to me like, man, I was on that the first 1 Comma Club challenge, man. I saw it, but I missed it. I wish I would have done something different. I wish I would have taken the action. So I'm doing everything in my power. Someone who literally feels like I have a moral obligation to help you to say yes to this. We've tried to create an offer that's so irresistible that you can't say no. So, and for a lot of you guys, we've done that. So congratulations, you're in. For the rest of you guys, we're going to keep making this better. There's still more things unlocked. If you throw the slides back, there's more things unlocked in the next couple of days. We're going to keep making it better. This is all the bonuses for today. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a little bit of a break to give you guys the ability who have been sitting on the fence, who find like, all right, I'm in, Russell. Like, if you over-deliver this much, can you imagine what's going to happen inside the program? We'll give you a 10-minute break to do that. And then we come back. And we're going to do some fun Q&A. We've got 4 certified partners who are having success and come on here. They're going to tell their stories. They're like open for Q&A. You guys can ask them questions, stuff like that. I'll probably be here with Catherine McCall. We'll do some more questions. We'll have some more fun for another, who knows? We'll go as long as you guys want to go. It'll be fun. But we're going to give you guys a 10-minute break right now. This is the chance for everyone who's already certified. You can take a sigh of relief, go to the bathroom, get something to drink, come on back. For those who are still on the fence, this is your shot. This is your opportunity. Again, the Rocketeer bonus, it goes from 6 months to 3 months if you delay appreciate your decision. So let's take action. Let's go get signed up. And with that said, we're going to queue up. Here's the offer again. If you forgot what the offer is, there it is. There's all the stuff. Most insane offer of all time. Like, it's crazy. Just go to onecommaclub.com/go get signed up. And that way, when we start running next week, you'll be in the community. You'll be going through, getting your bronze badge, get next one, moving forward. And again, when you get stuck, you get lost, you won't be alone. You will have a community of people who are there, who are able to help you, to support you. I saw so many comments like, I joined so-and-so's program and their coaches didn't care. When you meet Greg, when you meet Miguel, when you meet, you've already met Catherine, like when you meet the people who are in the program, who are running it day by day, like they care a lot. I look at Greg. Greg flew out here to be part of this because he's like, I want to be here when things are happening. I want to make sure that we're there to support people. Like, they care a lot. Greg's been with us since, like, his like best friend was Dylan and Winter, some of our partners that initially built the ClickFunnels editor. So he's been here from day number one, and he cares about your success probably more than most of you guys do. And he's there every single day. Okay, it's not a hired coach who's just there because you were paying him whatever an hour. Like. I don't know. I'm guessing, but I think Greg would do it for free because he loves you guys. He cares about you guys. Miguel, everybody else, like it's an amazing team, and you will find a home here. You will find a family here, and you will find a new identity as a funnel hacker, as a funnel builder, and it's gonna be amazing. So with that said, onecommaclub.com/go. There's the link to go get started. We're gonna watch the testimonial reel to hopefully push you guys over. We'll take a 10-minute break or so, and then we'll come back, and we've got 4 certified partners gonna share their story. We got some more fun Q&A, and it's gonna be awesome. So thank you guys again. Okay, so you guys are asking how it works. So $997, that's the deposit. You go and you put the deposit in, right? And that locks in access. And then after you have that, then the next page, they'll give you 2 options. One is you can pay for full, so you pay the extra $4,500, and then it's done. You don't have to pay anymore. Or number 2 is you can do payment plans. So you're like, I need to do a 3-pay. You put 3-pay, and it does 3 payments. Or if you're like, I don't have the money today, but I will on Monday, cool. Go put the $997 down, and then lock in an email. There's a link in there. Tell our team, like, hey, I'll have the money by this day, and they'll work with you to figure out exactly what it's going to be. And that gives you some time to this weekend sell some funnels, this weekend move some money, or whatever it takes you need to do. But lock it in, because the bonuses keep disappearing, and you don't want to miss out on these amazing bonuses. So go lock in. You send the deposits in, you're locked in. You get all the bonuses moving forward, and you get them locked in that time. So yes, someone says, does it work in Mexico? Yes, it works in every country. Does it work for this kind of business? It works for every business that needs either funnels or customers, which I think is every business. So yes, we have, I was in Japan last month. We launched ClickFunnels in Japan. There's people in Japan doing this, there's people in Brazil doing this, there's people in France and Spain and Mexico, like everywhere. This works everywhere, okay? ClickFunnels is getting better and better at language translation. Like this is the global thing. It doesn't matter where you are. All that matters is that you show up and you dive all in and let us take you by the hand and help you get to the place you're trying to go to. So once again, onecommaclub.com/go. We'll see you guys back here in 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody. What's up, funnel hackers? Welcome back. Hey, I've got great news for you guys. I told you that Greg, who runs the program, is in the other room, and that he probably worked for free if I just asked him. And so I walked over there and said, would you work for free? And he said, yes. And I said, do you want to come and introduce yourself to everyone? He said, yes. So this is Greg.
Greg's like, what's happening? What's happening?
Please send him tips so he can afford his house, because now he works for free.
I'm starting to GoFundMe.
Oh, man. But yeah, you guys, Greg is awesome. He and I were in the program every day. We're learning Russell's stuff. It's awesome. It's amazing.
And Greg, so will you tell your backstory? Because you got started in our world almost like the very beginning, back at the launch of it. Hey, I love people to understand. They understand that you're not like a coach who we just hired last week to like read my stuff and figure this out. You've been here forever.
Yeah. So I mean, really, it all goes back to like high school days. Me and my friends were like building websites, like figuring out the internet, figuring out ways to like sell stuff online. This was like the mid 2000s, so you had to like learn to code and stuff. And one of my best friends got way better at coding than I ever did, and ended up becoming one of the co-founders of ClickFunnels. So I grew up with Dylan Jones, one of the original co-founders, and when things first started popping up, I was actually like, I'd worked with him a bunch in the past. I was like, I'm going to sit out of this one for a little bit. So it was actually like 2 years into ClickFunnels. I was like, all right, this seems really legit now. You're working with some really awesome people, and I want to get involved. So he pulled some strings for me, got me an interview with Brent, and I started in tech support, just grinding away in tickets every day, learning how to use the software. But, you know, been like doing web design and everything since I was a child, basically. And yeah, just caught on really quickly and
And you've been behind the scenes of tons of like 2 Comma Club winners funnels too, like as a builder. So it's not like you're just like regurgitate, but you're in the game doing this as well, right?
Yeah. So I build funnels for people as well.
He's one of us.
Yes.
Might have to build a little bit more since you lost your paycheck. So.
Seriously.
So good. And we thought it'd be fun to grab him and have Greg kind of be part of this. Again, we're bringing in 4 of our funnel builders to interview. And so, these guys spend all day with them, so they know me better than I do. And that'd be fun to have him. And then also, we're going to open up some Q&A as well. So when you guys have questions, again, these guys are going to be even better to qualify to answer most of the questions than me. So we thought, so we're grateful that Greg happened to be in town. It wasn't planned until that 10-minute break to get him out here. So I'm grateful that
would have shaved if I
say yes. Anyway, so real quick, I'm going to throw up slides real quick, and we're going to recap a couple really quick things just so you guys see where we are in the challenge. So as you know, day number 1, we talked about this opportunity, which you guys are pumped about. Day 2, you learned the secret skill, how to do funnel hacking and funnel design. Day number 3, yesterday, you learned how to get clients without closing. You learned how to not get hit by a bus so that the people will actually give you money, but you learned hit by the bus script, which is insanely good. I remember afterwards, like watching the comments, you was like, I finally believe I can do this. It's so cool. And today was all about the AI shortcut. And you guys learned a lot of shortcuts, right? And we're giving you a lot of shortcuts. We're giving you the entire funnel hacker brain to be, happening soon. As soon as I get all ready for you guys. But this is going to give you guys tens of millions of dollars worth of swipe files that you can use as you were writing copy for your clients, right? You saw the new Funnel Builder AI tool, which is insane. And it keeps getting better and better. I cannot wait for you guys to have access to that so you can start building funnels faster. We gave you guys daily drafts so you can start doing emails for your clients as well, which is insane. You got Rocketeer, so if you want, you can start learning how to do the ad side of things for people as well. And so that was the AI shortcuts we want to give you guys to help speed up this process and help you to also increase what you're charging every single client. Which is so cool. As you guys know, tomorrow the focus is going to be on like, how do we go from 1 comma to 2 commas? And there's a lot of ways to do that. We'll talk about those tomorrow. Like some might be just, building funnels as yourself. Some might be like turning into an agency, or others might be like, I don't want to build for other people. I want to build for myself. How do I leverage these skill sets for my own businesses? And so we'll be talking about those things tomorrow on day number 5. Also, the other thing is we want you guys to all win one of these. Okay. We've tried to give you all the tools and the training to be able to get started, right? Now, obviously, I know for some of you guys, like there's a lot of stuff I still don't know. It's like, that's why certification program, go in there and there's more things you'll learn, right? But at the same time, like we want you guys to hit this goal. We want you guys getting it. So we're going to be doing a sprint. We'll introduce it a little bit more tomorrow, but the money by the weekend sprint. Okay. And again, the goal is for you guys to actually make money by the weekend. That's what we want you doing. That's what we're racing towards. Okay. And then, and the goal is after you do it to go back to Backstage Pass and be like, I did it. And we're going to pull 4 or 5 people who do it this weekend and actually have you come live in front of everybody to share your stories. That way, anybody, who knows how many, like 10 people might get 50, might get 100. So not everyone might not have a chance to do it, but we're going to pull a handful of people who actually do the challenge this weekend, actually get their first comma so they can tell you what they did. And that way you have some glimpse behind of like, oh, that's what they did. I even saw, what was the guy's name that you quoted about like Cool Man 92? What was the
Good Man Live 6? Good Man's Live 6364.
Yes, Good Man Live. Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I love him.
I saw
He's
someone while Todd was talking in the comments and literally said, I got no leads before, but I have to buy this. And said, I'm going to go post this thing in every group, just like the Good Man Live.
The Good Man Live. I'm telling you what.
He wasn't a planner. We didn't plan that. He just did it. But it trained you, like, go and start generating leads. And the cool thing about this is, like, you don't have to be a good funnel builder to generate leads.
No.
You don't have to be a good funnel builder to get in 1 Comma Club to sell somebody your services. Okay. After you've done it, then you got to become a good funnel builder. But there's time to do that. Like, those are the things. It's like, go get a client, present it, make a proposal, get paid, and then jump in the program, and we will help you to get it built together.
And that's what we talked about yesterday. When we talked about, like, okay, if you have these questions, we'll cover it in this section. These questions cover in this section. These questions. This man right here is available every day to get questions answered. So let's say you sign a client, right? You do the whole thing. You're like, okay, awesome. I did the hit by a bus. This is what I do. You get your $1,000, and you're like, okay. You start building it, or you don't even know. You're like, I'm freaking out. Greg, literally, you'll be like, this is who I'm building for. This is what we're starting with. Like, he can help you. He can literally walk you through, like, okay, great. We talked about this. Do these 3 steps. You're freaking out. Come on back. I'll be here tomorrow, right?
It's not just me. It's like the entire community. It's like, I haven't built every single type of funnel for every single type of business, but like someone in our community probably has.
Yeah. And so we have him for resources. We come in for events. Like, there's another guy named Miguel who you're going to love. He's in there with us too. He's amazing. But I think you saw, like, if any of you are watching that testimonial video earlier, if you heard it, so many of them talk about like the support, the community. They're there for me. I wasn't alone on this. And it's so much more than like, rah, you got this, bud. Keep it up. No, it's like, literally, you have a tech question? Cool. You're really struggling with this portion? Awesome. You're losing your mind because your client said this. You don't know how to tweak this? No problem. Like, we really are here to help you win in such a supportive way. Yes, mindset. Yes, we believe in you, but also in the, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's both open our accounts together. Click here, click here. We'll make sure we take care of you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You concur?
I concur.
No, it's so fun. And it's I think the coolest thing is just, again, it's the fact that you're not doing this alone.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I got started back in the day, again, long time ago I started, it was so hard for me because I was alone. Like I didn't have anyone to talk to or bounce things off. It's because that took me so long to do everything, every iteration. Everything was like me starting from scratch, trying to figure it out. And it was so hard. And so when we launched ClickFunnels initially and it started growing, but the community was what blossomed. Like everyone came in like, we're funnel hackers, and became like an identity. And from the very beginning, we're like, we want to weave into this community that funnel hacking isn't just about doing your own thing, but it's like giving back to the community, like doing something, but showing other people and helping them. Because like there's a time when you're struggling and somebody who else has done it before can walk you through it. But there's other times when you can do the same thing for them, and other times where so it's like everyone's helping each other at different levels. And it's really magical. I don't see in any other community, any other spot on the internet. Most places you go and people are very much guarded about their stuff. It's such a weird thing. And here it's like, like I've seen people all the time. It's like, I already built that funnel. Here, I'll share a funnel with you. And they share you the template. You go and edit, and you got it. Like they did 90% of the work for me. I just had to edit, but they did it because everyone's in there helping and serving each other. And it's just really cool.
And it was even amazing. Like when I joined almost 10 years ago, right? I remember one of the things that I did is I went to see who were some of the most successful people inside the program. It's a lot easier for you because you can just see what certification level are you. I had to do some digging a little bit to figure out. And I just literally would send them a message and be like, hey, I'm brand new in the program. I want to succeed at this. Would you be willing to get on a Zoom call with me for 20 minutes? And I have 5 questions I'd love to ask you. Mm-hmm. And I did that with about 20 to 25 people because I was like, is there shortcuts, And I'm telling you what, like nobody said no to me. That's what I was most surprised. Cool. Like I learned so much, but nobody said no to me. They're like, certification's the best. This is awesome. Yeah, totally. And I was like, what would you have done different? What are you doing now? Like, what are you using this to do? Like, what'd you start selling? What are you selling now? And it was just amazing. And I think that the community's only grown stronger. I think the support system, I think the infrastructure is like so much more developed out than it was even back then. But I think that is kind of the character of the people inside the program. And I mean, we have a mentorship program inside. Like, it's just amazing. So if you needed help, I think, again, it's anything from tech to can you share a funnel with me? We even had in our group yesterday, we have like a private mastermind channel. Somebody was like, I have too many clients. Like, can somebody help me? and like, would anybody want to help take this person? And you're like, who does that? Like, who does that? Like, hey, like, I don't have time for this, but I want to give it to people that I trust. And I just think that only happens in a community that has just that trust. So anyway, so kudos to Greg because he's made it amazing. And anyway, it's such a great place to be.
Yeah. And I'm excited too, because I think as these new tools we've introduced, like for everyone in the Certified Partner Program, they're learning about this as you guys are learning. We didn't give them a heads up. I was like, this is more fun this way. I'm the king of open loops. So we opened a loop. Like last week I sent them all a video like, hey, be on the challenge. I promise you it'll be worth it. Yeah. That's all we told them. But it's gonna be fun because they're gonna see this. And also like, I guarantee there's gonna be somebody who's like the pioneer who sees Daily Draft Right, for example, and does it and then doesn't like, okay, I charge $2,000 a month to do an email newsletter. This is what I said. This is how I said it. And you'll see someone do it. And then then everyone else will model it and funnel hack it. And then you got 10 people, 20. And all of a sudden, now there's like standard operating procedures, how to price it, and that'll all be developed inside this group.
Well, and talking about the infrastructure of the group, we already have set up weekly training calls from people already inside the program teaching just that. What are you doing right now? What are your offers? What are you selling? And so we'll be able to pull from these new tools for those early adopters. Who are they doing? How are they doing it? For them to come and share to kind of help everybody get along. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So cool.
And not done yet. There's more.
Oh, wait, there's more.
There's more to come. It's insane. This offers doesn't make any sense.
I saw one of the comments my team sent me. It's like something like someone really made Russell mad to make an offer this year. It's like, let's go.
It's coming for blood.
We're over delivering like crazy.
I love it.
Okay, so next up, we want to bring in some people who are in the program, who are doing this, who are having success. We try to find people also who are using some AI stuff as well for today. But we're excited to introduce you guys to some of our guests. I don't know, you want to introduce our first guest?
Yeah, absolutely. I handpicked every guest for today, so I'm very excited for this. Our next guest is Fernando Alvarez Jr. Fernando's actually like pretty new to the program. He's like one of our newer funnel builders and just like came in right out the gate, absolutely crushing it, and was already using some strategies that most of our funnel builders weren't actually using, but all he was doing was what Russell told everybody to do from the beginning. So I'm going to let him share it because it is such a cool story. But
yeah, Fernando, how are you doing?
Hello. Doing 10 out of 10, man. Honored and excited to be here.
So cool. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm in Orange County, California.
Orange County. So cool. Do you want to tell us your story about your experience with the program, what you went through so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of, my journey has a lot of twists and turns on it, but it's a super fun story. It all started when I wanted to become a professional magician. Super random, but I wanted to be like the next Houdini and David Blaine. And so as a part of that, I started Googling like, all right, how do I do marketing for myself? How do I build a web page? How do I get clients? All this stuff. And as a part of all that Googling, I discovered who I consider to be the greatest marketer of all time, Russell Brunson. Yeah. And so I started devouring some of your information. And with the little information that I found from you, I developed my first landing page to market myself. And I actually posted that landing page onto Facebook. And someone on Facebook saw it and they're like, hey, Fernando, that's really good. Can I hire you to build one for me? And I'm like, what? Hire me? Like, I guess. I don't know. Sure, why not? I'll take the money and stuff. And that was actually the beginning of my agency. So I did nothing with the magician business. From that point forward, I just went full on my agency, started devouring all of your books, a bunch of your courses that you had, eventually joined the certification program, and it's been one of the best decisions of my entire life.
That's so cool. How long ago did you actually join the certification program? Do you remember?
I want to say it's going to be 6 or 7 months ago now that I joined the certification program, so I'm fairly new to it, like Greg said.
Yeah, he was actually our fastest funnel builder to hit gold level, which is 100K in sales.
Yeah, which is that.
That's why you see that beautiful trophy behind him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So walk us through the process. So you came in, guns a-blazing 6 months ago, and you're like, I want that trophy. What's it going to take? Because I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing, right? Like, what does that look like? Would you walk us through the process you had to go through to actually learn the skill sets and start tell us the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I feel like Blake Newbar kind of said the perfect motto that I believe, which is just do what Russell says. And so one of the things that stuck with me, Russell, that you said is like, all right, one of your favorite funnels is a webinar funnel. And I forget where you said this, but you're like, if you do a webinar every week for an entire year, by the end of the year, you won't have to worry about money. And I'm like, okay, I am going to commit to a webinar. So I went into the certification program. I went to the tab that said webinar funnels. I went to the other tabs that shared your perfect webinar script and all this other information on it. And I just digested every single thing that I could for webinars, and I'm like, I'm going to do this because Russell Brunson said to do this. And so one of the first things that I did, because I couldn't get paid traffic or anything, was I would actually find Facebook groups and I would DM the admins of those Facebook groups and be like, hey, can I do this free training in your Facebook group for all your people? Like, it's going to be super awesome. I'm going to teach them about this stuff that I'm learning in this program and stuff like that. And the admin, I found one who's like, yes, do this. This is awesome, because they need to nurture their group and stuff like that. And so that's how I got started doing webinar funnels. I would go with these admins, team up with them. They would help promote me in their Facebook group. And then on their Facebook group, I would go live, give a webinar. And for those who don't know what a webinar funnel is, you're basically giving a bunch of free training and value and teaching them some sort of concept, and then on the back end you're pitching up on your service. And this is the funny part too. When I first started, I was super nervous to do the pitch, the stack and close, how you teach, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to sell. People are going to hate me. I'm kind of nervous and stuff like that. So I would go through the entire perfect webinar, giving it free training to this. And then at the end, I would kind of just end with no pitch or anything like that because I was nervous, but it still worked. After the webinars, people started reaching out to me and they're like, dude, you just gave an amazing presentation. You provided so much value. Can you just do this for me? Like, obviously, you know what it is you're talking about. And I'm just like, holy cow, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I didn't even do the pitch or the stack and close. I didn't do it 100% right, and it still worked and stuff like that. So as soon as I saw the light at the end of the tunnel there, I'm like, I'm going all in, committing to this webinar that Russell taught and stuff. And so I just continued doing webinars anywhere that I could. I found another Facebook group and then another Facebook group, and I even got invited to do some live at conventions out there and stuff like that. And so I could thank all my success as a funnel builder and being able to achieve gold certification by just doing what Russell Brunson says, and specifically by doing a webinar funnel for my funnel building agency.
It's awesome.
So cool.
Way to go, dude. I mean,
love
that's
it.
amazing.
I want to stress for everyone who's listening, notice he didn't have to go master 40 different funnel types. He got really, really good at one, right? That's what's nice is yes, you can become a geek like me and try to learn every single thing because you're obsessed with the game, or you can get really good at one, which takes a lot less time, and then leverage that over and over and over again, which is cool.
It's awesome.
So.
I'm actually in an accountability group with Fernando, and we were setting some annual goals. Fernando, how many webinars do you plan to do do
this year? I am doing 52 webinars. I am committing to that for this 2026.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
And I think for those of you thinking like, oh my gosh, well, how did he know to choose webinar? I don't know anything about any of the types. If you just follow the micro challenges inside the course, don't worry, we'll help you and know. So for those of you wondering, how am I going to decide? Just don't worry, we already thought about that.
No guessing involved.
Exactly. We'll help you. We'll help you to figure out what you want to specialize in. It's going to be wonderful.
What's really cool too with Fernando is he mastered webinar funnel for himself, but what he's selling, he's also selling a package with a specific type of funnel for his clients. He's templatized that funnel. So every client that he's selling the funnel to, it's just over and over again, just rinse and repeat, swap out a few things here and there. Actually, Fernando, if you want to talk about that a little bit, it's really cool.
I absolutely love talking about this. So hopefully I can talk about it and stuff, but I love calling myself a productized funnel builder. And so one of the marketing techniques that I learned early on is called this rule of 5 ones that I think works perfectly for funnel builders. And so the rule of 5 ones goes like this. You pick one target market, you pick one core offer, you pick one traffic source, one conversion strategy, and you commit to that for 1 year. And so I picked a super niche called Foam Parties, which many people probably haven't even heard of, but it's this entertainment company that people hire for like birthday parties and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I'm going to commit to that one target market and help them. And so I figured out the funnel that works. I created my one core offer, which is a lead funnel for them. And so I started selling that over and over again. And so my traffic source was Facebook. And then my conversion strategies was webinar. And then I just committed that to 1 year over and over again. And now I have a productized business, and this is so cool because you shared all the AI stuff today. Like ClickFunnels, you haven't even touched the surface of what ClickFunnels allows you to do in order to deliver webinars at lightning speed, like the style guides, how easy the drag and drop editor is, and all this stuff like that. But I'm able to deliver funnels for my target audience in as little as a couple of hours because I've already worked with that target market so many times. I know exactly what works, and now I use the powerful tool that ClickFunnels is in order to create these funnels super quickly for all of my target audience. And so for anyone who's watching this, if you're a new funnel builder, highly recommend picking a target market, focusing on one funnel, focusing on offering just that funnel to them. Pick whatever funnel you want to use in order to market your funnel building service and just commit to that for the year. And trust me. And then, of course, do what Russell and Catherine and Greg say.
Oh, Fernando, that's so great. Thank you for coming and sharing. Any last words that you want to say to any of the potential future funnel builders who are a little bit nervous and haven't made the commitment? What would you tell them about what happens on the other side of this commitment they're about to make?
Oh man, on the other side of this commitment you're about to make is every dream and stuff that you want to achieve itself. I'm one of those people that sounds a little bit cheesy, but I'm always writing like little goals and stuff that I want to achieve and whatnot. Like, it sounds cheesy, but one of the things when I was younger that I really wanted was a MacBook. Like, to me, like the MacBook was the coolest thing in the world. And through my agency, I was able to buy my first MacBook, and now I have this cool computer. And now on my path that I have written down, and I tell all my friends this, like one day I want to have a basketball court in my house. And I truly believe by continuing this path as a funnel builder, I'm going to eventually have a basketball court in my house. Just follow the action path inside the Funnel Builder certification program, and trust me, whatever dreams that you have are on the other side of you taking action, following this program, and listening to, again, what these 3 gentlemen and Catherine say.
So cool. Thank you, Fernando, man. So great to
You're amazing.
hang out with you a little bit. And thank you for sharing your story with everybody.
You're awesome.
Yeah,
Let's
thank
give
you for
Fernando a
having
huge round of applause virtually inside of the chat. Say, what's up, Fernando? You're the best. So cool. I love this because it gives you guys a chance to kind of experience. Obviously, you can't experience it until you invest on their side. But it gives you a chance to kind of see through other people's eyes, like what this looks like. Because I know that for all of them, it was the same thing, right? Like they had this opportunity, they got nervous, they were scared, they had all sorts of stuff, but they made the commitment, and then this will look like the other side for them. And so I think for you guys, it's kind of the same thing. Like this is, I know if you're nervous, but like this is what to prepare for, and this is the community and the people you're plugging into, which is so cool.
And if I could just pause anybody thinking like, will I get the support I need? Will I need the help I need? Greg was like, I know everything his business plans are. I know what he's doing this year. I know this. Tell him about your webinar next week. Like, we can't tell, like, Greg, when we say he's in the group every day, we're not kidding. We're not kidding.
My wife can attest to it.
Yes, exactly.
Greg will give you his personal cell phone number.
No.
I'm just messing, but
He's like, I already lost my paycheck, dude. Let me keep my peace.
how else can we over deliver with Greg?
Social insurance number.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who's our next guest up?
I think it's Tony.
All right.
I think it's amazing, Tony.
Tony, are you there right now?
I am.
How are you doing today?
I am.
So good to see you. By the way, I see your beautiful award in the background. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I met you in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
That stage. the first
Yes.
OGs. So yeah, it was exciting.
Oh, so cool. Well, I would love for you to tell people your story about how you got involved in the certification program and kind of your experience with it so far.
Well, the certification program came much later in my journey in ClickFunnels. I first came in after we sold our family business, our restaurant, and I thought, what am I going to do with myself? And I've been a coach for about 10 years, and I thought, I had this thing in my head, I had to get online. I thought, how do I do this? Google, away I went. And I bumped into the affiliate bootcamp, and that's how I came in. And then from there, I met Steve Larson in your very first one. It was the very first 2 coaching program that I invested in. And I kind of, you keep following me, Russell. I kind of can't shake you. You're sort of with me with everything. And suddenly up comes this email of the many with the Funnel Builder program. I go, I wonder if I can. And I thought, you know what, I can. Straight away invested in it. And I got to tell you, I don't know what you guys are doing there this week, but my head is just exploding every minute of everything that you're on offer here. And I thought, this is just amazing. So amazing to, it's kind of it's regenerated my interest and my love for what I'm doing and helping other people get what they want to do in this market of like 50 plus. Like I have a group called Thrive Beyond 50, and I'm focused on those and what they need to do next, because according to the Australian government, I'm at preservation age. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think I'm older than most. That's what it is. So I can't even begin to tell you, Russell, what has happened from the beginning of this and what I've learned. I'm that person that I remember one time going, I want to learn to play golf, and I go to a pro to learn how to hit a ball, and he says to me, you're the perfect student, because I don't have to undo all the stuff that you've learnt by doing it on your own. And I feel like that's this program. It's I haven't been alone in this for a minute. Even though I'm in Western Australia, everything's opposite. We're in a heat wave at the moment, 105 degrees. It's also 5 a.m. and I've been here for 4 days running. I didn't sleep last night. Well, I don't even know whether day or night. But what you dropped yesterday has set me on another course. It's just a phenomenal place to be, and I'm not doing it alone. They've got this amazing group of people that I can rely on and that I can kick into at any time, even though I'm in this time zone. Because inside the Funnel Builder program, thanks to Jason Economides and Greg for putting it together, we have our own special little group that, and we meet each week. So we've even covered that, like we are known as the rest of worlders, the rollers. The rest of the worlders. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
So we had Wayne just commented, so that was my fear because I'm from Ireland. So yeah, do you want to talk about like some of the things you're doing for all the international funnel builders?
Yeah, so we have a member on our team, Jason Economy. He's been in the funnel hacker community forever, just amazing person. And he's in the UK, so he's kind of like not on some of the, like not necessarily the exact same time zone as Tony, but like he makes it work for basically the rest of the world.
The rest of the world.
So yeah, we have a live session, like a special open office hour session just for them. And then we do this thing every Wednesday called the sales huddle, which is more geared towards like, hey, if you're having trouble finding clients, like Jason is like a sales guy. He can help us figure that out. So that's a little bit earlier on like Eastern time so that those people can also still participate. So they could do live sessions, but I mean, we have Tony, we have other people in Australia. They're like, I don't care. Like they're not putting excuses in there. They're like, I'm taking this serious. I'm going to stay up till 2 a.m. Like, I can physically do that. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
So cool. Tony, I appreciate you sharing the story. I'm curious what you would say for somebody who's, again, thinking about this program, but they're nervous because of all the different reasons. It could be, again, like you said, like from Ireland or from different places, or they're nervous that they don't have the skill set, or they don't know what they're doing. Like, all those things. What would you tell somebody who's trying to make that decision right now and is nervous and they have no idea what it looks like on the other side?
Man, I knew nothing. I could type with all my fingers. That was where I started in this, and that was about it. And I have been nurtured and supported by just about everyone. Well, actually everyone and some. And I'm now at a point where I'm starting to give back to that group. I'm so excited to see some new people coming into the group, into our accountability groups and stuff. And I think you just need to burn the boats, guys. You're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And what you guys have just dropped with the AI, I'm thinking, I knew that was coming in terms of, okay, what's happening with this AI thing? And it turned me away from coaching, like as a life coach. And I thought, nah, I'm all in on the funnel building, and my trust in Greg and Catherine and what they've built in this program and the design, like everything I was looking for is there. And I trust you, Russell, to deliver it. And look what you've done yet again. Like, there isn't a community, and I've been in and out of a lot of high tickets over the years, and nothing beats this. I mean, the ecosystem, the culture that we've built inside this ecosystem is second to none in the world. And I'm saying that with authority. It's just phenomenal. So, if you're not in it, you're not going to get another chance. It's like when I stepped into it in the beginning and found myself inside a beta, like with all these rocket scientists in there going, can't connect a domain. And I go, oh, is that a problem? Like, I didn't know what I don't know. It was just like, I'm really, really passionate about it. And I'm really passionate about the people that I serve, which is that 50 plus market. Mm-hmm. That if you're thinking that you're too old or you don't know, or, all those things, the tech is a problem, I'm living proof that you can do it. We flipped a funnel inside my husband's business doing a newsletter. Oh my God, you're kidding me. I'm going, McCall, no, what? You're right, it's hard to do. We turned in one client, a high ticket client, on one newsletter. That's how, or it paid everything back. ROI up the wazoo for everything, for the trips to America, all that stuff came back to me in one funnel. So one funnel away.
Awesome.
So cool.
Go hard. Go hard or go home.
Yes.
It's pretty cool down here.
Oh man, Tony, thanks for staying up late this whole week, but today specifically, come and share your story with everyone. Super grateful. And all the people in comments are like, I want to be one of the ROWers.
Rest of the world,
yeah.
The
ROWers.
Rest of the world is.
I want to be in that group too. I want to be part of the Cool Kids Club. I'm moving. I want to go hang out.
See you, Boise.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tony. Appreciate you, and super grateful for you sharing, and again, giving back to the community and serving everybody as well. So
you're amazing, Tony.
Thank you so much, Tony.
Yeah.
Congratulations on everything.
Guys.
You deserve it.
Let's give Tony a huge round of applause. Everyone say thank you, Tony. So fun, so exciting.
And it's just like I love when people come on, because then I feel like hopefully they believe us. Like, how many times do I say, you're not too young, you're not too old? Like, I'm like, yes, thank you. Like, it's just, anyway, it's amazing to see. It's like we talked about, everyone needs a funnel, every business needs a funnel, and there's just such a huge demand. Yeah. And if you know the right things to do, you can be one of the people that fills it.
It's interesting. You probably know this the best, Greg, but like the funnel builders are having success right now. Are they all doing the same market, same business, or are they just all doing all random different things? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many opportunities, I think.
It's like, honestly, it's all over the place. I remember you got me to like pull and see, like, you're like, oh, your top funnel builders, like, who are the clients they're serving? Like, it's like, oh, let's survey them. Let's find out. And it was literally just like all over the place.
Yeah, it's like coaches, plumbers, da 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 da. I was like, whoa, everyone needs funnels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Such a cool thing. Awesome. Okay, we got a couple more guests coming in. Up next, we've got, is this Madison?
Yes.
Yeah. Madison, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yay, Madison. Hi.
So cool. Where in the world are you at today, Madison?
I am in Central Oregon, so it is a balmy, I think, 25.
Yes, nice. So cool. Well, we would love for you to tell us your story as a funnel builder in the certification program. How did you find out about it? How did you get involved? And what's the experience been like so far for you?
Yeah, so I always loved business. Like, even as a kid, when other girls would play with Barbies, I had imaginary businesses with like imaginary clients and imaginary products. And I thought the only way you had a business is you like startup, right? You have a product, you get a patent, you get investors, and you try to launch it. And I launched my first product when I was 21. I spent 10 years doing that. That became my identity. And then one night, it was gone. I woke up, all of it gone. And I was like, what do I do? And I discovered the Traffic Secrets book. And that led me to ClickFunnels Trial and OFA. And then I saw this little webinar for this thing called CF Design School. And I did it. I bought it. It was scary, but I took the chance on it. And I got to the Money by the Weekend. And I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. Let the resistance win with that. I'm like, nope. I'm not talking to people. Like, no. But I still had these skills. And so my cousin said something. I'm like, Selema, that's a course. So we built a course and sold 6 of them. And I was like, well, that wasn't enough. Like, I moved on to the next thing. And somebody made a joke about my dog being super cute and should have an Instagram account. So I did that and found a dog treat he loved and created a funnel and actually sold more than the drop shipper had in stock in over a weekend. So I had to turn the funnel off. And it's just been like one step at a time. And every little funnel has led me to this next thing and this next adventure. And then I got the opportunity to join all the cool kids because I didn't join the OG program when you guys merged together. And I was like sold. Like, I want to be hanging out with my friends. But I think the coolest thing is 2 months ago I had my daughter, and she gets to grow up watching her mom change people's lives, right? I get to help them fulfill their dreams. I always say that I am a creative problem solver to problems that seem impossible. But to somebody who wants to create a course or wants to sell something online, can't connect their domain, that's an impossible problem for them. And that's the beauty of what we get to do as funnel builders, right? We get to change their lives and change our lives in the process. And since it's AI Day, I can tell you my AI story. So a year and a half ago, I built a AI-powered healthcare education platform using ClickFunnels. And we sold it to a couple doctors, had a nationwide healthcare system actually implemented in several of their clinics. And in Central Oregon, it's a pretty big investor community and still kind of a small town. People know people. And this guy said, I want to see your product. I'm like, cool. All right. I'm not a big fan of investors, but I'll entertain this guy. And I showed it to him. He said, so how much you raised? I'm like, nothing. He's like, no. How much did you raise to build that? 2 million? 5 million? I'm like, nothing. At this point, he fell off of a chair and he's like, that's impossible. How did you do that? I'm like, I used ClickFunnels. So most people think that ClickFunnels is just a website builder, sends emails. No, you really can do anything with ClickFunnels as long as you get like a little creative with it. Sometimes I have to get like a little redneck. We need some like duct tape in there, but anything is possible with ClickFunnels.
It's awesome.
That's insane. So after you told them it didn't cost $2 million, did you sell them a trial? You're like, sign up for $97. That's what's always funny to me. Like, I got started in this game back 20 years ago where everything was custom. So for us to build something was so expensive. And, every funnel we built, it would cost us, $30,000 to $50,000 per funnel to build when we were doing it back pre-everything. And then now it's like, it always makes a lot of people pay $97 a month or $297 a month for a ClickFunnels account, and they can build unlimited funnels. And they're like, this is too expensive. I'm like, you have no idea what the rest of the world deals with. I dealt with everyone's like, this is the least expensive thing you will ever pay that can generate you this amount of money by using it. It's crazy.
Well, can I say one of the things I love about Madison? So she came through my program before we merged. And then again, she came and we all hung out together. And she's amazing. But one of the things I love about her is that she has bought into the framework so much that she's not afraid of building a funnel for any niche. And I think you learned that in her story, right? Like she was like, oh, my sister wants to sell a course. I don't even know what the course was on, but like, I want to sell a course. Cool. I know the frameworks and like my sister's the expert. I'm not, but like I can build it. Oh, cool. I should sell dog treats. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you're like reading books about dog treats or like an expert. I don't think so. Somebody was just like, oh, that's a good idea. Built it. Like, are you a healthcare expert? No, but like you understand funnels, and because you understand funnels and how they can work, you can plug in any business from a huge healthcare software all the way down to a dog treat. And it just, I think sometimes we get confused, like, oh, I saw this comment in here, and we hear all the time, right? Like, is the market too saturated? Are there too many funnel builders? Like blah, 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 blah. And the answer again is no. All the top funnel builders are serving different people because there's an infinite amount of businesses. And can you believe that drop shipper who was like, wait, who are you? You're selling all my dog treats on a funnel? You know what I mean? Like people, Russell said this too a few times in this thing, like the hit by the bus strategy is so great. But one of my favorite openers that I do when I'm trying to find clients is I literally say, hi, I know how to make you more money. do you want to give me a chance? And they're always like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I know how to get more money into your business. Do you want to work with me? Yes or no? And if they're hesitant, they'll say, well, prove it. And I say, okay. That's what I did in the beginning. Okay. I didn't know McCall yet. She needed to help me get all the but when I first started, I was like, well, sure. And so I remember at the very beginning too, one time I was like, well, why don't you just not pay me till I make you money? Because I was a little unsure too. And it was like, oh, and now I can just be like, well, do you want me to make you money? But that's what I love. Any business that you go to, whether it's dog walking or healthcare service, is just incredible. Madison, would you mind saying though, because I think sometimes people feel like, oh, I need to choose somebody to serve. Like Stephanie Dove Blake was like, I do chiropractors. I need to do this. Whereas your journey's been kind of serving a lot of other people. And sometimes I think people think that that's not allowed. Has that been a hindrance to you in going to all different places, or has it been just fine that you've had a lot of variety in terms of the clients that you serve?
Well, I think everybody has this concept, like you got to pick a niche, right?
Yeah.
And I was the kid that had 3 Halloween costumes, like one that happened like the week before Halloween. And my mom's like, no, right? And so like pick a niche. I'm like, but I don't know what I like. Like, yeah, I got cows and I got dogs and I do all this other stuff, but really I'm kind of like an entrepreneur with ADD. Like I've sold stickers. Like I've been in the OFA group selling stickers and I've sold courses and done all this stuff. But I think for me, I had this light bulb moment when it's like, what's my niche? Lead generation. Right? I help you get more leads to your business. And it doesn't matter what that business is. It's at its core, every business needs more leads. And then the next thing I nerd out about is like, how can I make your life simpler and convert those leads using AI? So it's everything from like your social media posts using AI into like qualifying somebody coming through your application funnel using AI. Like that's where I kind of sit. And then when I figured out like, I don't need a niche, I don't need to do just like double down on chiropractors or whatever it is. I just double down on getting you more leads.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's amazing. Well, she's one of my favorites. I'm telling you what, I've known you for, when did you join my program initially?
June of 2020.
Yeah.
But like, if you guys were like, why wasn't Madison on the slides? Like there's no like Madison got badge 1 because I was so shy and so afraid. I never even posted badge 1. Like I didn't post any of the badges. And now here I am. I'm with you guys. This is a dream come true. I'm a gold certified funnel builder, ClickFunnels ambassador. You've maybe seen me in the ClickFunnels group, Dan Havey doing Super Ambassadors Live. Like my life has changed because of Russell, you and Todd creating this product that has allowed me to make more money than I could imagine, like actually providing for my family. And then Catherine believed in me, and that changed absolutely everything for me.
So cool.
You deserve it. You deserve every good thing. You're amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, Madison, for coming and sharing your story. Super grateful for you. Everyone in the comments, type in 2 things. Type in ADHD if you're just like all of us and her. And number 2, say, thank you, Madison, for sharing your story. Super grateful for that. And I want to stress, because I saw somebody like, wait, what's DF Design School? Should I be doing that instead? And so
yeah, maybe this whole, well, because you kind of briefly mentioned it, but some people might have missed it.
Yeah. So what happened is, way back in the day when we first launched ClickFunnels, the very first ever Funnel Hacking Live, we had 600 people there, and everyone was there trying to learn how to build funnels. And that's when we decided to create the very first certification program ever. So that was over a decade ago. So we launched it there, and I thought it was funny. The goal was like, let's see if we can get 50 people to sign up. Yeah. We signed up. Over half of the audience ran to the back and signed up. And then like, I'd never built a certification program before. So I'm like, well, how do we do this? And so we found a great partner. Her name's Nora. She came in and we built out this really cool certification program. We ran that for 2 or 3 years. And Funnel Hack Live, we'd sell people into that. And then it became like the foundation. So when someone said the OG programs, like that stands for the original gangster, for those of you guys who, my kids taught me that. That's how I learned it. So that was the original one. And then after 3 or 4 years, then we decided to do a new version. And so we sat back and we rebuilt it. And so that was kind of, and you came in that version, right? I think when you joined.
I think I joined second round. Yeah.
And so that was the second version. Anyway, so every couple of years we've kind of redone it. But then Catherine learned the funnel building skills, and went out and then really specialized in the design hacking side of it. Like, how do you create great designs? And then she launched her own program and started selling that. And so, not that they were competing programs, but it was really cool because it was almost like 1-2. A lot of people go through yours and ours, or vice versa.
And your program actually didn't have anything specifically on design in it, which is why I went out to go do it. And so we actually kind of were a great, like, unofficial partnership for a while, because people that went in mine would end up in yours, and people in yours and back in mine. So we had a lot of people in both for a long time.
And then this was fascinating. So then 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we made a new version. And so this is the difference in Catherine's brain and my brain. So I am a nerd. I like to, like those who don't know, I'm building a library. I bought 18,000 books in the last 3 years. We're building, I'm the kind of guy who wants every book on every topic, every known demand, so that if I have an idea or question, I can go over and like scan through 30 books so I can get the perfect, like that's how my brain works. And so the next version certification program we went through and we built it, we went every single funnel type, and I went Russell level deep, like everything from like, here's the psychology, the strategy, and so the next program became really good, but it was also really heavy because people, and I was like, everyone has to learn every funnel type because that's what I did. And so it was kind of intense. Some people like Carson, he was in during time and he went through every single, you used to have to get like master every funnel type to get the award. And he went in there and, but a lot of people, they got overwhelmed and they couldn't quite, it didn't get everything done a lot of times, and it was like, how do we make this better and easier? And then that's when we kind of reconnected, and Catherine's like, oh, this is great, but there's way too much stuff in here. I'm like, what do you mean? This is everything that they should know. This is the entire, like, everything about funnels in one spot. And she's like, yeah, but people, when they're trying to get success, they need a straight line. They don't need everything. They need just the core things to hit the goals. And eventually they'll go into the library and go deep on stuff. But she's like, the way I designed mine is like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, if we blended these things together where you were able to bring in this like straight line of how do we get people from zero to one to 50,000 to 100,000 to like, and then at the same time, though, you have access to the resources when you're like, I want to build a webinar funnel. Show me everything, Russell. I'm like, oh, thank you. Welcome to my world. I will show you everything I know about webinar funnels at the deepest, most geekiest level so you can become a master if you want. But at the same time, you don't have to go into every single thing and master. It's just like, what's the straight line that gets you from where you are today to where you want to go, step by step, micro challenges. And by blending those two things together for the last like year and a half, 2 years it's been running, this is the most success, the fastest success, the people going through it. I've never seen anything like this before, and it's been fascinating. So it was the combination. We acquired her company, brought them in, and then mixed it all up and created what you guys have now, which is insane.
I remember he sent me a voice message. It was like 10:30 on a Sunday night, and it was Russell. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, hey, this is like totally crazy, but answer this question for me. If you were to redo my certification program, if you had the full control, what would you do?
As someone who's gone through it and trained people,
And that was the big thing. I just said, Russell, your brain works as a library. You want as much possible, as much information. And I said, I only know this because I've already helped thousands of people make money building funnels, designing specifically. I said, your brain, which honestly, God bless, it's not like most of ours. Your brain is like, can handle so much. No, but in the best way. But I said 99.9 of us, we can't do that. What we want is we want someone to tell us exactly what to do, right? How do we get, and we said, and then I said, and the other thing is, most people actually don't care, at the beginning at least, about learning funnels. They just want to make money. Mm-hmm. And what the beautiful thing about funnel building is it's the skill set to do that. And so I said, if you gave me full control of your business, of this part of the business, what I would do is I would take, there was 367 hours of instruction in there.
It was amazing, by the way.
It was amazing. And for those of you wondering, you still have access to it, but it's just all in the right place, and you'll access it when it's time, okay? In the right order. I said I would cut anything that doesn't get them directly money. And then everything that they might want supplemental, they'll know at which points along the journey, hey, if you want to learn more about that, you can dive deep there. But anything that doesn't directly attribute to them getting money in their pocket, it's gone from the path. Yeah. They're not allowed, because the objective of the program is not actually for them to become an expert funnel builder. That's secondary. Yeah. The first one is to make money.
Yeah. And what's crazy, if you look at, again, someone would have to go through, what was it, 360 hours?
367 hours.
Yeah, the last version, 367 hours of me to be able to have the ability to go start selling funnels. Now it's trimmed down to, if you look at the path from beginning to bronze, how many hours is it?
Yeah, people are starting to make sales on average about 20 hours. Yeah.
So
to really win. And so anyway, so that's the thing that's just most exciting about it, is that when you joined this program, it's not that we got rid of you. I just took your ADD brain and put it in an OCD brain. That's actually what happened, if you want to know.
Type in. So if you're the ADD, type it in. If you're OCD, type it in. If you're both, type ADHD plus OCD.
Exactly. But that's what happened.
Who you resonate with the most in this experience.
Exactly. So that's what happened. I took your ADD brain, I filtered it through my OCD brain, and it became some micro. So, God, look, we're all getting help. Okay, we're all getting the help we need, but we're using our superpowers. But it really is this awesome thing that, and the reason why I love it is I created it the way that I wish somebody would have done for me. Because again, you guys remember, you heard me tell the story. I literally ended up in the hospital because I was so stressed. And I know when you start something new how scary it is, and what I want, but it's so much easier to be brave when somebody doesn't say, hey, go make money, but instead they say, all you have to do, the first thing you have to do, and you saw people did their first micro challenge today, all you have to do right now is go sign a contract. That's the literal only thing you have to do to start.
You made it through step 1.
And then once you do step 1, I'm going to give you step 2, baby. But don't even think about making money. All you got to do is sign a contract. That's all you got to do. Great. And then next step, can you do this next baby step? Great. Can you be brave enough just to do the next mini step? Great. Brave enough just to do the next mini step. And when we compound like that, I love what Tony said, like I knew nothing, but step by step, my bravery compounded, my skill set compounded. So I was able to play. So I actually think our crazy brains together have actually made something really beautiful.
And then Greg's beautiful brain now makes it all simple and guides you guys and does everything else.
Slow some things down a little bit.
Yeah. We talk about but that
we're
I
like
will
900
say,
miles an hour speaking, and Greg comes back down.
I do think that is your superpower. Is Greg will sit and he'll listen and he'll make sure he understands all the information, and then he'll go. Or I think you and I are like, okay, let's go. And he's like, tell me everything. How are you doing? What's happening in your funnel? Great. Now we can make a plan. So I actually think it's such really a good combination, but that's how we started. So for those of you who are like, wait, what did Madison join? She joined my program before our crazy brains got together, but now they're merged forever together. And you kind of get the best of all the world. My pathiness and his decades of knowledgeness. So it really works out great.
Oh, so cool. All right, Madison, that was awesome. Okay, our next Funnel Builder Certified Partner we got coming up is Keith. Keith, how are you doing today?
I thought this was a virtual doctor visit. Oh, I'm doing good.
I would have believed you had seen that amazing award behind your head.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. And anytime I got an any call, everyone's like, "What is that?" Especially if they're not like from our world. Everyone's like, "What?" It's a talking piece every time.
Yeah, you're like, it's kind of like the Emmys or the Grammys, only it's for my mad skill set called funnel building, and I can do that for you for lots of money. So, well, can you tell us your story? How did you get involved in the program? How long ago was it, and what's your experience been like so far?
I got involved into the program, I think right at the iteration of the second, like not the original 2018. So I came in like 2022 or 23. And I came in, actually, I tried to apply and I didn't, at the time, I didn't think I had the money. And they were like, they passed me on to Vince, and I talked to Vince, and he's like, well, just come back when you do have the money. And he's like, maybe try this other thing out first. And I got off the phone. I was so mad. I was like, this is what I need. Like, this is, I want to leave my corporate job. I've built websites for a long time. I've hosted websites. Like, I need to learn how to do funnels. Like, this is my thing. This is what I want to do. And so I went and found the money, and I went against Vince's advice and word. And I was just like, nope. I showed up. I just paid right away. And and before that, I think the biggest kicker for me to just even come to ClickFunnels, I saw Sean Stevenson, I think at the virtual 2 Comma Club live, and I was like, oh man, like somebody can do funnels and like help people at the same time. And that's what really brought me into ClickFunnels, is because I'm just by naturally a teacher. I think maybe just because I'm like a big brother, like I always want to teach and help people. And that's what I came in to like start doing. And then there was like a connector of I could build funnels for people and help people at the same time while learning and making money. And that's how I got into the Funnel Builder program. So kind of forced my way in.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. So when you got started, for you, what was the journey? What kind of clients did you start working with? How did you find your first client? I'm curious about the beginning part of that.
So in the beginning, I didn't have too much confidence really, because I didn't know what a funnel was really. And they told us as soon as you get your first like funnel, we used to get certified in each funnel, like you had to do each one. And as soon as I was able to do the lead funnel and I got certified in it, that I immediately went and started selling lead funnels. I was doing it for anybody I could. And I was just trying to like get people, like kind of just do the work, because I knew it wasn't going to be great and I knew I wasn't going to be like the best at it, but I just had to like do the work. And that's what I did. I can't even remember now. I did one for somebody doing a dog collar, and there was a pest control guy, and it's been a while. I've went through a lot of funnels since then, and yeah, that's what I started, and I made my money back in the program within a couple months just doing lead funnels. Like that's all I was doing was building the lead funnel, and that was it. And at the time I felt I wasn't certified to build the other types of funnels, so I never like tried to upsell them or like sell them anything different. I was just like, here's your lead funnel, here you go. And then like that was it, and I would go on to the next one, just so I could just do the work, like kind of just follow what I was taught. So
that's so cool. Did you end up learning other funnel types, or are you still focusing on lead funnels today?
So I do everything now, and there was a time where I just was like, I'm good with lead funnels. I'm making money. I'm okay. And there was an email that went out and said, hey, if you want to get your certification, you've got this amount of time if you want to walk on stage at FHL and get it. And I was like, oh crap. And I think Greg or Miguel was like, you just finished every single funnel type and got certified the quickest we've ever seen. Yeah. And I was like, I wanted that award. Like I wanted that thing on my wall. Like I'm not going to miss out on that.
I think it was like 2 weeks.
So awesome. I burned through it. I burned through it as quick as possible, and it was with the new style program. So man, it was way quicker, way easier, and yeah. And now I think I did get this. This is I got the pin for being the.
Can I talk about this?
Yes.
Can I talk about
I haven't
this?
seen that yet, actually, in person.
Keith, you're so cool. Wait, put it back up again. Okay, and make that man. Yeah, okay. So this, you guys, when you're inside the program, we have different awards. And of course you get like, gold, diamond, but this is called a Rainmaker Award. Oh, Keith, you're so cool.
So cool.
So a Rainmaker Award is an award that you get if one of your clients' funnels performs really well. So he got a Rainmaker Award. So we have a top 10%, top 5%, or top 10, top 3, and top 1. So if you help a client make a certain amount of money or get a certain amount of leads in a funnel, you get this Rainmaker pin. So it's really fun. You can wear them, you can display them, and so you can collect them. So it matters that not just you get money from your client, but it matters that you help your client actually make money too. Because if you help them make $1 million, they get a 2 Combo Club award, but you get an award too. If you help them, and so we have different marks. Like if you help a funnel make $250,000, $500,000, or $1 million plus. And then for leads, I think it's 10,000 leads, 25,000 leads, and 100,000 leads. And so when you help people get those different amounts, you get different pins. So the fact that he just got that means that he is an exceptional funnel builder and that he made a funnel that made his client a butt crap of money. So everybody put your hands together for Keith. That is amazing. We didn't even talk about, you guys, there's so much stuff. Remember how I said it? And ... more yesterday. Yes. Okay. Put it up one more time. Now that people know, they need to see how cool you are.
The way you put this together, awesome. Catherine, was so smart, because at each certification
way to go,
level,
Keith. You're so cool. It's so awesome.
But at each certification level, we give them the medal badge that goes on their lanyard, and then those are pins, and so they can deck out their lanyard with the pin. So if you see someone with a gold badge and a gold little pin, that means they've done over $100,000 for themselves, and they've made $1 million for somebody.
And Russell talked about this yesterday too, right? Like, oh my gosh, like that's how you know how good this is. We haven't even had time to talk about how good all the stuff is. But yeah, so we're crazy. We didn't talk about this. So when you get certified, when you get to that gold level, you get that big award. But at the bronze level, so at the $1,000 level, you get this cool little trophy, right?
Yes.
But then at the bronze level, just like you said, you saw all those badges. We literally will mail those to you on your lanyard, and we intentionally made them traveling awards because what people will do is they'll wear them to different.
McCall's got him.
Yes, McCall.
Come on down.
Oh, McCall, she's never let us down. Okay, get in on this, pupper. Okay, so here's the bronze award.
They're metal.
They're metal. Yeah, like ding, 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 ding. Okay, so you see, where am I at? There we go. Here's the bronze award right here. Okay, so you get this when you've earned $10,000, then of funnel building services. Okay, then we got silver right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get it. There you go. Silver. Oh, perfect. gold.
You could like
and then
sharpen and
diamond.
make Chinese stars.
That's the big one.
This is the big kahuna. It's actually literally thicker. It's like you can't bend this pepper. Anyway, so you get all these, and we intentionally, when we came in, because what happened, right, is Russ was like, what would you do, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, well, I said, I would basically slash a lot of your stuff and I'd do it together. And he's like, put together a plan for me. So I literally flew up to Boise. It was me, Greg Russell, and our friend Brent, and we were in the room, and
this was their if I get hit by a bus plan.
I literally said, if I got hit by a bus, this is what I would do to adjust the program. And so I went in and I said I'd cut everything, and I said, out of respect, whatever. And I said, but I would do these awards, and I would intentionally do them traveling awards, because what do funnel builders always need? They need clients. And so whenever you go to an event, I know people will wear this on a lanyard just at Starbucks, right? Like, it is a talking point, just like he said.
What does that mean, you're bronze certified?
Exactly. So people will come to Russell events. They'll go to other Russell events. They'll go to local events, just like local meetups, right? Like anything. And they always wear these. And people are like, wait, what is it? And we intentionally named them bronze, silver, gold, and diamond, because it's pretty intuitive which one's better than the next, if that makes sense. And so literally, like, we had people at like the last Funnel Hacking Live that were like, I got a client just by wearing this in the elevator. Someone was like, oh wait, you're gold? Can I talk to you? And there you go. So we're crazy. I can't believe we forgot to put these in. They're so fun. Anyway, but there's so much stuff. And so Keith here, right? He's reached that gold level, approaching diamond. So he has these 3 awards at his house as well, right? And then again, for every funnel that you do amazing with your clients, you can apply, and then we'll confirm, right? And then you'll have it. So the goal is that you're wearing all of these, right?
You show up and people
you're wearing
know
all of these,
legit.
and then along your lanyard, there's pins of your Rainmaker awards too. So that's what just gets really fun and exciting too. Again, we're trying to do as much as we can to make this as easy for you as possible to find clients. So a lot of people will wear these. I know a lot of people, they like set this up like kind of like behind how you have this. A lot of people will put them in their background, so they're really like, what is this? What is this? Anyway, but again, as much as we can do, I think, to one, incentivize you, because sometimes prices are fun, but incentivize you to do the work. We're trying to give you an award to get you to go get money. It's like kind of crazy. Like, go get money, we'll give you more prizes. Like, what do you mean, just money? But anyway, but this is what we get inside the program too. So huge congrats to Keith that you got a Rainmaker award. Those are some of the most fun ones. Carson, you met him a little bit earlier. He was
our first 1% Rainmaker.
Oh, really?
So he's done a funnel for a client that's made $1 million. Anyway, Susan, who you met, she's got a few Rainmaker awards. But again, it just validates you as a funnel builder. We're trying, again, to separate you from anybody else, any other person that thinks they're a funnel builder outside of this community. We're trying to help you.
I have members telling me like all the time, like, I brought this to a local networking event. Like, everyone was hitting me up. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Anyway, so they're really, really fun. I can't believe we didn't talk about those.
I know.
Fine, we'll bring them up again tomorrow. Fine.
I got one last question for you, Keith, because like 8 people ask it in the comments. Because they're like, people are very nervous, right? And they may have got a client who just signed up for lead funnel. Like, when you first started selling lead funnels, how much were you selling those for? And how much did you get to? People wanted to have in their mind, like, what they could build a lead funnel for. Any insight would be really cool.
So my original one, to be honest, was $500. I was scared to charge more, and somebody just threw out a number, and I was like, okay, I'll start there. And now my minimum is like 2,000 to 3,000 just for a lead funnel, just because I got better and I got better clients. But that's where I started, and I was okay with it. And I did those for a while until I started, getting more and doing more. And I don't do very many lead funnels anymore because I just kind of leveled up. But I have, somebody mentioned it before, is like, I get funnels passed to me, and I pass funnels off to other funnel builders as well, because I trust them, and I am trusted in the community as well. And that was the biggest thing I wanted to touch on that Greg asked me, is like the community here and the support. What really like blew my mind was like the support here is, I came from corporate, IBM, Nike. I worked Fortune 50 companies, and if you said that like you couldn't do something or like you needed help in an area, it didn't go well ever. And I was afraid to ask for help for a long time, and then I started getting in. I was just like, I can't figure this out. So I said something, and Miguel and Greg and the team and everybody has just been amazing. And like just the other people in the Funnel Builder program have been awesome. Like I've met some really good like friends, people I consider friends here now that support me, and I support them. And just I was able to be myself and still, make money. Like, cause that was the big thing. Like, I didn't think somebody like me would be able to like talk to clients and do this stuff, because I've always been behind the scenes. I've been the tech guy that nobody sees. And now I'm not, and I can come out here and be myself and get supported. And, and somebody else mentioned that the sales calls on Wednesdays, if you're struggling and Jason's there, like, he just tells you exactly what to do. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, people don't do this. I didn't believe it the first time, but it just keeps happening, and it kept happening. And that's been the biggest thing. The support in the program is huge for me. And that's why I continue to help support people under me. And you guys probably saw my little testimonial, and it's true. It's just trying to help give back what was given to me freely in the program. Yes, I paid to get in here, but the coaches I don't have to pay them to get answers and help. It's just there, and it's genuine help and support. So that's what has been probably the greatest thing for me here, besides the fame and the money and helping people. It's the support that's in the community that's genuine, and it's not fake, or nobody's just trying to sell me something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Cool. You're amazing.
Keith, thanks for sharing your story. Everyone, if you can type thank you, Keith, in the comments. We appreciate you coming and sharing your story. It's so awesome. So thank you. Well, dang, what another amazing day.
I know. It's okay, I just got to point out something I think it's important. I think if you look at all the people who have been on today, who have been on yesterday, you know what's really amazing is you can tell that they've made money because of the awards in their back.
Yeah.
The people that are on, they clearly have. But what are they talking about? They're not talking about the money they made. Keith's like, I didn't know that I could be in front of the camera guy. I didn't know that was possible for me in my life, right? And Madison, I get to be a woman that my daughter gets to see solve problems. And Tony too, right? I was a 58-year-old woman, and I just started a brand new life. They're making money because you see in the back, but that's what I think is beautiful about this program and the way that it's set up with those micro challenges. It's I'm brave enough to sign a contract. Yeah, I'm brave enough to start this. Yeah, I'm brave enough to talk to someone. But I think what that bravery does is it helps us to become the people we'd be if we weren't afraid. And funnel building, though this incredible thing, it's this avenue for us, I think, to become the people we actually are. And by having the support of the community and the financial success and the skill set, right, it builds this confidence for true Catherine to come out, true Greg to come out, and true Keith to come out. And I think that it's yes, the world needs funnel builders. Asterisks, what the world needs is the world needs people who are willing to show up. And I think funnel building is such an amazing skill that, yes, helps you to win financially, helps you to win in terms of changing your life, but they change as people because they decide to be brave, and that bravery compounds outside. And so I just want to point that out, and we'll have more people tomorrow too, but listen, nobody's talking about the money. No one's talking about the money, which we think it's about the money, and it is about the money. You need the money, and the money's beautiful, and they are making the money because you see the awards. But again, I think what we're asking you to do, it's yes, this is a career change, but I think more accurately, it's is this a life change for you? Do you want to come play the game? Do you want to come play? I love what she said. I got to go play with the big kids. I think Tony said that, didn't she? I got to go play with Madison, I got to go play with the big kids. Yeah. I got to go play the game. So that's our invitation to you. Yes, come join the One Comma Club. Or yes, come join the certification program. And simultaneously, it's who do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? Yeah. And if more is the answer, if you want to do more and be more, this is such an awesome, amazing community and path for you to do that.
And I think for a lot of you guys, especially if you've worked, again, a lot of people mention, I work in corporate, most people I know who work in corporate do not find purpose in their jobs.
Yeah.
It's I work in this cog, I do a thing. When you start going and you help a chiropractor or a plumber or a coach or an author or something, right? And then you're able to apply your skill set, the Rainmaker skill set. You make it rain for them. And all of a sudden their message goes out and you see what happens when their life's changed. like that changes you more than anything. Like I remember before we launched ClickFunnels, like I had a business, I was making money, and it felt really like, oh, this is really cool making money. When I transitioned from like, I'm going to make my own business, it's like, I'm going to start helping other people, right?
Yeah.
And we started coaching, started building, like, it was crazy because I would see these other people win, and it felt so much better than when I was winning. And it gave me purpose again, right? Like I have purpose because like I'm helping these other people, and you see their lives change because of the skill set that you brought to the table is, it's the best. It trumps all the other feelings. It trumps you making tons of money. It trumps you, all the other stuff. Like it's the best of all the feelings. Is when you apply your skill set to somebody and it changes their lives, and they come back to you and they're like, you changed my life. Like there's nothing, like I get chills every single time. And I've been so grateful in my life. Like so many times people come to me like, Russell, you changed my life. And like, I never get tired. Like that feeling that you're hearing that, it's just like, it's the coolest thing. And you literally are transforming and changing people's lives when you apply the skill set to their business. And then you come in as a rainmaker, change everything for them. Like they'll remember you forever. Their kids will know who you are. Like they pray for you at night. Like people are like, I pray for you at night. I'm like, it's so, like, thank you. Like I need as many as I can get. Right. And so just know, like, I believe this will give you such, like so much more purpose in your life, in your calling as a career. Like it'll change things for you. And it'll make you feel purpose. Like I can, like eventually, like Madison's like, I can go to any business now and I can make it rain. It doesn't matter. Like you pick a bit, like I know how to do it.
And she said before, she goes, the version of me that joined Catherine's program, I was too nervous to even post in the group.
Post a picture.
Post even a picture. Wouldn't do it. And now look at her. She's remarkable because of what she chose to learn, and they just compounded. So
it's why this challenge is so important. Like make your first $1,000. Like we see it all the time in the certification program. Bronze badge number 8 is when you make your first $1,000. Sometimes before that, like your first sale, no matter what it is. It's like so many of these people that have that belief, they're in corporate or whatever, and they just feel like, can't do this, I can't ask for help. But once they get that first sale, like just skyrockets from there. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Okay, so Greg, obviously you're in the inside every single day. For those who just got signed up, or those who are about to get signed up during our, when we get done today, what's it look like on their side? Like paint a picture so they understand like what it's going to look like, so they're not scared of like, what happens is it's just a members area.
They put their credit card in.
Look like?
Let's say,
I saw people like is it traveling? Are we flying to Boise? Like also like what does this actually look like from like what's going to look like their deliverables over the next
Well, there's a ton of bonuses, which we're figuring out some of those pieces. So please be patient with all the bonuses.
I sprung it on everybody this week.
I promise we'll get everything to you. But the two main things, you're gonna get access to the course, the members area, where all you have to do is go to bronze badge number 1, bronze challenge number 1, take a picture of yourself with your contract, post that in our Facebook group, which is the second most important thing you need to do is join our Facebook community. Get in the community, inside the community, that's where we have our schedule of all of our live events. Everyone's helping each other out. Like it's crazy right now because we're bringing in so many new people, but it's like, that is like the core of where we're communicating with everyone, making like setting up accountability calls, all that stuff. So literally just get into the members area, complete bronze badge number 1, and just literally like Catherine has given you the yellow brick road to building your funnel building business. It's like before, like we were saying, it's like it used to be like go to the library and figure it out, but now like literally just go through the lessons in order, which a lot of times makes it easy for me on coaching calls. Like I'm stuck on this thing. It's like, well, what badge are you on? It's like, well, you're not even supposed to be doing that. You're on badge.
Knock it off.
Jumping ahead.
So just follow the lessons in order. You get stuck, you reach out to us, jump on all of our different calls. We're live almost every single day. So yeah, it's super easy to follow along.
So they'll go to onecomiclub.com/go. They'll pick if they want, they'll put down their deposit. They pick if they, whatever payment plan they want. They'll get an email, which gives them access to join our group and our Facebook group and the course. And then from there, we'll get them all set up.
It's all on the confirmation page too. So like as soon as you pay, there's a list of steps to follow. All those steps, please do them all.
And I think like you heard too, I mean, this is something we did. It was like, it's in the ... more, right? Like you heard, we have accountability groups, right? That like we have so that you can stay accountable. You can have a closer pot of people amongst all of them inside of there. But if you do those first 2 steps, number 1, right? Like purchase, I guess 3, purchase, and then go ahead and join the course and join the Facebook group. From there, those micro challenges will get you set up with everything. We'll get you involved. We'll get you integrated, and so that you can play the game.
I saw one person's like, I signed up, but I didn't get an email. What do I do?
support@funnelbuilder.com.
Yeah, just message us, support@funnelbuilder.com.
Yeah.
We'll get you in.
We're always here for you, so don't stress out. We're not going anywhere. It's funny because like I used to think this was like a funny concern. People are like, well, what happens if you disappear or things go away? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, because to me, this has been my life. I've been doing this for 25 years now. Like, I'm not going anywhere until I get hit by a bus. But until then, but it's like, and I realized there's other people who sell courses, and you buy the course and they disappeared. And I was like, I didn't like. First off, I can't believe people do that, but they do because people have been burned before in the past because they that fear keeps coming up. Like, what if I sign up and what if I don't get the membership and I don't hear from you again? Like, and so I just want to give you guys absolute certainty that we're not going anywhere. This is not a fly-by-night operation. ClickFunnels is a team. We have over 400 employees around the world. We're international. This is not something new that we're making up. I've been in this business for 25 years now. ClickFunnels has been alive over a decade. And so this is not like those other ones like that you may have got caught in or whatever. If that's a fear or concern, just know that you're here with the company with stability, with leadership that's been doing this a long time. This is not our first rodeo. We have more success stories than any other company on the planet. We're not VC backed, which means we're not going to like get the whims of some random people who are going to make us do other things or cut the things or come back and say, never mind, Russell, start charging people again. Like we have control because we own the company. Like that's different than all of our competitors. We're the last company, software company in our space who is not sold out. So we have the ability to protect you and protect your interests.
And give lifetime access to a software.
Yeah, no other company would allow you to do that.
No board of directors is going to want to say yes to that.
Maybe I should have said no to myself, but it's too late now.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We literally have people still in the program from that very first certified partner program that you launched before I was even here.
Yeah.
Like,
still around,
still here. Like, talk about a great investment back then.
Yeah, talk about a great investment.
Get the keeps on giving.
Yes,
we will over deliver. I promise you that. That's what we are famous for. So, okay. Well, we've been going for like 22,000 hours. So, how are you guys all feeling back home? You guys having a good time? Has it been great so far? If so, say AI Day. Since we just got done with AI Day. McCall's got something she wants to tell me. Something cool is about to happen. I don't even know what's about to happen, but I'm excited to find out.
So the slides that Catherine pulled up at the very beginning. Hey, team, can we go to slide number 14 from the deck today? Slide number 14. I know it was a lot of slides ago.
About 10 minutes.
I know. Okay, so here's the cool thing. Can we get these slides up?
Here, sit.
Just, no. Oh,
give McCall the microphone.
Everyone to do first.
Don't tempt me with a captive audience, friends. So something that's really cool. I'm literally sitting on the ground. This is so funny. Hold on.
You like my chair?
No.
Now I'm captivated. What's about to happen?
Yeah, what is she doing? She's getting a chair. Get her in here.
This is off script, so this is going to be amazing.
Okay. Here's the fun thing. So with these slides that Catherine showed, and can I click through these really fast? So these aren't people, so we wanted to welcome people who had purchased for sure. And we are so proud of the people who have already purchased this course, right? You've made a massive decision. The pictures up right now are the people who have already started the program and they purchased yesterday, right? So they have already posted their first challenge. So a lot of times people are afraid because they're like, okay, well, what if I buy and then I don't do anything with it? Like this is a big investment to not do anything with. But like literally they purchased yesterday.
Yeah, you can see 1 hour ago, 18 hours
ago. It was like Gus just posted. Gus is like, that's me on the right.
Yeah, that's
and then Deb's like, that's my husband on the left.
See, there you go.
Neil, as far as action goes, like the action of moving and joining the certification program is momentous, and we want you to do that. And I want you to see how fast action of like actually getting started, right? Because how many hours is it through? Like
the bronze?
Yeah, for the bronze.
You're about 20-ish hours.
Yeah. You're 20-ish hours from getting to bronze. And what do they get at bronze? Like what is that?
Yeah, so we take them from 0 to 10K, to 50 to 100.
Wait, so in 20 hours, they're bronze, which is 10K, and they're only investing $5,500 to make 10K? That seems like a good ROI.
At bronze, they get, that's 10K word?
Oh,
so it's 27 hours to
20.
So people on average, right? And so here's the game you got to play. And here's the thing. People are like, I'm going to beat it. Awesome, right? So what we want to talk about is that people are about 20-ish hours away from their first sale is typically what it is. 20-ish hours. Now, you guys get a leg up because you have AI. You have a leg up because you'll go in there and you'll see that one of the challenges we actually already did on Tuesday. So you're done, right? So a lot of these hours you've already cut out, which means you're already even closer to this bronze, right?
Well, and like from there, these people, so the reason why I asked the number of hours is these people, they've already started. Like their countdown clock of like the amount of hours that they're putting in. Can we click through some of these and like actually say their names? I want you guys to see like what these post-it counts are. I want you to read this, but like all these people aren't just people who have purchased, like they have already taken action in the program. Like I loved how Greg was saying, this is why I was like, I am inserting myself, like how easy it is to start where it's like, oh man, like, okay, but what happens? What happens in like the first couple minutes or the first couple hours? Well, I can tell you from last night, not only were they in, but like they are doing the challenges already.
After you go through these, I have a secret for you guys, but go through these first.
Great. And maybe so that people want to know, because we've been talking about this. Challenge 1, you're going to sign a contract. Challenge 2, you're going to recreate a design just like we did. So check mark for you. Challenge number 3, you're going to recreate another one just so you're feeling good. Challenge number 4, you're going to make a custom funnel for a potential client. Lucky for you, you already got those potential clients and you know the gist of how to create custom ones. Go find the patterns and swipes, put them in. Challenge 5, same thing, just another rep of a custom build. Challenge 6, go get hit by a bus. That's what we do, the hit by the bus plan. Challenge 7, it just gets really exciting. We give you a few more skills inside the software so that you're feeling really, really good about how to do it. Challenge 8, most people have already won it at this point, but it's their One Common Club award. They usually get it with that first hit by the bus. Challenge 9, we show you how then to multiply and do this over and over again to get to your 10K. Like, that's it. So like, when you think about like, oh, is there all this new stuff? We basically did it all with you. But what we're doing is we're holding you by the hand when you make those custom builds. You're like, wait, how exactly do I do this? We're going to walk you through everything. And again, our goal for you isn't for, it's like, yes, go make your first. We're trying to change your life here. And so we want you to play. That's how we play inside of the thing. So when you see all these people joining, they're just one step closer. And then when they get to the next challenge, they're going to be like, oh, this actually was easy. We already started here. And then we're going to go make our next and our next and our next. And we're going to turn it from learning how to do just funnel design to learning strategy and traffic and all these things so you can build this full on business to take you from One Common Club to bronze to silver to gold to diamond, to play just a really, really, I mean, it's really fun to play a game where you get paid money when you win.
The best game ever.
Anyway, so that's the game. We actually got a lot of stuff today. You want to go over?
You got a shortcut though.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
So we said a number earlier, right? Like 20 hours to your first
20-ish hours. Yeah, and again, that's on average, right? Like we've taken polls from a lot of people. Some people take longer because they were really dragging their feet. Some people take way shorter.
That data is also based on people who didn't have 3 days of a challenge before they started actually
also
participating in the program. So I woke up this morning I get a little notification every time someone submits a badge, and someone has already submitted for their first sale. And it wasn't even live for 20 hours.
Nice. Wow. I love it. So there you go.
There you go.
They already submitted for their first
already
sale.
Qualify for money by the weekend.
I love it. We'll get them on Monday. It'll be perfect.
So cool. So cool. All right, you guys. Well, today's been amazing and fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. We're going to pull back to the slides. I'm going to walk through what the offer looks like so far because, dang, this is a great offer. So as you guys know, those of you who got started, the first thing you got the ClickFunnels lifetime account, which is insane. Then you got access to the entire Funnel Builder certification program. You got 25 reseller accounts inside of your ClickFunnels account. You got access to Offer Secrets, so you can learn how to create offers, so you can help your clients with that, so you can charge more money. You got access to training funnels for equity. This training we'll be doing here in the near future. Help you guys learn how to start negotiating for equity as you're building funnels. You got access to Giru, the agency account, so you can mock up funnels for your clients if you want to when you're doing your hit by the bus plan. We give you access to Rainmaker Labs. They'll show you guys how to do funnel hacking and how to use that as a tool to either sell or to get more clients and to increase your hit by a bus process. Today we gave you, first off, the Funnel Hacker Brain, which McCall twisted my arm at 4 a.m. this morning, and while I was half asleep, tricked me into saying yes, and so that's happening. I'm putting that together for you guys. It's literally like $100,000 worth of my best swipe files, all curated into the perfect format, so you can basically do anything you want and turn it into Claude skills. So it's insane. That's coming soon. AI funnel builder that Todd showed you today, which is just going to make funnel building so much faster and easier. And that is one that keeps on evolving literally daily. Again, I've been watching it every month last little bit. Last Friday, I had the last demo, and then I've been up here on stage with you guys. The demo that Todd showed today was infinitely better than what I saw on Friday. I'm like, it improved that much, that fast. Like, again, they're using AI to code it, so it's insane. So that's the worst it'll ever be. By Friday of this week, it'll probably be 10 times. But anyway, so AI funnel builder is the same. That'll be showing up in your guys' account here really, really soon. Daily draft, that That's a new software that Todd's launching. It's $97 a month. You guys have access, $97 per month per newsletter. Okay. And you guys are getting access to either your 50 or 25 agency accounts. So there's that you guys have as well to be able to start selling newsletters, increase your value. Rocketeer, Blake Newbar came and showed you guys how to use that to run ads. And he gave you guys 3 months for free to be able to use that. I am going to be prepaying another 3 months, which gives you 6 months for free using Rocketeer. But that part of the bonus disappears tonight at midnight. Yesterday, we offered 50 accounts by midnight, and most of you guys got it, but some didn't. And then that one disappeared. Don't miss out on this one. So Rocketeer, you're getting 6 months if you sign up before midnight tonight. If you wait till after midnight, it drops back down to 3 months. Okay. Tomorrow, we're going to come back. We got two more. Yeah, we have 2 more bonuses that are unlocking. 2 more. Each of these bonuses by themselves, we could charge $5,500 for. Just so you guys know, like this one, those offers, it's just like, you're like, this is insane. I did a VIP session. I told people, like, if you want to create a really good offer, I was like, the secret, because a lot of times, like, let's say if I came to you, I'm like, hey, give me, I have a course I'll sell to you for $10,000. Like, I can't afford it, right? Why? It's like, well, I can't afford it. But if I came to you, I'm like, I have a brand new Ferrari. I'll sell it to you for $10,000. Would you figure out how to get the money, right? Every single one of you guys would figure out how to get $10,000 if the offer was crazy enough. So I told everyone in the VIP, I'm like, when you create offers, they make it so that it feels like you're selling a $10,000 Ferrari, people will all say yes. And so that's what this is, my version of that, of like, I'm trying to make an offer where I'm literally giving you a Ferrari for $10,000. You're like, I would be an idiot to not figure out how to get the money because this offer is that good. Because hey, if I came to you right now and said $10,000 for a Ferrari, what would you do? You would give blood. You would go sell your couch. You would do whatever you needed because you know that $10,000 is worth the Ferrari's worth a lot more than $10,000. You can take the Ferrari and you can sell it. You can flip it. You can do whatever. Yeah. I want you to feel the same way here. Where like this is a $10,000 Ferrari. I would be like, I need to go do whatever it takes. I need to get this because if I have that, right, it's worth a whole bunch more than $10,000. It's worth a whole bunch more than $5,500 we're asking for you here. So that's my goal. And so this is our $10,000. This is our $5,500 Ferrari, and this is, I guarantee it'll be worth more to you than a Ferrari because a Ferrari doesn't cost that much money, right? When all said and done, and what you can make and generate from this is way better, I think. So we'll keep making this offer even better. We're gonna put some new tires on the Ferrari tomorrow with our last 2 unlocks.
There was a comment up there that says, "I feel like I'm robbing you, Russell. You're giving this to us for just $5,500."
I feel like we're getting a Ferrari for the price of a Miata.
Exactly.
So that's the offers, you guys know. Is that my last slide? That's the end of the slide deck. So again, all you guys gotta do right now, you guys know the link is down there. It should be burned into your monitor at this point. I think it's onecomiclub.com/go. That's where you get started. Again, go in there. You're gonna put a deposit for $997. Then on the next page, you're gonna choose what payment option you want. You can just pay it all off, an extra $4,500, and you're done. Wash your hands when you get to work. Or you can pick the 3 pay, which is I think $1,800 a month. So you click it, it'll bill you $1,800 right now, and then 2 more payments. And those are your 2 options. If you're like, this is awesome, I can't do another payment plan today, Russell. I need to wait a week or tomorrow or Monday or like, let me, whatever it is, like there's a contact info for our support, let them know and they'll work with you. If we don't hear back from you, what'll happen is 7 days later, then it'll auto bill you on the 3 pay if you put down the $1,000 deposit. So that's kind of what's happening. And then you have access to everything. You'll be on the other side of this the paywall and have access to Greg, the team, everybody, and it's going to be an amazing, fun experience. So I have absolute certainty knowing that we're there to catch you, to support you, to help you on this journey. Also know how fun this is going to be. It's your new career, it's your new lifestyle, your new peer group, your new friends. It's going to be magical. So we're excited to have you and to welcome you guys into the ClickFunnels Certified Partner building program.
We still have a big party tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing tomorrow, Russell?
So tomorrow, we talked about how to go at One Comma Club. We're going to go One Comma Club to 2 Comma Club. We're going to teach you guys some more skills, help you become better funnel builders, and a whole bunch of other things. It's going to be amazing. We're all bringing on a couple of people. And then tomorrow we'll be introducing the Money by the Weekend Challenge to you guys out there doing this so that you can prove to yourself and other people that you actually did it. We all want you guys to get this weekend. And so we're going to give you guys a challenge to push you through the weekend to go out and do it, get a client, close them, make some money. And then Monday we'll come back and we'll kind of have a little celebration party. And then,
awesome.
And then that'll be it.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, tomorrow, I've seen some of the stuff going down. We're crescendoing for sure. Yeah. You're not going to want to miss it.
Do not miss it.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being
It's
here.
awesome.
Thank you, Greg, for working for free. This is amazing. I'm just kidding. We'll give his salary back. We love him. We'll keep him working with you guys. Cool. They'll pull slide up one more time. So here it is, you guys, again. 997 deposit, onecomaclub.com/go. For everyone who's already in the program, dive in tonight and go start, get your number one, get your contracts, and start moving through the things. And those who haven't yet, now's the time. Go get started. And we appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much for everything. And that's it.
We've been here for a long time, and I've still had a great time this whole time. That's how you know. That's how you know you guys are cool and this stuff is fun. So I love it.
So awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Congrats, you guys.
Have a
What a
night.
great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo, 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 woo.